I only have a little battery left, but you need it more than I do." After Annie finished speaking, she held the phone out in front of him. The man froze. He stared at the phone resting in the palm of her hand. 3%? He whispered. "You only have 3% battery left?" Annie nodded. The man was trembling. His gray coat was torn at the shoulder. His breathing was quick and heavy. Snow melted into his silver-streaked hair. Mud covered one side of his pant leg. He looked at the phone, then at Annie, then back at the screen again, but he did not reach for it. "If I use it and the battery dies, what will you do?" he asked. "What if you need to call someone? What if you get stuck here too?" "I'll be okay," Annie said. He shook his head. No, I can't do that to you." The station kept moving as if the two of them did not exist. Suitcase wheels rattled across the stone floor. The loudspeaker crackled overhead, announcing another southbound train delay. Outside the tall glass windows of Baltimore Penn Station, wet snow slid down the panes in crooked lines. Annie kept her hand out. "It's all right," she said. "If it dies, I'll find somewhere to charge it." The man let out a breath that sounded almost like a laugh, though there was nothing funny in it. "I've asked almost everyone in this station if they would let me borrow a phone," he said. "Do you really think they'll let you borrow a charger?" Annie glanced over his shoulder. A few people were watching them, then quickly pretended they had seen nothing. "Maybe they won't," Annie said. "But that's still better than you having no way to make a call." The man swallowed hard. His eyes were red. "They took everything from me," he said. "My wallet, my ID, my phone, even my watch. I have nothing left to prove who I am." "I believe you," Annie said. He stared at her, stunned, as if those 3 words hurt him more than the robbery itself. And still, he could not bring himself to take the phone. "No," he said, stepping back. "I can't use the last bit of your battery. I'll find someone else." Before Annie could stop him, he turned toward the nearest row of waiting benches. He moved quickly but unsteadily, one hand pressed against his side. He approached a man standing beside a ticket machine. The man was neatly dressed, holding a leather briefcase, with wireless earbuds in his ears. "Sir," the man said, trying to keep his voice calm, "please help me. I was robbed just outside the station. I only need to call my son. You can dial the number yourself. Put it on speaker. I don't even have to touch your phone." The traveler looked at him, then at the torn coat on his shoulder. "I'm sorry," he said. "I can't help you. It will only take 30 seconds. I said I can't." The traveler turned his back and continued looking at the ticket machine screen. The man then walked over to a woman carrying 2 shopping bags. "Ma'am, please. My phone was stolen. I need to let my family know where I am." The woman pulled the bags closer to her body. "I don't lend my phone to strangers." "I understand. You can hold the phone yourself. I'll stand right here." "No. That's what people do now. They make up a story, then run off with the phone." "I won't run," he said, his voice nearly exhausted. "I can barely breathe." The woman turned her face away. "That's not my problem." He looked toward a young man in a hoodie sitting near an outlet. "Son, may I make one phone call?" The young man did not even take off his headphones. "No. Please. I was just robbed." Only then did the young man look up. Everybody who wants to borrow a phone says they were just robbed. Near the departure board, a man in a dark suit let out a quiet laugh. He had been listening the whole time, enjoying the comfort of being someone who did not have to beg anyone for help. "He's right," the man in the suit said. "That trick is old. They say they were robbed. Their car broke down. Their mother is in the hospital, whatever sounds sad enough to make you hand over your phone. Then, before you know what happened, your phone is gone." The man in the torn coat turned to him. "Sir, I'm telling the truth." "I'm sure you make it sound very much like the truth," the man in the suit replied. "That's what makes the trick work." The woman in the cream-colored coat took a sip of coffee and added, "There must be a police desk somewhere in the station. Tell him to go there." "It's empty," the man said. "I already checked. There's no one there." The man in the suit tilted his head. "How convenient." A few people chuckled. Then they turned away. The man continued toward the coffee counter, where a station employee was stacking napkins. "Please," he said, "is there a phone here I can use? I was just attacked. I need to call my family." The employee glanced toward the register. "We're not allowed to let customers use the company phone." "I'm not a customer. I need help." "I'm sorry, sir. That's the policy." "Policy?" His voice shook. "They took my wallet. They took my ID. They took everything. The employee's expression softened for half a second, then hardened again under the pressure of the eyes watching him. Security will handle it. There's no one at the security desk. The employee lowered his head. I don't know what to tell you. The man stood motionless in the middle of the station. His shoulders rose and fell with each breath. He looked toward the east entrance, then around the waiting area, and finally back at Annie. For one brief moment, Annie saw all the strength on his face collapse. He returned to her, walking more slowly than before. I couldn't find anyone, he said. I know, Annie replied. He looked again at the phone in her hand. You still shouldn't give it to me. You're not taking it, she said. I'm giving it to you. He looked straight into her eyes for a long moment. What's your name? Annie Brooks. Is anyone coming to pick you up, Annie Brooks? No. Is there any family member you can call? She looked down at the phone. Not if it dies. That answer seemed to strike something deep inside him. He turned his face away. His jaw clenched. Then I definitely shouldn't use it. You should, Annie said. Because someone is waiting to know that you're still alive. The man in the suit near the departure board stepped closer, raising both hands as if he were trying to save Annie from a foolish mistake. Young lady, listen to me. You don't know who he is. You hand him that phone. He walks out the door, and you'll never see it again. The man in the torn coat stiffened. I'll stand right here. That's usually part of it. The man in the suit replied. The woman in the cream-colored coat joined in. Some people count on kindness because they know decent people have a hard time saying no. Annie turned to look at them. The phone was still in her hand. He asked all of you first, she said. No one has to be ashamed. Everyone turned him down very politely. The woman's lips pressed tightly together. The man in the suit looked Annie up and down the worn coat, the old backpack, the long crack across her phone screen. I'm trying to help you, he said. No, Annie replied. You're trying to make sure no one helps him. The man in the torn coat lowered his head. I don't want to cause trouble for you. You're not causing trouble, Annie said. They are the ones making this difficult. For a moment, the only sound between them was the broken announcement echoing from the ceiling of the station. Then Annie placed the phone in his hand. His fingers were ice cold. Make the call, she said, before it shuts off. He hesitated one last time. Please, Annie said softly. Whatever happened to you, someone is waiting to hear that you're still alive. The argument ended there. He nodded once, then began dialing the number from memory. His hands were shaking so badly that he pressed the wrong digits twice. Annie stepped closer. Here, she said. Tell me the number. I'll dial it for you. He read each digit to her, every number coming with a heavy breath. Annie entered them. The phone began to ring. Once. Twice. The man closed his eyes. Pick up, he whispered. The battery dropped to 2%. Then someone answered. Daniel, the man said, his voice breaking as he spoke the name. It's Dad. Listen to me carefully. I'm safe, but I was robbed near Baltimore Penn Station. They took my phone, my wallet, my ID, everything. The person on the other end shouted something Annie could not hear clearly. No, I'm not badly hurt, he said. Send Marcus to pick me up. Have the car come to the east entrance, main hall. Write down this number in case traffic gets blocked. He looked at Annie. A young woman helped me. Her name is Annie Brooks. The screen dimmed. Bifenji. The man spoke faster. Tell your mother I'm alive. Tell Lily that Grandpa is coming home. Do you hear me? I'm coming home. The phone vibrated softly in Annie's hand. Then the screen went completely dark. The call was cut off. For a moment, no one moved. The man kept the phone pressed to his ear, as if wanting it badly enough could bring the line back to life. Then he slowly lowered his hand and looked at the black screen. I'm sorry, he said. Annie took the phone back. Now it was nothing more than a cold piece of glass and plastic lying still in her palm. It's okay, she said. But the truth was, it was not okay. She had no job, no money except a few coins in her pocket. No way to call home. No way to check the next bus. No way to tell anyone where she was, if the night got worse. The man saw all of that on her face. Annie, he said quietly, you may have just saved my life. She tried to smile. It was just one phone call. No, he said, it was that phone call. Behind him, the people around them began to look away. Now that they had witnessed everything, Their silence no longer looked like indifference. It looked more like shame. Annie sat down on the long bench. The dead phone rested in her lap. The man did not leave. He sat down beside her, still breathing heavily, his eyes fixed on the east entrance. "My family will come," he said, "and when they do, you will not leave here alone." Annie shook her head. "You don't owe me anything." He looked at her for a long time. "A person doesn't have to repay kindness like a debt," he said. "But a person should remember who reached out when the whole world turned away." Annie pressed the power button once. Nothing happened. The screen remained black. She looked down at the dead phone, and for the first time, real panic began to rise inside her. Then, from beyond the glass doors in the distance, a line of black SUVs turned toward the east entrance. 3 people approached Annie before
Excuse
the SUVs had
me,
even
but this
come
isn't
to
a shelter.
stop at
You're
the
disturbing
curb.
the paying
The first was
customers.
the man
Either
in the
buy a
dark
ticket
suit.
or leave
He
the
walked toward
premises.
her with both hands tucked into the
Dead.
pockets of his coat.
See, this is
forced
precisely
smile
why
on
you
his
can't
face.
rely on
The
technology
woman
when
in
it
the
matters.
cream-colored coat followed
A little
few steps
preparation goes a
behind
long
him,
way.
still holding her cup of
You
coffee.
really shouldn't be traveling
With them
alone
was a
looking
third
like that,
man,
dear.
a
It's
heavy-set
asking for
traveler
trouble.
pulling
And
a
loitering here
suitcase,
with a
the
dead
same man
phone.
who had stood beside
There are
the ticket
rules, you
machine
know?
and watched everything without saying a word.
Annie was not
still
taken
sitting on the
advantage
long
of.
bench, her dead phone resting in her lap. The man in the torn gray coat sat beside
She
her.
missed her train,
He was
counselor.
still breathing
This was her
heavily,
last
his
lifeline.
eyes
And whose
fixed on
fault
the
is
east
that?
entrance. The man in
You
the
think
suit
the rules
looked down
apply
at
the
Annie's
same to
phone.
everyone here?
"Well," he said,
When you rely on
"I'm
the
sorry to
kindness
say
of
this,
strangers, you
but we
often
did
end
warn
up
you."
disappointed.
Annie did not answer.
My husband and
The
I
woman in
always
the
say
cream-colored
it's better
coat
to be
let out a
safe
soft
than
sigh.
sorry.
It died,
I am
didn't
not
it?
stuck because
Annie's
of William.
fingers tightened around
I
the
gave
phone.
him the phone.
That's usually
It
how
was my
goes,
choice.
the heavy-set man said. "You try to be kind, and people take advantage of that kindness."
Enough!
The man in the gray coat slowly turned his head. She was not taken advantage of. The man in the
I am
suit
only
raised an
teaching
eyebrow.
her a lesson, sir.
Allow me to be clear.
There is no
A
lesson
moment
here,
ago,
only
she
cruelty.
had 3% battery left. Now she has nothing.
I mean, honestly,
sounds
you look
exactly
like
like
something
what
that
we
crawled
warned her
out from
about.
under a
With all
bridge.
due respect,
It's absolutely
the man in the
dreadful.
gray coat asked quietly. The woman looked at Annie.
You should check the shelters
Her
or talk to
expression
the
was not
police.
cruel enough
The
to
police
seem
desk was
openly
empty.
malicious,
There's no one here.
but not kind enough
Perhaps
to be
if you
innocent
planned
either.
better.
Sweetheart,
Adults
people play
wait
this
for the
game
right
every
people.
day. They
It's
come
about
up looking
patience
desperate.
and presentation, dear.
They say they were
First
robbed.
impressions matter.
They say they just need one phone call, and before long, your phone
I
is
would
gone.
rather help
Your
someone
personal
than
information
stand
is
by
gone.
proudly doing
Or at the very
nothing.
least, you are stuck here. I'm not stuck because of him, Annie said. The man in the suit tilted his head. Then why are you sitting here with a dead phone? Annie looked up at him. Because I gave it to him. That is just another way of saying it. The man in the torn gray coat stood up, though it clearly cost him some effort. Enough. His voice was not loud. But
Careful,
there was
watch your
something in it
step.
that made the heavy-set traveler instinctively take half a step back. The man in the suit
I
did
thought
not
I
move.
lost you.
I don't mean to be cruel, he said. I'm only
It's all
trying
right,
to teach
darling.
this young woman a lesson before
I'm
the
here.
price she pays becomes even
William!
higher. The man in the gray coat looked
Oh,
directly
William,
at him.
look at you. What
think she needs a
happened?
lesson from you? Clearly she does. And what lesson would that be? That you
Mr.
should not
Hartley,
hand over your
are you
last
injured,
lifeline
sir?
to a stranger
I
in a train
appreciate your
station.
concern, but
the
I'm
woman in the cream
quite all
coat
right.
nodded. Especially not to
You
someone
look
who looks as if he
absolutely
just crawled out
dreadful.
from under a bridge.
Do you really
Annie
think this
felt
is the
those
place
words
for?
land on the man
Whatever that
beside
is.
her before she even saw his reaction. His jaw tightened, but he did not defend himself. He had been robbed, humiliated, ignored, and now mocked.
Shelters,
simply because
police
he had survived
officers,
in a coat
and
that made
proper
him look out of
procedures
place.
should handle
The
men
heavy-set
like
traveler
William.
cleared his throat. Look, no one is saying people shouldn't
police
help,
desk was
but
empty.
there are shelters.
You should have
There are
waited.
police officers. There are proper ways to handle this. The police desk was empty, Annie said.
Look,
Then wait,
adults
the man
understand
the
that in an
suit replied.
emergency, you wait for the
That is
proper
what adults
authorities to
usually
handle
do.
it. You need to calm
They
down.
wait for the right people to handle it.
We
Annie
require
almost
trained
laughed.
professionals, the right people, not some
Yes,
girl with a
he
cracked
said.
phone.
People trained to deal with this, not a girl with a cracked phone and no backup plan.
You are
The
young,
woman in
Annie.
the cream-colored coat lowered
You
her
will
voice.
learn.
But somehow that made her words sound worse. You're young. You'll learn. The world is
The
not
world
kind
is
to
not
people who give
kind to
away the
people
little
who
they
give
have
away
left.
the little they
Annie
have
looked down at
left.
the black screen. For a moment, her throat tightened, but the man beside her had only needed one phone call, and she had been the only one who said yes. I would rather learn that.
I would
Annie
rather
said,
learn
than
kindness than learn how to watch someone beg and feel proud for doing
nothing.
nothing.
The woman's expression changed. The smile vanished
Annie,
from the man in the suit's
you need to be
face.
careful.
Careful what you say. The man in the gray coat stepped forward, placing himself between them and Annie.
You both
No,
should be very
he said.
careful right now.
You are the ones who
Your
should be
situation
careful.
is about to get
At that
complicated.
exact moment, the first SUV stopped outside. At first, no one noticed except the man in the gray coat. His eyes moved past the three people standing in front of Annie and toward the glass doors. A second SUV stopped behind the first. Then a third. Their headlights swept across the wet pavement, throwing pale light into the station.
Wait, hold on a second.
The
What
man in the
exactly
suit
is going
glanced
on
over
here?
his shoulder.
This doesn't
"What is
seem
that?"
right.
The heavy-set traveler asked. The man in the gray coat took one step forward and nearly lost his balance. Annie immediately stood and reached out to steady his arm. "Careful," she said. "I'm fine."
No, I'm
he
fine,
replied,
really.
though he still
Just
had
a
to
little
lean
winded.
against the bench to catch his breath.
Are you sure?
Outside, men in dark
They are
coats
coming
stepped
this
out
way.
of the SUVs. They scanned the sidewalk, the entrance, and
All
the glass
units.
windows.
Eyes on the
woman in
targets near the main
cream-colored
entrance.
coat slowly
Maintain
lowered her
positions.
coffee cup. A woman stepped out of the middle SUV before anyone could stop her. She wore a wool coat over evening clothes, snow catching in her loose hair as she hurried across the sidewalk and into the station. Her face was pale with fear. The man in the gray coat looked as if his legs might give out from relief.
William!
The woman pushed through the glass doors.
William, is that really
William.
you?
The man closed his eyes for half a second. When he opened them, the fear on his face broke into relief. "I'm here," he said. She rushed to him, taking his face in both hands, looking at the scratch on his cheek, the torn shoulder
What
of his
did they
coat,
do to you,
and his
William? You're not
mud-covered
okay.
shoes.
I'm all
Oh,
right,
God.
Caroline. Just tired. I'm here now.
What did
No,
they do
look
to
at
you?
me.
I'm
You
all
are
right,
not
Caroline.
okay.
I'm okay.
The
You're
call
not
just
okay.
dropped, William.
Her
I couldn't
voice
hear if
trembled.
they were okay.
Daniel said the
I feared
call
the
cut
worst.
I know, dear.
Off. We thought.
It's all
I
right
know.
now.
He placed his hand over hers.
Sir.
I know. Two
Madam,
men entered
if you'll
behind
come
her.
with me, we can handle this
One was
discreetly.
tall and
The car is
broad-shouldered,
secure.
with closely cropped hair and an earpiece.
Excuse
clipped
me,
to his
Mr.
collar.
Hartley.
He stopped in front of the
Are you
man
injured?
and bowed his head. "Mr. Hartley, are you injured?"
Attention in
Annie
the
heard
station.
title as if it
We
had
are
come through
honored
the
to welcome
loudspeaker.
back former
Mr.
Mayor
Hartley.
William,
The three people
arriving
nearby
now
heard
on
it too.
Platform 1.
William Hartley. Annie did not know much about billionaires, but she knew the Hartley name. People in Baltimore had heard it on the news, seen it on hospital wings.
Control,
on
this is
scholarship
Unit 3.
letters,
We have eyes
buildings
on William at the
downtown
east
that ordinary
entrance.
people
He appears
pass by but
unstable.
rarely
Send
enter.
EMTs to
She
our
looked again
location
at his
immediately.
torn coat. The tall
William is
security guard
conscious
spoke
with minor
quietly into
injuries
his
and
collar.
orders
"We
notification
found
of the
him.
Baltimore
East
Police
entrance.
Department.
He's conscious, minor injuries. Notify the Baltimore Police Department." Another man stepped toward Annie, but
Not
stopped
her.
at once when William suddenly turned. "No," William said. "Not her."
She's
man
the one who
stopped
helped me.
immediately. William looked at Annie. "She helped
We wouldn't
me."
have made it without
Caroline
her.
turned. And for the first time,
I didn't
she truly
realize.
saw
Thank you
Annie.
so much.
Her eyes moved
It's
to
okay.
the dead phone in Annie's hand.
I'm glad I could help.
The old backpack near her feet, and the thin coat Annie had pulled tightly around
Are you
herself.
Annie?
Are you Annie? Caroline asked. Annie nodded because her voice had not yet returned. Caroline stepped
Thank
closer
you,
and
truly.
took Annie's hand in both of hers.
I don't know what
Her
I would have
hands were
done.
warm. "Thank you," she said.
It was
"Whatever
only
you
my
gave
phone.
him, thank you. It was only my phone."
It was not only a
William
phone.
let out a soft breath. It was not only a phone. The man in the suit tried to step back
Stop
without
right
anyone
there.
noticing.
You're not
But
going
William
anywhere
saw him.
until you answer
"Sir,"
for what you've
William
done.
said. The man froze. William's face was still pale, but his voice
I
had
swear I
changed.
didn't know who you
"You
were.
had
I
quite a
just
lot to
didn't
say a
know."
moment ago."
That is
The man in
not the
suit
defense
cleared
you
his
think it
throat.
is.
"Listen, I didn't know who you were." William looked
I was only
directly
being
at him.
careful about
That is
scams.
not the defense you think it is.
People do get
I
robbed
was
in the
only
city.
being careful, the man said. People run scams in train stations all
Fear
the time.
does not
You know
excuse
that.
cruelty.
I know people get robbed in this city, William said. I also know that fear does not excuse cruelty.
Everyone was only
The woman
trying
in
to
the
stay
cream-colored
safe.
coat stepped
And
in
what
with a
about her?
strange
Were you
smile.
trying to keep her
I
safe
think
too?
everyone was only trying to stay safe. William turned to her.
What
"Safe
exactly
from
were you
what?"
afraid
From
of?
a man asking you to dial
All
a
I
number
asked
while
was
the
for
phone
someone to
stayed in
dial
your
a number
hand.
on their own
Her
phone.
mouth opened, then closed again. The man in
I
the
was
suit
protecting
lifted
her
his
from
chin.
losing it. It's
I was
irresponsible to
protecting
be
the
so
young woman.
careless.
She
Careless?
could have lost her phone.
You had no right to
Annie
grab
looked
it like
down
that.
at the dead screen in her hand. A
Annie
sharp
did
ache
lose her
rose in
phone,
chest,
not because he
but she
stole
stayed
it,
silent.
but
William
because she
spoke
gave
for
away
her.
the last thing
did
she
lose
had.
it. Not because I stole it. Because
You
she
had
gave away
everything,
the
yet
last
you
thing
stand
she
by
had.
and watch.
While people who
You
still had
rationalize your
everything stood
indifference,
around
claiming
explaining why
compassion is
compassion was
dangerous.
dangerous. No one answered that.
Look,
A
I
station
understand your
employee
situation,
stepped
but
closer, the
per
same
company
one who had
policy,
said
I'm afraid we
company
can't
policy
offer
did not
cash
allow
assistance.
customers to use the phone.
We would have
He
helped
looked
if
from
we had
William to
known.
the security team and seemed to
What
shrink
exactly
inside
did you
his
need to
uniform.
know?
Sir, if we had known. William turned his head.
If I had known who
what?
you were, I would
The
have helped
employee
you.
swallowed. Known who
That
you
is
were.
the sickness
William
spreading
held
through
his
this
gaze on him
station.
for a long moment. That seems to be the sickness
need to sit
spreading
down.
here. Caroline
She is coming
touched
with them.
William's arm gently. You need to sit down. I will. He turned back to Annie. But
What
she's
is it
coming
that you
with us.
need?
Annie went rigid.
And we're here to help
No,
if we
sir,
can.
I can't. I mean, thank you, but I don't need. What do you need? William asked. The question was simple, but it trapped her. Annie looked at the dead phone, then at the station doors, then toward the coffee counter where she no longer had a job.
I need to charge my phone
Her mouth
and call
did
my
not want
aunt.
to say anything at all. Finally, she answered quietly, I need to charge my phone. Caroline's eyes softened.
I appreciate
We
the
can
offer,
do
but
that.
I don't want
And
the
I need
money.
to call my aunt. She'll be worried. You can call her from the car. Annie shook her head.
We didn't
slightly.
offer money.
I don't want money.
We simply think
William
you should
gave a
come with
small
us
nod,
because it's the right
as if
thing
he
to
had
do.
expected her to say that. I did not offer you money.
Not leaving
but
the
you said I
station
was
alone
coming
is
with you.
different from
I
accepting
said
money.
You should not leave this station
We just want to
alone.
make sure you're safe.
He glanced at the people around them, then back at her. Those are two different things.
The police
One of
will
the
arrive in
security
about
men
4
stepped
minutes,
closer.
and they should wait in
Mr.
the car.
Hartley, the police will be here in about 4 minutes. We should get
Annie,
you to
tell
the
me,
car
what were you
until they
doing at the
arrive.
station that night?
William did not move.
I
Annie, may I ask you something?
was just waiting for
She
someone.
tightened her grip on the phone. Yes, sir. What were you doing here tonight? Waiting. For a train? She almost said yes because it would have been easier, but the lie felt
I was
small
waiting to find
and
the courage.
exhausting. I guess I was waiting to find the courage.
I used to
she
work
said.
here, at the
Caroline
coffee
looked at
shop.
her. Annie took a deep breath. I used to work at the coffee shop.
I don't work at the
I don't
cafe anymore.
William frowned. You were fired tonight? Yes. Before you helped me? She nodded. Caroline covered her mouth with one hand for a moment. Oh, sweetheart. Annie did not like the pity spreading around her.
I'm not
She
asking
turned
to
her face
pity you.
away. William noticed. I am
It's
not
the
asking
timing
so
of
I
doing
can
the
pity
right
you.
thing that reveals who a
He
person
said.
is.
I am asking because
What
the
does this
moment
choice
a
say
person
about me?
chooses to do the right thing says a great deal about who they are.
It says you're brave,
What does it
Annie.
say about me? Annie asked before she could stop herself. He looked at the dead phone.
You were
in her
nearly
hand.
empty,
It
yet
says
still
you
made
were nearly
room for
empty
someone else.
And still made room for someone else. If this story touched your heart, please like this video. Leave a comment telling us where you are watching from, and subscribe to the channel for more emotional stories about kindness, courage, and the quiet moments that remind us what truly matters. The words touched the sorest place inside Annie.
We didn't
She
mean
blinked
for
and
any
turned
of
her
this to
face
happen,
toward the
Annie.
window. Outside,
If you just give us a
the
moment to
SUV sat
explain,
still in the falling
we can make
snow.
things right.
The man in the suit tried to speak again.
I apologize
this
if I
time in a
offended you,
softer
William.
voice. Mr.
You didn't
Hartley,
offend me.
I apologize if I offended
You showed
you.
everyone who you
William
truly
did not
are.
Look at him. You did not offend me. You showed everyone who you are. Caroline gently placed an arm around Annie's shoulders. She did not pull her, only rested it there.
You
like
can
a
sit in the
little
car,
warmth.
charge
Come
your
sit in the
phone,
car,
call your
charge
aunt,
your phone,
and we can decide
call your
everything
aunt.
else later.
After that, you can decide anything else. Annie wanted to say no. She wanted to sit on that stone bench until everything inside her settled again. But her phone was dead, her hands were freezing, and her aunt was probably about to call a number that would never ring. So Annie bent down, picked up her backpack, and followed them toward the east entrance. When the glass doors opened, cold air rushed in. But this time, Annie did not step outside alone. At the curb, William stopped before getting into the SUV.
Miss Annie Claire Johnson.
Annie Brooks, he said.
May I have
She
a word?
turned back. You gave me the last 3% of a dying phone. I will
You gave
not
me the
forget
last
that.
3% of a
Annie
dying
looked down
phone,
at the cracked
and I will
black
not
screen
forget
in
it.
her hand. It was all I had, she said. William's
It was
voice
all
grew
she
lower.
had.
That is why it mattered. The inside of the SUV was warmer than anything Annie had touched all night. Heat moved around her legs, soft and steady, and for a moment she sat too still, afraid to lean back against the leather seat. The door closed with a heavy sound that sealed out the station noise. Outside, Baltimore Penn Station blurred through the wet window. People crossing the sidewalk. Security standing near the curb. Snow turning gray where tires had crushed it into slush. Caroline sat beside William in the middle row, one hand still wrapped around his wrist.
Keep the perimeter
as if
tight.
She needed to feel his
I want
pulse for
eyes on the
herself.
stairwell. We move
A
in
security
5.
man sat up front with the driver. Another stood outside near the door,
You look
talking into his
exhausted.
sleeve. Annie sat in the rear
Is the
row
phone
with her
completely
backpack
dead?
on her lap and her dead
I have a
phone in
power
both
bank up here
hands.
if you want to try
Here,
it.
Caroline said, turning back. She reached into the side pocket of the door and pulled out a charging cable. Try this one. Annie took
Thank
it
you,
carefully.
Miss Caroline.
Thank you, ma'am.
Please, just call me Caroline.
The woman said. Please. Annie gave a small nod, but she could not make herself call her that yet. The cable fit. The charging symbol appeared, then disappeared, then appeared again.
The transcription
Annie
is
held her
as
breath
follows.
As if the phone were a sick little animal deciding
Is it
whether to
charging?
live. William watched the screen from the row ahead. Is it charging?
I think the phone is
he
charging.
asked. I think so. Good. Nobody spoke for a few seconds. The silence in the car was not empty. It had too much in it. The robbery, the dead phone, the station, the people who had mocked them, the fact that Annie was now sitting in a vehicle that probably cost more than every apartment on her block combined. The phone buzzed once, then again. A list of missed calls
Can I call her
appeared.
now?
Aunt Denise. Annie's stomach tightened. Can I call her now? Annie asked.
Yes, of
Caroline
course.
looked almost hurt that Annie had asked
Is it all
permission.
right if I use your phone now?
Of course.
Of course, go ahead.
Annie pressed the number before the phone could change its mind. It rang once. Then Denise answered so fast she must have been holding
I'm
the
okay,
phone
Aunt
in her
Denise.
hand.
I'm okay.
Annie, where are you?
We're all right. I'm so sorry.
I'm okay.
Annie,
Don't start with I'm
are you
okay,
hurt?
like that means something.
I'm
Where are
okay.
you? I'm still at Penn Station.
Okay isn't
Well,
good enough,
outside
baby.
it. I'm in a car.
You survived.
In a
Now let us
what?
keep you safe.
Annie closed her eyes.
I'm still at
A
Penn
car.
Station.
I'm safe.
Wait, no, I'm
Whose
outside.
car?
I'm in a
Annie
car
looked
now,
at
Aunt
William,
Denise.
Then Caroline.
I know, but
then
listen
the
to me.
driver's eyes in the mirror.
I'm safe, really.
It's a
I can
long
explain
story.
everything.
Annie
But
Brooks,
whose car is this,
I've been
Annie?
calling you for 20 minutes.
He's just
Your
giving me
phone
a
went
ride.
straight
It's
to
fine.
voicemail. I was about to leave Mrs.
I have been
Patterson
calling
in her
you all
recliner and
night,
come
Annie.
down
Where
there
were
myself.
you?
I know. I'm sorry. Why was your
It's a
phone
long
off?
story, Aunt
It
Denise.
died. There was a pause.
Don't lie to
Denise
me.
knew
What
her too
happened to the
well.
phone battery?
Why did it die? Annie
I
did
told
not
you it
answer
was
fast
important that
enough.
you keep it
Denise
charged.
let out a tired breath. Lord have mercy.
I didn't give the
What
phone
did you
away.
give away this time? William turned
He was
his face
robbed,
toward
and he
the
just
window,
needed to call his
but Annie
family.
could see the corner of his mouth move. I didn't give it away.
He had been robbed,
Annie
and
said.
nobody would let
A
him
man
use a
needed to call
phone.
his
Her
family.
voice small
A
but
man?
firm as the
He had
private
been
call
robbed.
becomes a moral
Nobody would let him
confession.
use a phone. So you
I'm
handed
telling
him
you,
yours.
Aunt Carolyn, he didn't take the
steal it.
phone. He
That
just
is not
needed
the part
help.
I was worried about first.
I know he
but
looks
it is on
rough,
the
but
list.
he's a good man.
I'm safe, Aunt Denise.
Who is
Who
that
this
man, Annie?
Annie hesitated. His name is
William.
William Hartley. Silence. Then Denise said, say that again.
He's
William
connected
Hartley.
to a really
As
powerful
in Hartley
financial
Capital?
family.
I think
And
so.
he has security.
You think so? He
And,
has security.
SUVs.
And SUVs. Annie, I know. No,
Annie, are you
I don't
really
think you
safe?
do. Denise lowered her voice. Are you sure you are safe? William turned then and held out his hand gently, asking without interrupting. Annie looked at him, uncertain, then gave him the phone. Miss
Aunt
Brooks,
Denise,
he said.
thank you for taking my
Denise's
call.
tone changed at once.
I wanted to assure you that Annie
is
is
this?
safe with us.
My name is William Hartley.
I'm telling you, I was robbed
Your
just
niece helped me
outside
tonight
Penn
after I was
Station.
robbed outside Baltimore
And
Penn
this young
Station.
woman, Annie, she was
allowed
the
me to
only
call
one
my
who
family
helped.
when no one else would.
Aunt Denise,
I
Annie
want
is
you to know
safe.
she is safe.
My
wife
wife,
is
the
here.
security team, and
My
the police
security
are all
team is
here.
Baltimore police are on their way, and Annie
I don't know
will not
you,
be
William.
left alone. There was a long pause.
I don't know what you
then
want.
Denise said, "Sir, I appreciate you saying that.
I
But
know
with
you're right,
respect,
Denise.
I do not know you from
Given
Adam."
everything, I
William
wouldn't
nodded
trust
as if
me
she could
either.
see him. You are right not to. Caroline
The
glanced
driver
at
can
him,
take you wherever you want,
surprised.
Annie, or we
William
can wait until your
continued.
aunt speaks directly with the
So
police.
I'll have my driver
Your
take
safety
Annie
is
wherever
conditional
she
on your
wants to
comfort.
go.
Okay, thank you.
Or we can wait here
No
until
pressure
you
and
speak
no
with the police
conditions.
directly. No pressure. No conditions. Denise was quiet again. When she spoke, her voice was softer, but still guarded. Put Annie back on. William handed the
You
phone
make sure you
over.
stay visible,
Aunt Denise,
keep that phone charged,
you listen to me.
and send the license plate number
You
before
stay
you
where
get
people
in.
can see you until police arrive. You keep
I
your
can
phone
text the license
charged.
plate number, my
You send
name,
me the
and the
license
company
plate of that
ID
car.
directly to
Annie
your
looked
aunt
toward the
right
front.
now for
The
accountability.
driver said without turning, "I'll text it to you, ma'am."
Well, that was
along
something.
with my name and company ID.
Don't tell William
Denise
we
heard
almost
him.
lost it back there.
Good.
Our secret.
Somebody in that car.
You call
has
us the
sense.
second you're done.
Caroline
Don't forget.
smiled for the first time. I'll call you
I
after
promise,
I talk
Aunt
to
Denise.
the police. Annie
I
said.
will.
You'd better. And Annie?
I'm still upset
Yes?
about the phone,
I'm
Annie.
glad you helped him. I'm
But
mad
I'm
about
glad
the
you
phone,
helped.
But I'm glad
That meant
you
a
helped
lot.
him. Annie swallowed.
We're proud of
Me
you.
too. When the call ended, she held the phone against her chest for a second. It had 4% now. 4 felt like wealth. Outside, 2 Baltimore police cars pulled up behind the SUVs. Lights flashing blue and red over the station wall. The colors
The
moved
officers have
across
arrived,
William's
sir.
face.
They are
He
waiting
looked
outside.
older in that light. Mr. Hartley, the security man in the front seat, said,
They'll
"Officers
eat you
are here."
alive, William.
William reached for the door.
Please, listen
but
to me.
Caroline caught his arm.
You are in no
Let
condition.
Marcus handle it. No,
I have to
William
tell
said.
them what happened myself.
I need to
You
make
are
the
in no
statement
condition,
myself.
William. You need a hospital right now.
I
No,
need to
I
be
must do
useful.
this now.
Caroline's lips pressed together. It was the kind of argument married people had finished many times and never really finished at all. William looked back at Annie. You do not have to
You don't
speak
have
to
to
them
speak
unless
to
you
the
want
police
to.
unless you want to.
I should, Annie said.
I should. Because I saw how
when
scared
came
you were
in.
when you entered the station.
I saw how scared you were. Caroline's face softened again at that. They stepped out into the cold. Annie pulled her thin coat around herself and stayed close enough to the SUV.
All right,
that the
Annie.
heat still felt
Take a
like
deep breath and
memory.
tell me exactly
A
what
police
happened tonight.
officer in his
It was
50s
so
approached
cold,
first.
and he just appeared out of nowhere.
Broad-faced,
I didn't know what to do.
tired-eyed,
Mr. William,
with rain on the brim
I'm
of his
Officer
cap.
Malley.
His name tag
If you're
read
feeling up to
Malloy.
it, we can step
Mr.
inside and get
Hartley?
you warmed up.
William nodded. Officer,
We
we're glad
received the
you're
report
safe.
of assault
We
and
got a report
robbery
of
near
assault and
Landvale.
robbery near Landvale.
Units are currently checking the security
We have
cameras in the
units
area.
checking cameras now.
I'll cooperate
Medical
with
is
the
on
medical help,
standby.
but let me
I'll
introduce
cooperate,
Annie.
William said.
She was kind enough
But
to let me
first-
use her phone.
This is Annie Brooks.
My
She
son
let me
logged the
use her
number. He
phone.
should have it.
All
My
right.
son should have the number
Miss, can
logged.
you confirm what time you saw him
Officer Malloy
leave?
turned to
Yes,
Annie.
officer. It was just after
His
10.
eyes took in her backpack, her old phone, her nervous hands. But unlike the people inside, he did not make a show of judging
Are you all right?
her.
And did you witness
Miss
anything
Brooks,
outside?
He said. You all right?
I only saw
Yes,
him
sir.
after he entered the
You witnessed
station.
anything outside? No, sir. Only after he
Did
came
William
into the
request any
station.
money
Did
or
he
threaten
ask you?
you?
For money?
No, he didn't.
No. Did
And he didn't
threaten
take
you?
your phone from you?
No.
No.
Did he take your phone from you? Annie straightened.
I gave him the
No.
phone.
I gave it to him. Malloy nodded once, writing that down. And it died during the call?
This dead phone
Yes.
is nothing but bad
Odd look.
luck.
Annie looked at William.
Maybe it
not.
wasn't bad
The
luck, officer.
paused, then seemed to understand enough
Okay,
not
and
to
you're
answer.
positive he was the
From
one
inside
filming?
the station,
Yes, he was standing
people
right there
gathered
by
near
the glass.
windows. Preston, the suited man, stood among them with his phone in hand, no longer
I
speaking.
didn't do anything.
Meredith
Why are you
was beside
harassing
him,
me? Leave
her
me
face
alone.
angled away from the glass. They watched the police, the security
Can you
team,
confirm the sequence
the
of events,
Hartleys,
Mr. Williams?
and
It happened very fast, officer.
watched the
We were just
story
trying to
become
help her.
something larger
We understand that, sir.
than
We just
what
need
they
the
had
facts for
wanted
the
it to
report.
be.
Okay,
Officer
tell me again
Malloy
what you saw.
followed William a
It
few
was
steps
dark. I
away to
couldn't
take
really
the
make it
main
out.
statement. Caroline
We're right here
stayed
with you, Annie.
Are you hungry?
It's almost over.
Caroline asked.
Are you hungry,
Annie
dear?
almost said
No,
no.
I'm fine.
Her stomach betrayed
It's
her
all
with
right.
a small, sharp ache.
We can get you some
Caroline
food.
noticed but did not embarrass her. There's
William
soup at the
said you'd be
house,
needing this.
or we
He
can stop
insisted we
somewhere.
stop. Says the
William
hunger
will
hits
want to feed
hardest once the
everyone
adrenaline
once the adrenaline
fades.
wears off. He does
Tell
that.
me, are you really
Annie
the
looked
powerful
toward
man
William.
everyone thinks you are?
He
Yes,
really
Annie,
is
he is
William Hartley?
exactly that powerful.
He really is. I don't understand why nobody recognized
He was
him.
always so
Caroline
careful to
gave a
avoid
tired
photos and
smile.
interviews.
That is exactly
How
he
could someone that
prefers it.
famous remain so
No
unseen
photos
when it
he can
mattered
avoid them.
most?
No
William
interviews
believes
unless
money
the
becomes
lawyers
less
corner him.
useful the louder it
He
gets.
says the louder money gets, the less useful it becomes. Annie watched him
He did not
speaking
act
to the
rich.
officer, still in
Tonight
the
he
torn
acted
coat.
scared, stripping
didn't
away
act rich.
status until
No,
only human fear
Caroline said.
remains.
Tonight, he acted scared. That was the truth of it. Before he was anything else, he had been scared. Annie had seen that when others had only seen a trick. A few minutes later, William returned.
They have enough to start the
They'll
investigation.
take us to the precinct later if needed. For now,
Shouldn't we get her to the hospital
they have
now?
enough to start.
She needs to
Hospital?
eat something
Caroline
first,
asked.
Caroline.
After
I'm
Annie
fine,
eats,
really.
Annie shook her head. No, sir.
Really, you don't have to worry. I can
You
just
don't
take
have
the
to
train
do
from
all
here.
that.
It's
I
late,
know.
Annie.
I mean it.
We want to make sure
can
you get
drop
back
me
safely.
home. I can. William studied her for
Annie,
a
when you
moment.
spoke to your aunt, you didn't mention
But
the
may I
cafe.
ask one thing
Did something
first?
happen there?
Annie
I just
braced
forgot.
herself. When you told
was
your
nothing.
aunt you were still at the station, you did not
Annie
mention
did
the
not tell her
cafe.
aunt she lost her job.
You did not tell her you lost your job. Annie looked down. Caroline said gently, "You don't have to explain."
You don't have to
But
explain.
William waited, not pushing.
It's okay, Annie.
Just leaving the door open. Annie rubbed her thumb along the cracked edge
I
of
couldn't
the
tell
phone.
her. She works
She works nights
taking care of people who can't even remember her name. I
She
didn't want
worries
to add more
enough.
worry to her life.
I was going to find another job before I
I know
told
I
her.
should have said
William's
something, but
expression changed. Not
I wanted
pity,
to find another
not
job
surprise.
before telling my aunt.
Recognition. And the cafe fired
Did the
you
cafe
tonight?
fire you tonight,
Yes.
Annie?
For what? Annie looked through the glass
why?
of the small cafe inside the station. The sign still
They claimed
glowed.
money was missing from a
Someone
table.
else stood where she had stood an hour ago, wiping down the counter. They said money was missing from a table.
Did you
took
take
it?
the money?
No.
I didn't.
The answer came
I
out
swear
fast,
I didn't.
hard.
I believe you,
William
Annie.
nodded. I believe
I believe you, Annie.
Annie looked at him. The words were quiet.
Look at me, Annie.
But they landed deeper
I know
than
you're
she
telling the
expected.
truth.
After a night of
We're gonna
being
make this
watched,
right.
doubted, corrected.
I keep telling you, I didn't
Mocked.
take anything.
No
Well,
one had
someone
said
here
that
owes
to
her a lot
about
more
the
than
thing
just
that
an
had started
apology.
it all.
This
I didn't take
injustice
anything,
needs to be addressed.
she said softer now. Then someone owes you more than an apology.
People like her,
Annie
manager,
shook her
do
head.
not apologize to girls
People
like her.
Caleb Price don't apologize to girls like me.
Who is the manager
Who is
here?
Caleb Price?
I am, sir.
My
How can I
manager.
help you?
William looked toward the cafe. Then tomorrow, Caleb Price
I
and
think the
may
manager and I may need to learn
names.
each other's names
Annie
tomorrow.
felt a flash
No,
of
please
alarm.
don't. You can't get him in
Please
trouble
don't get
because
him
of
in
me.
trouble because
Please
of
just
me.
let it go.
William's eyes returned to her.
If a man used power
Annie,
to shame her for something
if a
she
man
did
used
not
power
do,
to shame you
the
for
trouble
something
that
you did not
follows
do,
belongs to him.
any trouble that follows belongs to him.
Come on,
Not
dear.
you.
Let's get you inside
Caroline
where it's
touched
warm.
Annie's arm. Come on, get warm. Annie looked once more at the station. Preston and Meredith were no longer by the window. Maybe they had walked away. Maybe they had finally found the privacy to feel embarrassed. Maybe they felt nothing at all. She got into the SUV. This time, she let herself lean back. The driver pulled away from the curb, passing the glowing station sign, the wet sidewalk, the cafe window, the place where Annie had sat with a dead phone and no plan. Her phone buzzed in her hand. Baffinger Wu, a small number, still almost nothing, but more than before.
Before the night
glanced
ends,
back at her from
he
the
wants to
middle
hear
row.
what kind of
Annie
future
Brooks,
she was
he said,
trying to build.
Before this night is over, I want to hear what kind of future you were trying to build. before
Someone made
you
Annie
think you
feel
to
she
beg
had
for
to
a place
beg
in
for
it.
a place in
Annie
her
looked
own
at the
future.
phone, then out at Baltimore, sliding past in streaks of red and gold. For the first time all night, she did not feel rescued. She felt seen. The SUV moved south through Baltimore with the heat running low and steady. Annie watched the city pass through the window in pieces. A bus shelter with two people huddled beneath it. A corner store with bars over the glass. A church sign promising free breakfast on Sunday. Row houses pressed shoulder to shoulder under a thin coat of snow. She knew these streets. Not every block, but the feeling of them.
People keep
The
walking
way
because
people kept
stopping makes you
walking
look
because
lost,
stopping too
while a
long made
carry-out
you
window
look
glows
lost.
against a cold
The way light
sidewalk
from a
outside,
carry-out window
briefly
could make
making
a
the night
cold
feel
sidewalk
human.
feel almost human. Her phone buzzed again. Baffinger Lou. She looked at the number like it was trying to tell her something. Caroline noticed. Better?
Are
A
things
little.
better now?
That little can matter.
Yes.
Annie gave a small nod. Yes, ma'am. Caroline did not correct her this time. William sat beside Caroline. His torn coat folded over his lap. Without it, he looked different, but not entirely. The expensive shirt under the coat had a rip near the cuff. His left hand had dried blood along one knuckle.
The asset is secure. We're moving fast on the interstate. Get me eyes on the target, I repeat. Get me eyes on the target before we arrive.
Placing it somewhere
We need those
private
camera angles
and
released
acting as if
immediately.
the room did
Get me
not
the
need
police
to know.
report numbers for the North
driver
Precinct.
turned onto the
Advise the
interstate.
family of the hospital
Water
options.
hissed
They should be
beneath the
inbound soon.
tires. One of the security men in the front
There will
seat
be no
spoke quietly
press.
into his phone.
Handle this
Giving
discreetly.
details Annie did not fully understand. Camera angles.
People would care if a man
Police
like him were
report number.
robbed.
Hospital option. Daniel inbound. Press not notified. Press.
People would
The
make
word made
noise,
Annie sit
not
straighter.
necessarily care.
William heard it too. No press, he said. The security man looked back. Understood, sir. I mean it, Marcus. If anyone calls, this was a private matter. Yes, sir. Annie looked at him. People would care, though. A man like you getting robbed. William turned slightly. People would make noise. That is not always the same as caring. Caroline looked out the window, her hand resting over his. They'll find out eventually. Maybe. But not because I feed it to them. Annie understood that more than she expected.
The plate number is
People loved
KDL
stories where they could
303.
stand
I'm
outside
Agent
them.
Davis, badge
They
number
loved to talk
44.
about what they
We will
would have
contact
done.
your aunt shortly from our
What
business
someone
line.
should have known.
Mr.
How a
Dubois,
person should have
honestly, you don't
acted.
need to go to so
Nobody
much
had
trouble.
liked helping when
Respectfully,
William was
miss,
still
yes,
just a
I do.
frightened man in a ripped
It's my
coat.
job to ensure
Her
your
phone buzzed
safety.
with a text from
The
Aunt
aunties are
Denise.
going to have a field day
Send
with this
plate.
story.
Now, Annie glanced toward the
They
driver.
are already
He
calling
said,
everyone they know.
Front SUV. Maryland
Do you want the
plate
hospital
8
or the
KJ,
residence first, sir?
4129.
The residence, James.
My name is
Thank
Marcus
you.
Reed, Hartley Security Services. I'm texting your aunt from the business
I'm not
line.
going to the hospital,
Annie
Alara. We're
blinked.
going home.
You don't have
Nicholas,
to.
look at your
I
arm.
do,
You need a
Marcus
doctor
said.
now.
I'll be
Aunties
fine at the
don't play.
residence.
Caroline laughed.
You
and
can't
even
keep
William
going like
smiled a
this. You
little.
need to see a
Annie
doctor.
typed the plate anyway.
It's nothing,
Then added,
really.
I'm okay.
I just need some rest.
I'll call again soon. Denise replied almost at once.
If the
"You better."
doctor says
The
hospital,
SUV
you
kept
must go.
moving. Annie expected them to take her straight home. Maybe after a
You
stop
really
for
don't have to
food.
take me to your house.
Instead,
I can just go home. I don't want to
Marcus
be a
said,
burden.
Mr. Hartley, hospital first or residence?
Would you feel safer
Residence,
if we took
William
you home
said.
now?
Caroline turned sharply. William, I'll let Dr. Merrick examine me at the house. He's already on his way. You are impossible. I am tired. You were robbed, and I'm still tired. Caroline stared at him, then gave up with the kind of sigh that had years in it. Fine. But if he says hospital, you go.
I don't know what
William
feels
nodded.
safe.
If he says hospital, Annie looked between them. You don't have to take me there. I can go home. William turned
Warm up,
back to her.
eat something, call your
Would you
aunt
feel
again,
safer going
and then we
home
can
now?
decide
It
afterward.
was a careful question.
There is absolutely no pressure.
Not, would it be easier for us?
I just don't want
Not, do you
people
wanna
thinking
stop
I am
being our
trying to get
problem?
something from you.
He asked about safety.
I guess I'm more
Annie
afraid
thought
of
her
being
aunt's
judged than
apartment,
anything
The
else.
narrow stairs, the broken lock
Don't
on the
let
front
their
door that
judgment
the
choose your
landlord
next
kept
step.
promising to fix. She thought of showing up
Have
with
the
no
courage
job,
to
a
walk
story
your own
so
path.
strange Denise would spend the rest of the night pacing. She thought of Caleb Price
Did
at the
anyone
cafe,
have a chance to eat
already
yet?
telling somebody she
No,
was gone
ma'am.
because she could not be trusted. I don't know,
Please call the
Annie
house.
said.
We'll need
Then come
soup,
warm
fresh
up,
bread,
eat
tea,
something,
and something
call your
simple
aunt
waiting
again,
for us.
Of
and
course.
decide after
I'll
that.
see to it now.
I don't want people thinking I'm trying to get something
Please,
from you.
settle
William's
in.
face hardened.
You
but
are
not
our
at her.
guest here.
People who think that will think it whether you sit in this car or freeze on the sidewalk.
There will be no fuss.
Don't let small minds
only
choose
food.
your next step. Annie looked down at her hands. It's not that easy. No, he said. It rarely is. Caroline shifted in her seat so she could face Annie better. Has anyone eaten since this started? No one answered. That's what I thought. Marcus, call the house. Soup, bread, tea. Something simple.
How long have you worked
and
at the
tell them
cafe?
Annie is our guest.
About 8
Guest.
months.
The word
Mostly
made Annie
evenings and
uncomfortable.
weekends.
Guests came with invitations.
Prince.
Guests
It was
knew
the
which
regulars
fork
I
to
loved.
use.
The way
Guests
Mrs.
did
Gable
not
held
sit
her
in the back
teacup,
with old
or the
sneakers
quiet nod the
and a
constructor shared every
backpack that
morning.
still smelled faintly like fryer oil from the cafe. Caroline seemed to read that too. No fuss, she said. Just food. The drive grew quieter.
Excuse me,
after
may
that.
I please have some more napkins?
Baltimore thinned
Certainly.
behind them.
Thank you.
Then the road opened toward the dark stretch between cities.
The young
snow
woman
was lighter
notices
here.
people.
More rain than ice.
People
Annie's
forget
phone
you are
crawled to
standing there when you
9%.
clean tables.
She kept checking it, not because she needed to
Being
use
unnoticed
it,
can
but
be an
because seeing
education.
it return felt like watching a door
It can be
unlock.
ugly.
William spoke without turning. Annie, you said you worked at the cafe.
I
Yes,
wanted to
sir.
take a business
How
class
long?
and learn how to
8
run a place
months.
properly.
After school?
Not like the
Evenings?
cafe manager who
Mostly
hurt
evenings.
me.
Weekends too.
Maybe
You
a
liked it?
bakery.
She almost said it was
Warm,
fine,
with good
but
coffee.
the answer felt too small.
A place where a girl
I
could
liked
get her
parts of it.
first job and not be
I like the
judged.
regulars. There's a retired mailman who
The
comes in
dream
every
is not
Tuesday and
stupid.
gets black coffee
It
and
is
a biscuit.
specific.
He always leaves exactly $1, folded in half.
What would you call the
And
bakery?
there's a woman who takes the train to visit her sister in New York once a month.
I never got that far.
She brings a crossword book and asks for extra napkins.
A
but she
job
never
is not
uses
the
them.
same as a future.
Caroline smiled. You notice people. Annie shrugged. When you clean tables, people forget you're standing there. William was quiet for a moment. That can be an education. It can be ugly. Yes. Annie looked at the back of his seat. You asked what future I was trying to build. It wasn't anything big. Big compared to what?
Is this
I
your
wanted
house?
to take a business class.
It is one of them.
Maybe more than one. I wanted to learn how to run a place right. Not like Caleb.
You may leave any
What
time,
kind of place?
call your aunt,
Annie hesitated.
verify with the police,
Speaking it out loud
eat
made it feel
inside,
foolish.
or wait here in
a
the car.
bakery, maybe. Coffee too.
Okay.
Nothing fancy. Just a clean place. Warm.
Please,
A place
come in
where
out of
if
the
a
rain.
girl comes in for her first job, nobody treats her like she's already done something wrong. William did not answer right away. That made Annie nervous. It sounds stupid, she said. No, he said. It sounds
Please don't look
specific.
so alarmed. I'm quite
Specific
all right,
dreams
just a scratch.
Usually come from pain. Caroline looked back at her. What would you call
He is
it?
not all right,
Annie
but we'll
almost
let the
smiled.
doctor say it.
I never got that far. You should. I don't even have a job now. William turned slightly. A job is not the same as a future. It can be part of one.
I
But
told
don't
you this
confuse
would
the
happen
two.
if you didn't rest.
Annie
Why
let
won't
that
you
sit.
listen to me for once?
She had
Look
spent
at you
so
now.
much time trying to get hired that she had almost forgotten hiring was not the highest dream a person could have. Work mattered. Paying bills mattered. But somewhere underneath all that, she had wanted more than permission to survive. The SUV slowed as it passed through a security gate. Annie looked out at a long driveway bordered by bare winter trees. The house ahead was large but not flashy, built of stone and dark wood, with warm light in the windows. It looked less like a mansion
The doctor
than a
found
place
no
that had been
concussion,
waiting
but
without
orders
wanting to
rest
show off.
tomorrow.
Annie sat forward. This is your house? Caroline
Thank you for the
smiled.
food.
One of
Don't
them,
thank me.
William gave her a
She
tired
runs
look.
this house better than
What?
I run most
Caroline said.
companies.
She asked. Annie pressed her lips together.
Running the
unsure
house
whether
better
to
than his
laugh.
companies is
the
not
SUV
hard.
stopped near the front steps. Before Marcus could open the door, William turned to Annie. Before we go in, I want to be clear.
My attorneys will request
You are free to
station
leave
and
at
cafe
any time.
footage to learn what
You can
happened
call your
before you
aunt.
were fired.
You can ask the
He
police
does not
to
have to
verify
do that.
everything. You can sit in the kitchen and eat, or you can wait in the car. No one here will pressure you. Annie believed
She
him.
already has
That
trouble,
surprised her
and
more
I am
than the
offering
house.
evidence,
Okay,
not spectacle.
she said. Inside,
We are shifting this
Wolf met
from
her
charity
first.
to justice.
Then the smell of chicken
Justice
soup,
is not always fair at the
bread,
beginning, sometimes
lemon
beginning
cleaner,
as silence before
and wood
arriving
smoke.
when cruel people
A
have
woman in a
forgotten
navy
what they
sweater
did.
hurried from the hall, then stopped when she saw William's face. She covered her mouth. Mr. Hartley, I'm all right, Nora. You are not, but I'll let the doctor say it. Caroline took Annie's coat. Annie almost refused, then let her. The
Call
house
your
was
aunt
quiet
again,
in the way.
explain where you are, and
Expensive
then,
houses were
if you're
quiet.
willing, tell
Not
me about the
because
cafe
nothing happened
manager.
there, but because every sound had room to land. A doctor arrived within minutes, a gray-haired man carrying a black medical bag. He examined William in a study
Auntie,
while Caroline hovered
it's
and
me.
argued under her breath. Annie sat
I know
at
it's
the kitchen
late, but I
table
didn't
with
know
a
who
bowl
else
of
to
soup
call.
She had not
We
asked
really
for,
need your
but
help.
could not stop eating
I
once the
know,
spoon reached
but
her
listen.
hand. The
I'm
bread
at his
was
house,
warm.
the man I told
Real
you
butter
about.
softened on a small
Yes, the
plate.
wealthy one.
Someone placed
I'm
tea beside
safe,
her.
really.
No one stared at how fast
There
she
is
ate.
staff here around
William
the clock.
came into the kitchen 20
And a
minutes
doctor
later
on
with a small
call.
bandage near his cheek and a
The
clean
security
sweater
is
over
very
his
tight,
shirt.
Auntie.
He looked tired, but
Are
steadier.
you hurt? Did
Caroline
anyone
followed
touch you?
him. Dr.
No,
Merrick
I'm
says
okay.
no concussion.
He
but
didn't
you're
ask for
resting
anything.
tomorrow.
He just fed me soup.
William ignored that and sat across
what
from
happened
Annie.
at the cafe,
She put
sweetie?
the spoon down.
They fired me.
Thank you for the food.
They said money was
Thank
missing
Nora,
from a
he
table
said.
and they blamed
She runs
me.
this house better than I run most companies.
No.
Nora, at the counter,
I
said,
didn't.
That is
You
not
have to
hard,
believe
sir.
me.
Caroline laughed again. For the first time all night.
Don't
the
you
room
dare
felt
cry
almost
over a
normal.
man with a
William
name
folded
tag
his
forgetting
hands on
who
the table.
raised you. You are
Annie,
stronger
tomorrow,
than this.
my attorneys will request the station
Poor
and
people are
cafe
always
camera
told to
footage,
move on
not
because
to make a
fighting
spectacle.
costs too much.
To
But
find out
moving
what
on
happened
without
before you were
truth can
fired.
cost more.
Annie's stomach tightened.
Auntie, it's Robert.
You don't have to do that.
Thank you for taking
I
my
know.
call.
I don't want
I wanted
trouble.
to explain
You
everything
already have
myself.
trouble.
Go ahead,
I'm
Robert. I'm
offering
listening.
evidence. She looked at him.
If the
unsure.
footage proves
He
she did
said,
nothing wrong,
"Justice is
they
not
can
always
request
fair
a
in the
correction
beginning.
and apology
Sometimes it
quietly,
starts as
unless
silence,
the cafe
waits for the
forces
truth,
otherwise.
and arrives
Proper
when the
can
cruel
become a
have already
hiding place.
forgotten what they did.
It will
The
not
kitchen
be
went
tonight.
quiet. Annie looked down at her phone. Enough to call
The
home.
young woman has
Enough to
swallowed
find a
other
bus.
people's wrongs
Enough to
since
pretend none
childhood
of this had
and must
happened.
not survive
But not
another
enough to
lie
forget
by
that for
calling it
one night,
strength.
Someone had
And
believed
You
her
are
before asking
wise,
for proof.
Auntie.
William's voice softened.
Wisdom is what
Call your aunt
appears
again.
after
Tell her
patience
where
runs
you are.
out.
Then, if you are willing, I want you to tell me about Caleb Price.
If you feel up to
Annie
it,
touched the cracked
perhaps you
screen.
could tell me about
This
the
time,
cafe.
when it lit up, she did not feel alone. Annie called
Auntie,
her aunt
it's
from the
me.
kitchen table with the phone still plugged into the
Listen,
wall.
I don't have much
The cord
time.
was
The
long enough
battery
to
is
reach her
barely
chair,
holding the charge.
But she
I'm
kept
here at
one
the
hand
house.
near the outlet anyway, as if the electricity might change its mind.
She is at his
Denise
house.
answered on the first ring. Talk. Annie almost smiled. I'm at his house.
I'm at
whose
Mr. Hartley's house.
Mr. Hartley's. There was a silence long enough for Annie to hear a television murmuring somewhere on Denise's end.
Less than an
Probably
hour,
Mrs.
Annie.
Patterson's old crime show. Annie,
Doesn't
Denise
it
said
seem
carefully,
strange to be
I
sitting
need
in
you
his
to
mansion
understand how
already?
strange that sentence sounds. I know.
Annie,
You are inside the
you've
home
only
of a
known him
man
for
you
an
met less
hour.
than
You
an
shouldn't
hour
be in
ago.
his house
He has a
alone.
wife here.
I don't
Staff.
care what he
A doctor
promised.
came. His security sent you
They
the
have a
plate.
wife,
I got the plate.
staff, a
I got the
doctor,
company
and
ID.
security.
I also
I
looked
understand.
him up. Annie glanced at William, who sat across the kitchen table with a cup
Ensure
of
they
tea
have
he had not
everything they
touched.
need for the night,
Caroline
Nora.
stood
Of
near
course,
the counter,
madam.
speaking quietly
The
with
Earl's
Nora,
usual
but Annie could
breakfast,
tell she was
perhaps?
listening enough to be ready if needed. And
Either she is
Annie
sitting
asked,
with a very
and
rich
either you are
man,
sitting
or
with a
someone
very
built
rich
the most
man, or
boring
somebody
fake
built the most
company
boring
website
fake company
imaginable.
website I have ever seen. It's him. That does
Are
not
you
mean I
hurt,
stop
Annie?
worrying.
Are you
I know.
okay?
Denise exhaled.
I'm fine, Aunt
Are
Denise.
you hurt?
Just
No.
tired.
Did anybody put hands
Did
on you?
anyone touch you
No.
or ask
Did
you
he
anything?
ask you for anything?
No.
No. He fed me soup.
He fed me
That is not
soup.
what I asked, but I'm glad you ate. Annie looked at the half-empty bowl. She had tried to slow down after the first few bites, but hunger had embarrassed her before she could hide it. Denise lowered her voice. What happened
So
with
what
Caleb?
happened with Caleb?
Annie looked at William again. He did not lean forward. He did not push. He just waited. I got fired, Annie said.
I got fired.
I figured that from the way you avoided saying it. Why?
I
They said
figured you
money
were
was missing from a
fired, the
table,
way you avoided
and they
saying
blamed
it.
you? Yes.
Why?
Denise's voice
It
sharpened.
was. It was
Did
because
you
of the
take it?
register.
No. I
They
know.
said the
I
money
needed
was
to
gone
hear
and
you
they
say
blamed
it.
me.
Annie's eyes burned without warning.
Well, did you take it?
She turned her
No.
face toward the wall, where copper pans hung in a neat row above
I
the
already
stove.
knew you were
Denise
innocent,
heard the
Annie, but
silence.
I needed to hear you say
Baby,
it.
don't you dare cry. Because some man with a name tag, Forgot who
Don't
raised
you dare cry.
I'm not crying.
That man
You
with
are
the name
absolutely
tag may have
crying.
forgotten who
William
raised
looked
you,
down at his
but
tea.
we know your
Caroline
strength.
turned toward the window.
You
Annie
are
wiped under
absolutely
one eye
crying,
with the
Annie.
heel of
Don't
her
deny
hand.
it.
I am
tried to
fine,
explain.
Denise.
Of
I'm
course
not
you did.
crying.
He wouldn't listen. Of course he wouldn't. Listening would have cost him the story he wanted. That line sat in the kitchen for a moment.
I tried to
William
explain.
looked up at it, as if Denise had said something worth remembering. Annie whispered,
Of course,
"Mr.
Annie
Hartley
tried to
wants check
explain,
the cameras.
and that the manager
Let him.
would not
I
listen
don't
because
wanna make it
listening would have
worse.
cost him the
It
story
already
he
got
wanted.
worse when they put your name next
Mr.
to
Hartley
something you
wants to
didn't
check the
do."
cameras.
Annie swallowed. Denise continued,
Let him.
"Quieter now. Listen to me. Poor people
It's
are
already
always told
worse,
to move
Annie.
on because fighting costs too
Your
much.
name is tied to this,
But
and they don't
sometimes
care if you
moving
did
on
it or
without
not.
the truth costs more." Annie
Poor
closed her
people are
eyes.
always told to move
I'm
on
tired.
because fighting
I know.
costs too much.
So let
But
somebody
moving
else stand
on
up for
without
you
truth
tonight.
can cost
Annie
more.
did not answer. William spoke gently from across
I'm
the
just so
table.
tired.
"Miss Brooks,
May I say something?"
Annie held out the phone. Denise said, "Put me on speaker.
I will not
wanna hear
pressure
everybody
you,
breathing."
but if you permit
Annie
it, my
tapped the
attorney
button
can
and set
request the
phone on
cafe
table.
and station
William
footage to
leaned
prove what
slightly
happened.
forward. "Miss Brooks,
A correction
I
and
understand your
apology
concern.
can be
I will
requested
not pressure
quietly.
Annie into anything.
But the manager
if
may
she
need
permits
more
it,
than a
my
quiet
attorney
apology.
can request footage from the cafe and
It
station.
can.
If the footage
It
shows
will
she
not
did
happen
nothing wrong,
tonight.
we can ask for a written correction and an apology, quietly, unless they force it otherwise." Denise answered at once.
Annie has swallowed other
"And if
people's
the
wrongs
footage
since
shows what
childhood.
Annie says it shows, that manager needs more than a quiet apology."
Strength is not letting
Caroline
people
made a
lie
small
about
sound
Annie
that
just
might have
because
been
she can
agreement.
survive the
William
lie.
nodded. "Then we will handle it properly. Properly can be a hiding place, Mr.
Your
Hartley.
aunt is a very
It
wise
can,"
woman,
William
Annie.
said. "It will not be tonight."
She certainly knows how to
Denise was
lighten the
quiet,
mood,
judging him
unlike
through
some
the phone.
people.
"Good,"
Do you want to be
she said
picked up?
finally, "because Annie has been swallowing other people's wrongs since she was a child. I am not interested in watching her make a meal out of another one."
Not yet.
Annie lowered her head.
I
"Aunt
promise I'll
Denise,
call before we
no.
leave.
You listen. I know you. You'll say it's fine because you don't want trouble. You'll say you can find another job because
If
that
you're
sounds
ready,
stronger
Annie,
than admitting somebody hurt
perhaps you could tell me
But
about the
strength is
cafe.
not letting people lie on you just because you can
When
survive
exactly did the
lie.
money become an
The
issue?
room went still.
Around 7:30.
Annie had no answer for
A
that.
customer at table
Not
6
one that
came
would
back,
hold.
saying his
William
tip
picked
was
up
gone.
his tea, but he still
I
did
cleaned
not
table
drink.
6 myself,
Your aunt
right
is a
after the
wise
lunch
woman.
rush.
Denise snorted.
But after me, who was
I'm
next?
a tired woman.
Was it
Wisdom
William
is what
or
shows up after you
the
run
counter
out of
worker was
patience.
near the table?
Caroline smiled.
A coworker walked
That may be
past
the
with a
truest
bus
thing
tub.
said tonight.
The manager
Denise's
only
voice
went over
softened.
after the customer returned.
"Annie, do you want me to come get you?"
I'll have
Annie
legal
looked
send the
at kitchen
preservation
around
letters
her.
tonight.
The
We need
warm
to
light,
secure all evidence
the soup.
immediately.
The strangers
We need to
who
send
somehow
preservation
felt less
notices to
dangerous
cafe
than the people
management,
who had known
station
her name at
authority,
the
and the
cafe.
security
"Not
contractor.
yet,"
Make
she
sure
said.
no one deletes
"All
that
right,
footage.
But you call me
Does it
before
have
you
to
leave
happen
that house.
tonight?
I will. And keep that phone
Footage
charging.
disappears
It's
quickly
at
when it
18%.
embarrasses the wrong
Look
person.
at God. Annie laughed once. Small
I just
but
worry
real.
everyone thinks I
After
brought
the
a
call
billionaire
ended,
down on
she
them.
sat with
I
both
was
hands
robbed
around the
into your
phone.
life.
William gave her a moment before speaking. "May I ask
Asking
about
for the
cafe?"
truth is not an attack.
Annie nodded. "What time did the
It
missing
feels
money
like
become
one
an
when
issue?
everyone already
Around
decided
7:30.
not to believe me.
Maybe a little after.
They start with
Who
facts.
reported it?
Because
customer at
facts
table
are not
6.
always enough,
He left
but
cash
are
for his
harder
meal
to
and
bully
tip.
than feelings.
He came back 5 minutes later.
What happens if the camera
and
shows
said the tip
nothing?
was gone.
They keep
Were you
looking,
assigned to that
then
table?
decide what can be
I cleaned
proven
it.
without
Who
accepting
else
shame
touched
that
it?
belongs
Annie
elsewhere.
thought. Jared
You
was
don't
near
have
it.
to be brave every
He
minute.
works counter. He came out to refill
I don't know
the
how
napkins,
not to be brave.
but he never refills anything.
People
Unless
who say
Caleb
they
tells him
cannot
twice.
stop being brave
Tessa walked by
usually
with a bus
learned
tub,
it too young.
And Caleb went over there after the customer came back. "Is there a camera?"
Your son
Run
is
over
on the way.
register. One
He's
facing
quite
the
angry,
entrance.
apparently
I don't know
breaking
if it
traffic
catches
laws to
table
get
6.
here.
He just worries
Station
loudly,
cameras?
Doctor.
Maybe near the hallway. William looked toward Marcus.
You must be
who had
the
entered
young woman
quietly and stood
everyone
by the
is
doorway.
talking about.
Marcus said, "I can have legal send preservation letters tonight."
Allow me
Do
to
that,
introduce Dr.
William
Merrick.
said.
I've ignored
Cafe
his advice for
management,
19
station
years, and look at me
authority,
now.
and the
pleasure.
security
And in all
contractor.
that time,
No
you've
one
aged
deletes
remarkably
footage.
little, William.
Annie sat up. "Tonight, footage disappears quickly when it embarrasses the wrong person." Marcus nodded and stepped away. Annie's hands tightened around the phone. "I don't want everybody at the cafe thinking I brought a billionaire down on them." William's expression did not change. "You did not bring me
Preservation
anywhere.
notices are out.
I was robbed
Legal
into your
wants to
life."
know whether you want a
Caroline
formal
sat
demand in the
beside
morning.
Annie.
Yes, I
And
do.
asking for the truth is not an attack. It feels like
It is
one
your
when you're the
choice,
girl
Annie.
everybody already decided decided not to believe. Caroline did not rush to comfort her. That helped. William leaned back. Then we start with facts. Facts are not always enough, but they are harder to bully than feelings.
Send the
Annie
formal
looked at him.
demand.
What happens if the camera doesn't show anything? Then we keep looking. And if nobody admits it, then we decide what can be proven and what cannot. That sounds like losing. No,
Yes,
William
ma'am.
said. Losing is accepting shame that belongs to someone else.
Tomorrow
Annie
they
looked
begin
down.
with the truth.
Caroline touched the table. Not Annie's
What happens
hand,
tonight?
Just close enough. You don't have to be brave every minute. I don't know
Tonight
how
you
not to
sleep.
be. William's face softened.
I should go
Most
home.
people who say that learned it too young. The kitchen door opened, and Dr. Merrick stepped in with his
We're
coat
happy to
over
drive
one
you
arm.
home, Annie.
Mr. Hartley,
But if you'd rather
I've
stay,
spoken
the
to your
guest room
son.
is ready.
He is
Whatever
on
you
his way
choose,
here,
please don't feel like you're
and
putting
he's
us
angry
out.
enough to break traffic laws. I advised against it. William sighed. Daniel worries loudly. He comes by it honestly, Caroline said.
I will call
Dr.
my
Merrick
aunt.
looked at Annie. And you must be the young woman everyone is talking about. Annie stiffened. He smiled kindly.
Why are
but
you
not
doing
too
all
much.
this?
I mean that in a good way. Annie,
Because
William said,
It's
"This
the
is
right
Dr.
thing to
Merrick.
do.
He has told me what to do for 20 years.
At first, it
and
was
I have
because
ignored him
Annie
for
helped
19,
him. But now
which
it is
explains
because
much,"
too many
the
people
doctor
survive
said.
injustice
The
by
gentle
calling it
humor
normal.
eased the room.
Annie
For a few
reminded
minutes,
him that
nobody
normal
spoke about
is not the
cameras or
same
lies
as
or dead
right.
phones. Nora brought more tea. Caroline made William eat half a piece
Denise,
of toast.
listen to me.
Annie finished her soup.
I'm not gonna
and,
apologize
after being
again.
asked only once,
It's time you knew
took
the
a
truth
second
about
piece of bread.
everything.
Then Marcus returned.
I
Preservation
know this
notices
is late,
are out,
and I know
he
you're
said.
worried.
Legal wants to know
But I
if
need you
want
to
a formal
understand that
demand
I
in the
am
morning.
safe here.
William looked at Annie.
Denise is with
not
me,
Marcus.
and
I don't
Your
care
choice.
who he is,
Annie
Annie.
stared at him.
A house is not
Mine?
safe just because
Yes.
it's expensive.
People like me don't
You shouldn't be
usually
staying
get
there
choices in
alone.
things like this.
Money,
Then
a
consider
big
this
house,
overdue.
and polite
Annie
voices
breathed
do
in
not
slowly.
make people safe.
Her first instinct was to say, no. No trouble,
Who exactly are you to
no
William?
attention,
I'm his wife.
no risk. But Denise's
And I'm a
words
mother.
stayed with her. Moving on without the truth costs more.
Annie
She
has
looked at
been
her
through
phone.
enough and must
500
not wake up
RCE.
feeling like she
Still
owes
low.
anyone.
Still fragile,
Annie owes them
but
nothing.
alive. Send it.
The earliest we
Annie
can
said.
schedule the
Marcus
inspection is
nodded.
next month.
Next
Yes,
month
ma'am.
is cutting it close.
Ma'am, the word
We were
nearly
hoping for
undid her,
sooner, given
not
the
because she needed
circumstances.
respect from a security
what do you
man
wanna
in a
do?
rich man's kitchen, but because after a night of being called foolish without the word being spoken, suspected without evidence, and
I really
fired
just need to
without
stay
proof,
tonight.
All right.
a simple, respectful
But the phone
word
stays
felt like
on,
water on a burn.
charged,
William stood
loud,
slowly,
and right here
tomorrow
nearby.
we begin with the truth. Annie looked up at him. And tonight, Caroline said, before William could turn it into a speech, you sleep. I should go
guest room
home.
is right here.
We can take you, William said.
Please
Or,
let me know
with
if
your
you
aunt's
need
permission,
anything at all.
You may stay in the guest room. It is late. The roads are wet. No one here will be offended by either choice. Annie thought of Aunt Denise still at work. The apartment dark until morning. The long explanations
Welcome,
waiting at
Annie.
the door.
This is the
She
guest
thought
room.
of the
Please come
station
in.
bench,
I've set
the
out some
dead
towels
phone,
and a robe
the
for
way
you.
William had
And feel
looked
free to
when
use anything in the
everyone
basket.
turned away.
Thank you. It's
I'll
lovely.
call my aunt,
The room is
she
nice,
said.
but too much.
Caroline nodded. Good.
I don't know what to
Annie
do with
picked
nice.
up the phone.
You sleep in
Before
it.
dialing, she glanced at William. Mr.
Honestly,
Hartley?
I'm just glad
Yes?
the room survived
Why are you
William's
doing all
golf
this?
friends.
He did not
Oh,
answer
gosh.
quickly. At first, he
They
said,
can be a menace.
because you helped me.
She may lock the
But
door
now-
if it helps her sleep.
Because I have seen
Because
too many
feeling
people
safe
survive
matters more
injustice
than
by calling it
anyone
normal.
feeling trusted.
Tonight you reminded me that normal is not the same as right. Annie held his gaze for a second, then looked down and called Denise. This time, when her aunt answered, Annie did not begin with an apology. She began with the truth. Denise
Baby, you
did not
listen to
like
me
the
now.
idea of Annie staying in a
I
stranger's
don't care what they
house,
promising you
even
up there,
after
that
the
money
stranger
ain't
became
clean.
William Hartley.
You
She
come
said
on
that 3
home.
different ways before she
We are
finally ran
responsible
out of
for you
breath.
now, and that
I
means we need
who
to know
he
where you
is,
are at all
Denise said
times.
through the
You can't
speaker.
just
That
disappear
does
and
not
ignore
mean I
our
know
calls.
him.
It's for your
Annie
own
sat
good.
at the kitchen table
I
with the phone
understand, I
plugged
really
in.
do.
It's easy
One
to
hand
say you
wrapped around a
understand,
mug
but
of tea
hard
she had
earned
barely
distrust
touched.
doesn't just disappear.
Across
You must be
from her,
careful who you let
William
close to
listened
you.
without offense.
Money,
Caroline stood near the
large
sink with
houses,
both
and
arms
polite
folded,
voices do
nodding
not
as if Denise were
automatically
making
make
points
anyone
she
safe.
respected. I understand, Annie said. No,
Are
I
you
need
his
everybody
wife
in
and
that
the
room
mother?
to understand,
Yes.
Denise continued.
I am both.
Money does not make a person safe. A big house does not
All
make a
right,
person
fine.
safe.
But you call us
Polite
every day and
voices
you
do
be
not
careful.
Make people safe.
We just want you
Caroline
safe.
leaned toward the phone. Miss Brooks,
You have been through
you
enough.
are absolutely right.
and must not
Denise
wake up
paused.
feeling you owe
Who
anyone.
is that? Caroline Hartley.
You
His
owe us
wife?
nothing.
I am.
Nothing at
You
all.
got children?
Do you truly mean
One
that,
son,
Arthur?
grown.
After everything?
Then
I
you
mean
know.
it.
Caroline's voice softened.
Rich people often
Yes,
speak
ma'am.
kindly until the
I
real
know.
bill arrives
That
later.
changed the room more than any promise could have. Denise seemed to hear something in Caroline's
You are
answer
welcome
that she
here,
trusted.
truly. But I must
Not
be
fully,
clear, you are free to
but enough
leave
to keep
whenever you
talking
wish.
instead of hanging
There
up.
is no pressure
Annie
to
has
stay.
been through enough tonight.
You may leave any
Denise
time.
said.
The driver
She
can
does
take
not
you
need
home
to wake
now
up
or
tomorrow
later.
feeling like she
And
owes
any
anybody.
legal help regarding the
William answered
cafe
this
will
time.
happen only with
She
your
owes us
permission.
nothing. I hope you mean that. I do. Rich people say that until the bill comes in another form. Nora, standing by the stove, made a
What do you
small
wanna do?
sound and covered it. William did not flinch. Then I will say it plainly. Annie may stay here tonight if she wishes. She may leave at any time. My driver can take her home now, later, or in the morning. My attorney's work regarding the cafe will continue
wanna
only
stay,
with her permission.
just for
Any
tonight.
support offered to her will be an offer, not a chain. Denise was quiet. Annie stared at the table.
All right, but you keep that
She had
phone
heard men
charged.
speak well
Loud,
before.
understand. And you
Caleb
sleep with it
Price
right under
spoke
your
well
pillow.
when customers were near. Landlords spoke well before adding fees.
It's settled then.
School counselors
Come,
spoke
let me
well
show you
before
where you'll be
telling her there
staying.
were forms she should have filled out months ago. Smooth words did not impress her much, but William did not sound smooth. He sounded tired and careful. Denise said, "Annie, what do you want to do?" The question landed heavy because nobody was deciding for her. Not Aunt Denise, not William, not the night. Annie looked toward
Here
the
we
window
are.
over the sink.
Feel free to use
the glass
anything you
reflected
need.
the kitchen behind her.
There's some water and toiletries on the
Warm light.
dresser, and the bathroom is
Polished
right beyond
counters.
it.
Nora folding a dish towel. Caroline watching with concern she did not try to decorate. William sitting in a borrowed sweater with a bandage on his cheek.
The bathroom is
"I
right
want
through
to
there.
stay,"
Help yourself to
Annie
the
said.
towels.
"Just tonight."
There's a
Denise
robe and
breathed
some
out.
toiletries on the dresser
"All
in
right,
case you need
I'll keep
anything.
my phone on. You better keep that phone on, charged,
This room is too
loud,
much.
and under your pillow.
I don't know what
I
to do
will,
with nice
And
things.
send me the address. Marcus already did.
The
Annie
room
said.
is for
I
sleeping,
know.
not proving
Send it
anything.
again. Caroline smiled. Annie did. When the call ended, the kitchen felt quieter.
Honestly,
Annie
the golf
expected
groups we
someone
have
to
here
tell her where
usually
to
break
go
at
or
least
what to
one
do
thing
next.
before they even unpack.
But Caroline only
You're doing
said,
great.
"Let me show you the room."
This card has my cell
the guest
number.
room was on the second
And if
floor
you
at
need
the end of a
anything during the
hallway with
night,
framed
that
black
phone
and
on the
white photos
nightstand
on the
rings
walls.
directly to the kitchen.
Annie noticed them as they walked.
Lock
William,
the
much
door if it
younger,
helps you
standing
sleep.
in front of a small brick
Your safety
storefront.
is more important than
Caroline
anyone's
holding a baby
pride.
by a lake. An older black woman in a nurse's uniform shaking William's hand outside what looked like a clinic. The house did not display wealth the way Annie expected. It displayed history. Caroline opened the door. "This should be comfortable. Bathroom is through there. Towels are in the cabinet. There's a robe on the back of the door if you need it." The room was larger than Annie's bedroom at home and half the living room together. The bed had a quilt folded at the foot. A lamp glowed beside a chair near the window. On the dresser sat a glass bottle of water and a small basket with a toothbrush, toothpaste, lotion, and wrapped soap. Annie stood just inside the door, still wearing her coat.
Where is the missing
Caroline
deposit from
noticed.
last night?
Too much?
We know it was
A little.
you.
We can
Take
make
off
it
the
less.
apron and leave.
No, ma'am. It's nice. I just don't know what to do.
You need
with
to be
nice
careful who you
sometimes.
associate with,
Caroline
miss.
leaned against the door frame.
There are
not
services
entering
downtown
farther than
for
she
him.
had to. You sleep in it. That's all. Annie looked down. "I don't want to mess anything up." "Annie, this room has survived William's golf friends. You will not be the problem." That got a small laugh out of her. Caroline smiled but did not push the moment. "I'll leave you. If you need anything, the phone by the bed calls the kitchen, or you can call my cell. I wrote it here." She placed a card on the dresser. Annie picked it up. "Thank you." Caroline started to leave, then stopped. "One more thing. Lock the door if it helps you sleep." Annie looked at her. Caroline nodded toward the door. Feeling safe matters more than anyone feeling trusted. After she left, Annie locked the door. Then she stood there and felt guilty for doing it. She showered with water hotter than she used at home because nobody knocked on the
Breakfast
wall
is ready,
telling her to
and the
save
older
it.
man's attorney is downstairs.
She put on the robe because her clothes smelled like fryer oil and station air. She plugged her phone beside the bed and watched it climb to 38%. For a long time, she did not sleep. The room was too quiet. The bed was too soft. Her mind kept returning to the cafe. Caleb's face. The missing money.
Please
the way
have a seat.
everyone had watched her take off the apron.
We need to
She heard
discuss this
Preston's
settlement
voice
offer.
at the station telling her she should have listened. She saw William's torn coat. She
Please
saw the
have a
screen go
seat.
black At 1:12 a.m.,
We have a few
her
things
phone
to
buzzed.
discuss regarding the
Aunt Denise,
estate.
you
Good
awake?
morning.
Annie typed.
It's a pleasure to
Yes.
finally meet you.
Denise.
Please,
Me too.
have a seat so we can
Annie,
discuss everything.
I'm safe.
Thank you.
Denise, I know. Still awake. Annie stared
I
at
am
the
not
words
here
and
to
smiled
scare you.
sadly.
I am here to
Denise,
make sure nobody
you did
else
right
does.
tonight. Don't let the world make you ashamed of that. Annie read
No
it
talking
twice
until
before
you've
answering.
eaten.
Annie,
We have
I'm
plenty of
scared
time
about
for
tomorrow.
discussions afterward.
Denise, good. Means you understand it matters. Sleep anyway. Annie put the phone down, but sleep still came in pieces. Morning arrived, gray and wet. Annie woke to a soft knock
Reservation
on the
letters
door
were
and
sent
sat up
during the
too
night
fast.
to protect
It's
the
Caroline,
cafe and
came the
station
voice from the
footage.
hallway. No rush.
Already?
Breakfast is downstairs when you're
When
ready.
cameras are involved,
William's attorney
truth has a
is here.
shelf life.
That woke her fully. Annie dressed in yesterday's clothes because she had
Could you
nothing
walk
else.
us through the
The
timeline,
blouse was
from the start
wrinkled,
of your shift
and her
until you
jeans
left
had
the
a faint
cafe?
stain near
Yes,
the knee.
I
She tried smoothing them
I started
with her
at
hands,
8.
then stopped.
What
They were the
happens if I
truth.
forget
Let the
something?
house see the truth.
Never
Downstairs,
fill a blank
the
with a
kitchen
guess.
smelled like coffee, eggs, toast, and something
Who
sweet
was
with
working the
cinnamon.
night shift with you on the 12th?
William sat
Okay,
at the
there was
table
Mark,
with a legal pad in front
then
of him.
Sarah,
A black
and
woman in her
I think
60s
David
sat
closed
beside
with
him,
me.
wearing a charcoal
Can you
suit
describe
and
the man
reading
at table
glasses low
6?
on her nose.
He wore a brown
She had the
coat.
calm of someone
He
who
left
did
the money
not
right
waste
under the
words.
water glass before
William
he walked
stood
out.
when Annie entered. Good morning.
It was busy.
Morning.
Everyone was
Did you
moving
sleep?
fast.
A little.
Then the manager,
That may
he
be
just
more than
stopped
I
and
did.
looked right at
The
me.
woman in the suit
Like
closed
I
her
had done
folder and
something
smiled.
wrong.
I
Annie
know I
Brooks.
shouldn't have been
I'm
there.
Ruth
It was
Ellison,
stupid, and I'm
counsel for
so
Mr.
sorry.
Hartley. Annie shook her hand.
I just didn't think
Ruth's
anyone
grip
would
was
get
warm and
hurt.
firm. I'm not here to scare you.
He said if I
Ruth
didn't
said.
leave right then,
I'm here to make sure nobody
he was going to
else
call
does.
station security.
Annie sat down slowly. Caroline placed a plate in front of her. Eat
He
first.
said if I told anyone, he
Talk
would make
second.
sure I never
Ruth
worked
nodded.
again,
Best
and that
legal
he'd come
advice
after
you'll
my
hear all day.
family.
Annie took a bite of eggs because refusing felt
Were there
rude.
witnesses
The
present
food
when the
helped.
threat was made?
She hated
Yes.
that it did. But
Mark
it did.
Johnson,
Ruth
Sarah
opened the
Lynn, and
folder.
David Choi
We
were all
sent
there.
preservation letters last night. The station authority
Witnesses
acknowledged
make
receipt.
lies nervous.
The cafe's corporate office has not responded yet. That is common. We also requested incident footage
Station
from
footage
3
is coming
cameras near
through.
the cafe
We need to review this
and
now.
2 near the east entrance. Annie looked at William. Already?
You don't
Truth
have
has
to
a
watch
shelf
this
life
if you
when
don't want
cameras are
to.
involved,
We can stop
Ruth
any
said.
time. It's your
We
decision.
moved before anyone could decide the recording was inconvenient. Annie's stomach tightened. What do you need from me? A timeline. Nothing fancy. Just what happened from the moment you started your shift until you left the cafe.
Don't let people
Annie
lie
wrapped
on you
both
just
hands
because you
around
can
her coffee
survive the
mug.
lie.
What if I forget something? Then you say you forgot.
I will watch.
Never fill a blank with
sure?
a guess. William gave a small approving nod. Ruth took out a pen. Start with your shift time.
I'm not
4
sure,
to 8.
but I will
Who
watch
was working?
anyway.
Me, Caleb Price, Jared, Tessa, Mrs. Long in the kitchen until 6.
This
Then
is the
Louise
overhead
came in.
footage we
Good.
discussed. Watch
Table
the lower
6.
right corner
Tell me about
closely.
it, Annie told her. The customer in the brown coat. The cash left under the water glass. Jared passing near the table. Tessa carrying a bus tub.
That's you
Caleb
approaching
looking at
table
Annie
6. You look
before
exhausted
asking
there.
anyone
I'd been
else.
on my feet for
The way he
12
said
hours
her
straight.
name like he had already made
The
up his
procedure for
mind.
closing is
Ruth
quite
wrote
clear.
without interrupting. William did not speak. Caroline listened from the counter, her jaw tight. When Annie got to the part where Caleb told her to leave before he called station
This
security,
contradicts her
Ruth
testimony
stopped
regarding the salt shaker
Exact
placement.
words? Annie
Look
swallowed.
closer at the footage.
Take your bag and go before I make this uglier for you.
The
William's
image
hand
here
closed
shows you
slowly
clearing the
around his
table.
coffee cup. Ruth looked over her glasses. Did he say that in front of witnesses? Yes. Names? Jared and Tessa heard. Maybe Luis. Good. Annie looked up. Good? Witnesses make lies nervous. For the first time that morning, Annie felt something besides fear. Marcus entered with a tablet in his hand. Ruth, station footage is coming through. Ruth looked at Annie. You do not have to watch. Annie's first instinct was no. She did not want to see herself standing there humiliated. She did not want to hear Caleb's voice if there was audio. She did not want to relive the moment she became disposable.
He was wearing
Then
the
she
gray
thought of
coat, I
Denise.
remember specifically.
Strength is not letting
And what
people
time
lie
was
on
this?
you just because you can survive the lie. I'll watch, Annie said. William studied her. Are you sure? No, she said, but I'll watch. Marcus set the tablet on the table.
You have the right to know the
Ruth tapped
truth,
the screen.
no matter
The
how
video
difficult
began
it may
above the
be.
cafe, silent and slightly grainy. Annie saw herself in uniform, clearing table 6. She leaned closer. The truth was somewhere in those gray frames, moving quietly, waiting for someone to care enough to look. On the tablet, the cafe looked smaller than Annie remembered, flatter, almost harmless. the frame, not perfect, but visible enough. Annie saw herself step into the picture wearing the black cafe apron. Her hair was pulled back, her shoulders were tired. She picked up 2 empty cups from table 6, stacked the plates, wiped a coffee ring from the surface, and moved the salt shaker back where it belonged. "There," Ruth said quietly.
I understand this is hard, but can you confirm that this is the person we discussed?
On the screen, a folded bill sat partly under a napkin
There it
near
is.
the wall side
See
of the
the folder.
table. Annie had not
I
noticed
walked
it
right
that
past
minute.
it. I can't believe I
Watching
missed
now,
it.
She wanted to reach into the video and point at it before the whole thing
I never
went
saw the
wrong.
bill. I swear I didn't see it.
It's
She
okay.
said.
We believe
"I
you.
know,"
Now
Ruth
just keep
answered.
watching the screen.
Keep watching. Annie on the screen carried the dishes toward the bus tub. A few seconds later, Jared came from behind the counter. He was thin, restless, always tapping something with his fingers when Caleb was not looking. He glanced toward the register, then toward the hallway. He moved to table 6, picked up the napkin, saw the bill, and paused. Annie stopped breathing.
Pause it right
Jared
there.
took the bill.
That's the proof
Not
we
fast,
needed.
Not dramatic. He folded it once and slid it into the pocket of his apron like he had done it before. Caroline made a low sound. "There it is." William did not speak. His face went still in a way that made silence feel heavier.
After
Annie
everything
stared at
we
the
did.
screen. For a moment, relief and anger came together so quickly she could not tell which one hurt more. She had not taken it. The proof was right there. She had known the truth, but seeing it outside her own memory made her feel less alone.
It's okay.
Ruth tapped the screen to pause
Take
it.
a deep breath
Jared's
and
hand
look
was
at me.
frozen halfway to his pocket.
You're not
Annie, she
alone
said,
in this.
"Look at me." Annie did.
The footage is enough to prove the young woman did not take the money
It may also
and
show
may
who
also
did.
identify who
We will
did.
let the proper process handle that.
It's all
Do
right.
you understand?
Just watch
Annie
closely
nodded,
and tell us
but
what
her
you
eyes
see.
went back to the tablet. Ruth let the video continue. The customer in the brown coat returned.
She was the only one near table
He
6.
spoke
It
to
has to
Caleb.
be her. I want her
Gesturing
fired and I
toward
want my
table
money
6.
back.
We are taking this
Caleb
very
walked over,
seriously, let me assure you.
Looked around,
There it is.
then looked toward
He
Annie
ignores
at
the male
counter.
coworker entirely.
Not Jared.
Okay, stop. We have
Annie.
enough.
Pause, William said. Ruth paused it.
Wait.
William leaned closer.
The manager never checked
He
with
did
the
not
person
check with the
closest to
person
table
closest
6.
to the
No, he
table.
didn't.
No.
That changes everything.
Ruth said. He did not review
He
the
didn't
register
review the
area.
register area.
No.
Comes
He
more.
looked at Annie first.
The footage
Annie
clearly
felt her
shows
face
the manager
warm.
looked at you
Ruth
first.
always stayed calm.
Bias often appears in sequence. Who is
gets
suspected first,
Who gets
questioned first, and
Who gets
believed last.
Annie looked down at her hands. The video resumed. Caleb called Annie over. There was no audio, but Annie remembered every word.
Where is the money from table 6?
Don't look confused.
You cleared that
cleared
table,
it.
so where is it?
Customers don't just come back over nothing. On the screen, Annie shook her head.
You were the
Caleb
last one
pointed
here.
toward the back.
Where is the money?
Jared stood by
I don't
the
know, I
counter,
didn't take it.
watching. He did not say one word. Ruth
He heard
paused
the
video
accusation.
again.
He knew what they were doing.
That young man heard
I
the
know.
accusation. Yes, Annie said, and he knew he had taken it. Yes.
Did your coworker
Ruth
know
wrote
he had
something
taken the
down.
bill?
Yes, he
All
did.
right.
He confirmed
Marcus
it to me
came into the
earlier that
kitchen
day.
with his phone to his ear. He listened for a moment,
The corporate office
then looked
called.
at Ruth.
They want a quick resolution.
Cafe corporate returned the call.
This is Attorney Vance.
They want
We
to
need to
resolve
discuss
quickly.
the settlement terms
William
immediately.
gave a humorless
Mr.
laugh.
Harrison,
I'm sure they do.
if you are quite
Ruth
finished,
held out her hand
we
for
need
the
to
phone.
discuss the contents
Marcus
of this
passed it to
phone.
her. This is Ruth Ellison, she said.
This is counsel for the claimants.
Counsel for William
I am
Hartley,
advising both
and
Mr. Smith
for the
and Ms.
purpose of
Johnson in this employment
matter,
matter, so direct all
advising
correspondence
Annie
to my
Brooks
office.
pending formal engagement.
We can confirm
listened.
that we have the
Yes,
footage
we have
provided by
footage.
the station
Yes,
authority.
Station authority provided it. No, I will not send it to
My
you, General
apologies,
Manager,
but
before we
absolutely
understand
not.
who had access
We need to
the
confirm
original.
who accessed
Annie
the
looked at
original
William.
footage before
Formal
anything is
engagement?
released to the general
It means
manager.
she can represent you if you want.
I know I need
he
formal
said.
representation,
I can't
sir,
pay a
but the
lawyer.
truth is I can't
did
pay
not
for a
ask you
lawyer.
to.
We're not
Ruth
asking you
lifted
for
one
payment,
finger
dear. We
without
just
looking
want to
away
help.
from the call. As
The
if telling
manager
both of them
accused
to
my
wait.
client without
No,
evidence
Mr. Price
and
should
threatened
not
to call
contact Ms.
security.
Brooks directly. Any communication goes through this office.
The
She
apology
paused,
is
because
insufficient.
last night he
We
accused her
require
without
the
evidence
complete
and
personnel
threatened to call
records
security.
related to the
That is
termination
why.
immediately.
Annie heard Caleb's name and sat straighter.
We require
Ruth
immediate
listened,
written statements
her
from the
expression
employees on duty.
unchanged. A written
Furthermore,
apology
I
is
need
not the
confirmation
beginning.
that no theft
It is one
allegation
item.
appears in this
We
file.
also need personnel
I am
records
not being
relating
aggressive,
to the
but
termination,
early.
statements from the employees on duty, and confirmation that no theft allegation has been placed in Miss Brooks's file.
Corporate wants to speak
Another
with you,
pause.
but I
No,
have
I
advised
am not
them
being
they may
aggressive.
not,
I am being
giving you
early.
protection you
William's
have
mouth
never
twitched.
had.
Ruth ended the call and set
What
the phone
exactly
down.
is going to happen
They
to
would
him?
like
Is he
to
going to
speak with
jail
you,
for this?
she
The
said to
company
Annie.
won't press
I
criminal
advised them they may
charges,
not.
but his
Annie
employment will
looked
be
at the
terminated
tablet again.
immediately.
What happens to
Their
Jared?
concern is the
That
young
depends
woman's
on the
name
employer
and the
and
manager's
possibly the
decision,
police. So
shifting
for a small
focus from the
amount, they may
thief
handle
to the
it
person who
internally.
wrongly
Our
accused
concern
her.
is your name.
They must
And Callum.
determine whether the
Ruth removed her
manager's
glasses.
decision was incompetence,
Caleb Price made a
discrimination, or both.
We will determine whether it was incompetence,
If race becomes part of the
or
issue,
both.
people will
Annie's
say I
stomach
am
tightened.
making excuses.
People
If this
already made
becomes about
excuses for
race,
what happened to you.
People will say I'm making excuses.
Calling a thing
William
by
looked
its
at her.
name is
People
not
already
the
made
same as
excuses for what
inventing
happened
it.
to you. Annie met his eyes. He continued, calling a thing
We
by
do not
its
have
name
to
is
shout.
not
We
the
only
same
need
as
to
inventing
document
it.
everything.
Ruth nodded.
We need to ask
do
why
not
you
have
were
to
accused
shout.
before the
We
footage was
document.
checked,
We
and
asked
whether
why you
others
were
were
accused
questioned.
before the
We
footage
need to
was
review the
checked.
company
We asked
policy
whether
on
other
public
employees
threats.
were questioned.
What happens if
We
they
asked whether
dodge the
company
issue?
policy was
We are
followed.
fully prepared for
We
that
asked why you were
scenario.
threatened in public.
They will become less
Caroline
charming.
put a cup of coffee in front of Ruth. And if they dodge? Ruth smiled slightly. Then we become less charming. Annie almost
He's at the
laughed,
gate, sir.
but it
Your
caught
son
in her
just
throat.
arrived.
The kitchen phone rang. Nora answered from the counter, listened.
I
then
told you
covered
not
the
to come
receiver.
here.
Mr. Hartley, your son
We are
is
past
at the
that.
gate.
Where is the lawyer?
Caroline closed her eyes.
We know what you did.
Here we go. William Saiha. Let him in.
Father,
5
are you
minutes
all right?
later,
What happened?
the front
Did they
door
hurt you?
opened hard enough for
I came
voices
as fast
to
as
carry
I
down
could.
the hall.
What
A man
happened?
in his 30s entered
Don't lie
the
to me.
kitchen in a
I'm
dark
fine. It's just a
overcoat,
scratch. Leave it alone.
hair damp
Fine?
from the weather.
You call
Face
this
tight with
fine?
anger and
He was
fear.
missing for
He
an
looked
hour,
like William around
robbed,
the eyes.
and now he's refusing
Dad,
the hospital.
I'm fine,
I merely
Daniel.
postponed one.
You are not fine. You were missing for almost an
You
hour.
have to help me, Mom.
Rob.
Please tell them.
And then you refused a hospital.
I did try,
Technically,
sweetheart.
I postponed one.
You know how stubborn
Daniel
your
looked at
father is.
Caroline. Mom.
Thank you.
I tried.
Truly.
Caroline said. Daniel turned
I
to
appreciate
Annie
your
then,
help with all
and
of this.
the anger in his face changed.
It's the right thing to
he
do.
walked toward her but stopped at a respectful distance.
I honestly don't know
You're
what we
Annie?
would have done without
Yes.
you.
His voice lowered. Thank you for helping my father.
Thank you
Annie
for
nodded,
everything.
uncomfortable with another thank you she did not know where to put. I'm glad he got through. Daniel looked at the phone on the table, charging beside her plate. That was your phone?
When the line
Yes.
died,
He swallowed. When the line died,
I thought we were too late.
He stopped and looked at his father. I thought we were
My
too
family
late.
wasn't too late
William's
because of
face
you.
Softened. You weren't. Because of her. Nobody corrected him. Daniel pulled out a chair
What exactly
and
happened
sat,
at the station?
as if his
There was a
legs had
robbery.
finally remembered the fear.
The desk was empty,
What
and
happened
the
at the
bystanders
station?
just refused to help.
William gave a short version.
They all refused to help,
Robbery.
but she
Empty
stepped up.
police desk.
And that phone,
People refusing
it was
to help.
dying, down to 3%.
The 3%.
The sweeted bystander and the woman in the
Preston,
cream coat saw everything
Meredith,
before the black SUVs
the
arrived.
SUVs.
It confirms what we
Daniel's jaw
suspected
tightened
about
at
the
Preston's
network.
name.
This
Preston
isn't just
Bale?
about the advisory
William looked
meeting
at him.
anymore. The behavior
him?
witnessed
He's
has
been trying to get a
consequences for
meeting
your
with our
firm's
pension
reputation
advisory
and
group.
wealthy
He called
networks.
twice last
Cancel
week.
the meeting with there
Cancel
immediately.
everything.
It's already
William
handled.
said.
Jonathan
Already
texted me
done.
5 minutes ago.
William raised an
Just
eyebrow.
efficient family
Daniel
coordination.
shrugged. Marcus texted
I must
me.
say,
Ruth
the
looked
speed with
pleased.
which you compiled
Efficient
this is
family.
commendable.
Daniel
And this
glanced at the
footage,
tablet.
what does it depict?
And this?
That's
Annie
the
was
critical
fired last
part.
night before she helped
They
me,
accused you of
William
stealing
said.
from a customer, and you were fired.
Accused of stealing
But this
from a
footage
customer.
clearly proves that you did not do
Footage
it.
shows she
We
did
apologize
not.
for the mistake.
Daniel looked at Annie again.
I know
more
saying this
carefully
doesn't
now.
fix anything,
Not with pity.
but I am
With
truly
recognition of
sorry
a
for the
second
pain
injury.
you've been caused.
I'm sorry, he said. Annie's first instinct was to say it was okay. It wasn't. So she said nothing. Daniel nodded as if he respected that more. Ruth turned the tablet toward him and
I saw
played
what
the
you did with
critical
that
section.
bill.
Daniel
need to
watched
leave.
Jared take the bill.
I didn't do anything.
Caleb accuse Annie, and Annie remove her apron.
The manager
When the clip
looked at the
ended,
young woman
the kitchen was quiet.
as if the decision had
Daniel
been
said.
made before
That
the
manager
question.
looked at her like the decision had been made before the question.
When I call on
Annie
you,
looked
you'll
up.
say that exactly as
That
you
was
heard
exactly
it.
how it had felt.
We might need
Ruth
you as a
pointed her pen at
witness.
him. Good. Say that later if
Am I
need
being
you.
recruited?
Daniel blinked.
Everyone becomes
Am I
useful
being
eventually.
recruited? Everyone is useful eventually. William leaned
She built a
back.
career on that sentence.
Ruth has built a career on that sentence. Annie listened to them and felt the room shift around her. These people had power, but they did not throw
I've
it
never
around
seen
carelessly.
injustice handled like something that
gathered
can be taken
facts.
apart piece by
They made
piece.
calls. They used names and records and timing like tools. Annie had never seen injustice handled like something that could be taken apart piece by piece. Her phone buzzed. A text from Aunt Denise. You up? Annie typed back. Yes. They found the video. I didn't take it. The reply came fast. Denise, I knew that
always believed
before
you,
the video
sweetheart.
did. Annie stared at the words until they blurred. Caroline
okay.
sat beside her. Good news? My aunt.
Is it
Annie
good
said.
news?
She says she knew before the video.
The aunt
She
sounds like my kind of woman.
She'd like you. I hope I earned that. Ruth closed her folder.
We can send a formal
Annie,
letter
we can send
requesting a
formal
correction
letter
of your
this morning
employment
requesting
record
correction of
and a
your
written
employment record
apology.
and written apology. We can also request
They can request unpaid
if any are
wages
due,
and preserve the option for further action.
depending on what their internal records show. Annie took in the words slowly.
Must I go back
Will
to
I
the
have
cafe?
to go back there? Not unless
you choose to.
I don't want to. Then you do
I
not.
don't want to.
William watched her. What do you want
So
from
what
them?
did you want to get at the
Annie
cafe?
thought about Caleb throwing the apron down.
We can't have you working here if you
The
make
other
mistakes
workers
like that.
watching. The customer looking at her like she had dirtied his money. The walk from the cafe to the bench with 67 cents and a dying phone.
I do not
don't
want my old job back,
she said. Ruth wrote that down. Annie's voice
I
steadied.
want them to say I
want them
did
to
not
say I didn't steal. Not just to me.
The correction
everyone
must
they
go
told.
not just to her, but
William
to
nodded
everyone they
once.
told.
And I
And
want
she wants the
Caleb to
manager to
stop
stop doing this to people who
can't
cannot fight him.
Ruth's pen stopped for half a
The
second,
demand can include
then
stopping
continued.
future
That can
harm.
be part of the demand.
We should check the cafe
Daniel looked at his
leases or
father.
vendor agreements connected
We
to
should
station
also check
management.
whether that cafe holds any
If we
leases or
leverage the
vendor
FCC
agreements
regulations
connected to
regarding station management, we have a clear path
Ruth
forward.
smiled.
Well,
Now
it
you are
seems
being
you are
useful.
finally being
William
useful.
looked at Annie.
Do you
hear what is
understand what's happening?
She shook her head.
You're not
You are
begging for
begging
mercy. You are setting the terms.
The sentence frightened her a little. It also made her sit taller. Marcus entered again. Ruth.
Corporate
cafe
wants a call
corporate
in
wants a
30
call
minutes.
In 30 minutes.
The manager
Caleb
needs to
Price
be
will on
included.
it. Annie's pulse
We
jumped.
need you to confirm the
William
details
saw
right
it.
now.
You do
You
not
don't have to listen to this.
Annie
It's
looked
your
at the
choice
frozen
entirely.
image on the tablet. Jared's hand near his pocket. Caleb's body turned toward her. Her own face on the screen. Stunned, but still standing.
I do want
Yes,
to listen.
she said.
I'm ready
I
to
do.
hear what they have to
Caroline
say.
reached over and squeezed her hand once. Ruth put her glasses back on. Then we'll
Make the call here. You are not
will not
required to
speak
speak
unless
at
you
any
want to.
point unless
If
you
anyone
choose to.
raises their voice,
We have
I
established
end
these
it.
boundaries
If
for your
anyone
safety.
lies, I correct it.
If anyone
If
raises their
anyone
voice, she will end the
disrespects you,
call. If anyone
Mr.
lies, she will
Hartley will
correct it.
probably
And if
look at
anyone
them in a way
disrespects
that
the young
costs them
woman, the
sleep.
older man will look
William
at them in
said,
a way that...
Probably? Ruth
Probably?
ignored him. Annie took a slow breath.
Are we sure about that
Her
word
phone
choice?
sat beside her, charged to 31%. For
The
first
data
time since
confirms
Caleb
you
had
couldn't have
pointed
been
at her
there
in
when
that
they
cafe,
said,
she did not feel like the
this
accused. She felt like a
31%
witness.
changes
And
everything.
the truth, once silent on a security camera,
Yes,
was about
this
to
is
enter the
counsel.
room.
This call
Ruth
is being
placed her phone in
recorded.
the
We are
center of the
presenting
kitchen
counsel for
table
Ms.
at
Johnson.
exactly 9:30.
Yes, Counselor, we have
Annie
received your
noticed
motion.
things like that
We
now.
expect a response
Exact
by noon
times,
today.
Exact words, exact footage. When a person had been accused without proof, details stopped feeling small. They became handles she could grip while the floor tried to move under her. William sat to her left with a fresh cup of tea going cold in front of him. Caroline sat on Annie's right. Daniel leaned against the counter, arms folded, trying to look calm and failing. Marcus stood
All
near
the data
doorway
points
with
align
the
right
tablet,
here.
the video already cued.
Understood.
Ruth
I'm
sat
ready for the
straight
call.
backed at the head of the table, glasses low on her nose, pen in hand.
You are not required to speak.
Ruth told Annie.
We will decide
If you wanna
together
say
if you want to say
something, look at me
anything.
first. We will decide together. Annie nodded.
This is corporate
The
legal.
phone rang
You are
twice
aware this
before
call is being
someone
recorded.
We
This
are.
is Martin
We have
Bell,
the documents concerning the structural
Regional
integrity
Operations
report for the
for
building on
Harborline
Elm
Cafe
Street.
Group.
To formally
Mr.
open these
Bell,
proceedings,
Ruth
present with
Ellison.
me are the
I have
petitioners, the
William
young woman,
Hartley,
the older gentleman,
Annie
and the older
Brooks,
woman.
and
We are
members
prepared
of
to
the
address the
Hartley
matter of
team
the
present.
estate.
Thank you, Counselor.
As discussed,
The purpose
this
of this
call
meeting is to
concerns Miss
formally address your
Brooks's
termination from the
last night at
Baltimore
your
Penn
Baltimore
Station
Penn
Cafe,
Station location.
effective last night.
Another voice came in, thinner,
Mr. Harrison,
tighter.
we're ready for you.
This is Caleb Price,
Yes, thank
store
you.
manager.
Now,
Annie's
regarding the
stomach
missing
clenched at the
deposit
sound
from
of him.
Register 3.
Caroline's hand moved closer
I've looked
to hers
over your
under the
recent
table.
work, and
Not
frankly,
touching,
it's not
just
meeting
near
expectations.
enough. Ruth's voice did not
We
change.
need to discuss this immediately.
Mr. Price, before we begin,
Please be aware
this
that
call
this
is being
conversation is
documented.
being fully
You should
documented,
assume notes
and
are
notes are being taken for
Caleb
the
gave a
record.
small laugh that did not hold. Sure. I mean, I don't know why this is being
I don't
made
understand
so
why we
formal.
need to make this so
An employee was
formal.
accused of theft and removed from the workplace. Formal
An
is
employee was
generous.
accused of
There was a
theft and
pause.
removed from the
Martin Bell cleared his
workplace,
throat.
and that calling it
We take
formal
these matters
is
seriously.
generous.
Caleb, why
We
don't you
take
walk
this
us
matter
through what
seriously,
happened?
and
Caleb
we'd like
jumped
you to
in too
walk us
fast.
through what happened.
A customer reported missing cash from table 6. Annie had
A
cleared the
customer
table.
reported missing cash
I
from
asked
table
her about
6,
it.
and
She
that the
got
young
defensive.
woman had cleared that
Annie's
table.
fingers tightened around her mug. Ruth glanced
I
at her,
asked her about the
then
missing
spoke,
money,
defying
and she became
defensive.
extremely
She denied
defensive.
it. That is not defensive. That is an answer. Daniel looked down
He
to
was
hide a
acting
smile.
quite defensive.
Caleb
Define
said,
defensive,
she
sir.
had an attitude.
We require
Annie felt
exact
heat
language
rise
in this
into her
room,
face.
not vague
Ruth's pen
judgments.
stopped.
She denied
Mr.
taking
Price,
the money.
be precise.
And frankly,
What
her
did she say?
defensiveness only
She said
makes
she
her
didn't
look
take
more
it.
guilty.
And she said I should check with other
Denial
people.
is not
Did you?
defensiveness,
I was
it is
dealing
an
with a
answer.
customer. That was not my
The
question.
young woman had an
No,
attitude.
not right then. Did you review the camera footage?
Did you
before
review the camera
terminating
footage
her?
prior to
No,
the
but the
termination?
camera
The
doesn't
camera
cover every
angles in the
angle.
cafe aren't
Did you
always
check it at
ideal.
all?
We couldn't see
Caleb
everything
hesitated.
clearly.
Not before she
The footage
left.
was not
Ruth
checked
wrote
before the
something.
young woman left.
Did you search the
It was an
table area?
oversight on our
I
part.
looked. Did you inspect under the napkins, under
And
the
whether
tray,
anyone searched under the
floor area?
napkins,
I did a
tray,
visual
or
check.
floor area.
William said nothing, but Annie felt him go still. Ruth continued.
Did you question the male
question Jared
coworker who
Miller?
approached the table?
Caleb's voice sharpened. Why would I
don't
question
see how that's
Jared?
relevant.
Because he approached table 6.
The station
after Miss
footage
Brooks
shows the
cleared it.
coworker approaching
Another
table
pause.
6 after the
Martin
young
Bell
woman
cut in.
cleared it.
And do
We
you
know
truly
that.
know that?
We do.
We
Ruth
do.
said. Station
See how he
footage shows
palms
it.
the money off the
Caleb
table?
said. Station footage?
He told me he didn't
Yes.
take it.
That footage isn't always clear.
This confirms
It
the
is clear enough
accusation.
to show Mr. Miller removing a folded bill from
Regarding
table
the
6
evidence
and placing it
presented,
into his
we
apron
need to
pocket.
speak with you, Mr.
The kitchen
Davis.
went silent. On the phone, Martin Bell said, Caleb?
You didn't see the
Caleb did
theft
not
because you
answer.
deliberately
Ruth let the
chose
silence
not to
work.
look.
Then Caleb said, I
Isn't
didn't
that
see
right,
that.
ma'am?
No, Ruth said.
You
did not look.
I understand
Annie
that
stared
now.
At the phone. The
We've
voice
reviewed
that had sounded
everything,
so
and
certain
it
last
seems there
night
was a
now
misunderstanding
sounded
on our
smaller,
part.
cornered by facts.
We'd like to review
Martin
the footage
Bell
from the
spoke
incident
carefully.
immediately. I understand,
Miss
but the
Ellison,
evidence
we will
must be
need to review
secured.
that footage
It will be
ourselves.
provided only
It
through
will
the
be
proper
provided
legal
through
channels.
proper channels
The
after
original
we
footage is
confirm
secure,
preservation of
and the
the
chain of
original
custody
chain
has
of
been
custody.
maintained. You need to
Understood.
drop this right
Ruth
now,
glanced
or
at
there will
Annie.
be consequences.
Mr. Price.
Whether the manager told
you
the
tell
young
Miss
woman
Brooks
to take her bag and leave before he made it uglier for her.
Caleb exhaled. I don't remember the
We are
exact
not asking
words.
if you remember
I am
them
not asking
fondly.
whether
Did you say
remember
it?
them
Look,
fondly.
I don't recall
Did
the
you say
exact
that?
words,
I
but
may have said something
yes,
like
I admit
that.
to most of
Daniel
it.
muttered.
It was
There
stupid,
is.
okay, I
Ruth
admit
did
it.
not look at him. Did you say it in front of other staff?
Was the threat
I
made
was
in
trying
front
to
of
keep
other
control of the
staff?
situation. By threatening a young employee
I was
in
just trying to
public?
keep things under
She was the one
control
involved.
or coercion.
Annie looked up.
The law
Ruth's
calls
voice
this
cooled.
threatening behavior towards a young
No,
employee in
Mr.
public.
Price.
She
was
wasn't
the one you
involved.
selected.
She was the one
Caleb
you
snapped.
selected.
I did my job. William finally spoke. Did you? The kitchen changed around
Did the
that
manager
question.
truly do
Caleb's
his
voice
job?
came back uncertain. Who is this? William Hartley. Martin Bell
I'm
made
sorry,
a faint
who is this?
sound,
This is
like
Director
air had
Davies.
left him.
Oh, Director,
Caleb
we
said nothing.
we weren't
William
expecting
leaned
you
toward
on the
phone.
call. My apologies.
Last night, after you fired Annie Brooks,
She was
without
left in
checking
the
camera,
station with
she sat in that
67
station
cents and a
with
dying
67
phone
cents and a dying
after
phone.
being fired without evidence.
A man came in asking for help after being
A robbed
robbed.
man came
Do you know
asking
how
for
many
help.
People had more than
Everyone
she did
else
and
just
still
walked
gave
by.
nothing.
And the young
No
woman.
one answered.
She gave the last 3% of her battery.
William said.
She gave that
did
last
that
battery
your
after the
failure
manager's
left her with
failure
almost
We
left
no
deeply
money.
apologize for
Martin
the
Bell
oversight
spoke
and the
quickly.
distress this has caused. We are
Mr.
committed
Hartley.
to making this right.
We want to apologize on behalf of the
Harbour
cafe
Line.
group and promise
We
an
will
immediate
investigate
investigation.
Do not
The
apologize
apology is
to me,
directed at the
William
wrong
said.
person.
You did not
They did not
me of
accuse
stealing.
him of stealing.
Annie felt everyone in the room look at her. Ruth gave a small nod, asking without words. Annie swallowed.
Mr. Harrison, about what happened
Her voice
last
came
month.
out quiet,
I need to be clear that it was
but it came
unacceptable.
out.
We handled that
Mr.
internally.
Price,
Let's move on.
There was a
No,
beat.
it affected me
Caleb
deeply.
said.
Miss
Annie.
Johnson.
She hated how normal he
You
made
looked
her
at me
name
first
sound.
before
You
asking the
looked at me
coworker
first,
or
she
checking the
said,
camera.
Before you asked Jared, before you checked the camera.
He looked at me like
before
he
you
already
looked under
knew.
Anything. You looked at me like you already knew.
I'm sorry, it
Caleb
was just a
sighed.
really busy
Annie,
shift.
It was a busy shift. You have to understand. No.
I walked
she
out.
Said, surprising herself.
And I understand now that I
had to
couldn't have done
understand
anything
last
else
night when
after
I
they
walked
treated
out
me
with no
like that.
job.
I had to understand when people at the station looked at me like I was already guilty, but I am done understanding things that protect others.
Caroline's
The
eyes
young woman
filled,
keeps going
but
because
she
stopping
stayed
would be
quiet.
harder, saying
Annie
she does
kept
not want
going
her
because
job back
stopping
and does
would
not want to be
harder.
called a
I
good
don't
kid
want
now
my
that
job
someone
back.
important is
I
listening.
don't want you calling me
You
a
need
good
to inform
kid now that
everyone who
somebody
heard the
important is
accusation that I
listening.
did not
I want
steal.
you to tell
We never
everyone
used
you
the word
told that
steal.
I
It was an
didn't steal.
inventory discrepancy.
Caleb said.
It was theft.
I never said you stole. I said there was missing money. Ruth Ruth's pen
He said
hit
that
the
I couldn't be
table once.
trusted around customer
Careful.
money because of the
Annie looked at
discrepancy in the
phone.
deposit.
You said you couldn't trust
We
me
are
around
finalizing the
customers'
written
money.
correction, which
Caleb
you
had
will
no quick
receive by
answer
the
for
end
that.
of the day.
Martin Bell took over.
Everything will be
Ms. Brooks,
documented
you
thoroughly.
will receive a written correction
The employment
today.
file must be
We will also
cleared
contact
and the
the staff
termination
on shift.
classification reversed
And the
immediately.
customer,
We will
Ruth said.
contact the staff
Yes,
and the customer as
well.
agreed.
Ruth
The
added.
remainder of the
And
scheduled
Ms. Brooks's
shift as
employment
wages.
file cleared.
We
Termination
believe we can do better.
classification reversed. Wages We can pay
The young
remainder
woman
of the
was
scheduled
publicly
shift."
accused,
Ruth
wrongfully
smiled without
terminated,
warmth.
left without income on
"You
a
can do
winter
better
night,
than that."
and judged
Martin
without
Bell
basic
went
review.
quiet. William leaned back.
We are prepared
Daniel
to
looked
offer
toward
a
the ceiling
severance
as if
package
asking
totaling
patience from
2
above.
weeks' pay,
Ruth said,
effective
"Miss Brooks was
immediately."
publicly accused, wrongfully terminated, left without income during a winter night, and the accusation was made without basic review. Start again. Martin Bell's voice
I want the
tightened.
apology
"We can offer
first,
2 weeks' pay."
choosing my
Ruth
name
looked
and
at
dignity
Annie.
before
Annie
the
looked
money.
down, trying to calculate 2 weeks of cafe wages.
Written
and
correction
what it
and
could cover.
apology by noon.
Bus
2
fare,
weeks pay pending review.
groceries,
And confirmation that
part
no
of the
theft
electric
allegation
bill.
exists in any
Maybe
file.
enough to breathe
We
for a
require
few
the
days.
preservation of all
William did
footage
not
and
speak
witness
for her.
statements.
That mattered.
Furthermore, direct
Annie
contact
lifted
with
her
the young
eyes.
woman is
"I want
strictly
the
forbidden."
apology first."
Understood.
Ruth nodded.
But I must protest. I have the
written
right to speak
correction
on
and
this matter.
apology by noon.
You had the opportunity to
2 weeks'
investigate,
pay
sir, and
pending
you
further
consciously
review.
chose not to.
Confirmation that no theft allegation exists in any file. Preservation of all footage and witness statements. Mr. Price is not to contact Miss Brooks directly. Martin Bell said, "Agreed." Caleb made a small noise. "I should be able to say, no," Ruth said. "You should have been able to investigate. You chose not to. Now you may be quiet." Daniel looked away again. The
You
call
did
ended
so
with
well.
Martin Bell
I was
promising
shaking the whole
documents
time,
by
though.
noon and Caleb saying
Shaking does
nothing
not
else.
mean failure.
For a few
It
seconds
means you were
after Ruth
courageous.
disconnected, Annie could still hear his
You
voice
asked for
in
your
her
name
head.
back
"You
before
have to
anything
understand."
else.
She had heard that phrase from too many people who never tried to understand her. Caroline reached
Money
for
can
her hand
follow
this
and
time.
records can be corrected,
Annie let her
but
take it.
reputation
"You
must
did
be
well."
pulled back quickly once people
Caroline
start
said.
chewing on it.
I was shaking.
What
That does
happens
not mean
now?
you did not do well.
I know, May.
William looked at Annie
They wait
across
for
the table.
documents and decide
"You
if the
asked for your
response
name
is
back
enough.
before anything else. I meant it."
What about the
I
coworker
know.
who took the money?
Ruth closed her folder.
Yeah.
That was the right
The
demand.
cafe group will
Money
deal
can
with him,
follow.
or they will
Records
ask
can be
why.
corrected. But reputation, once people start
Sir,
chewing
look at
on
this.
it,
It's
needs to be
trending now. They
pulled out
found
of
the
their mouths
location.
quickly. Annie took a breath
How is that
felt like it had
possible?
been
Get her
waiting
ready to
since the
move
cafe.
immediately.
What happens
They
now?
posted the video
Now,
from the station
Ruth said.
last night. It's already
wait for
getting
the
a lot of
documents.
traction online.
Then we decide if their response is enough. Daniel pushed
This is the
away
moment
from
the
counter.
transfer took place.
And Jared,
You can see the suited
Harbor
man
Line
taking
will
the
deal with
device
them.
from the young
If
woman.
they do not, we will ask why.
The
Marcus
clip
entered
cuts
again,
off before the
phone in
black
hand.
SUVs arrive.
Sir,
God damn
there
it!
is another issue. William looked over. What issue?
How far is the
Someone
video
posted
spread?
a video from the station
Only a few
last
thousand
night.
views,
Annie's
but the
stomach
caption
dropped.
frames it as a
Marcus
possible
continued.
scam or
It shows part of
kindness
the
gone
exchange
wrong.
near the bench.
All right,
The
let's
man
see
in
the clip.
suit,
Put the phone right
the
here.
woman in the cream
Here
coat.
it is.
Annie handing over the phone. It cuts off before the SUVs
Are you
arrive.
ready for this?
Daniel swore under
Right
his
here,
breath.
pause it.
Caroline's hand tightened around Annie's.
Is this when he grabbed the
William's
bag?
eyes sharpened.
I think
How
so.
far
It
has
happened
gone?
so fast.
Not far yet. A few thousand
Some
views.
people are too trusting,
Caption says,
turning the
Baltimore
kindness
station
into
scam or kindness
accusation.
gone wrong. Annie felt the room tilt. Ruth held out her hand. "Show me." Marcus placed the phone on the table. The video played, shaky and too close. Annie saw herself from the side, holding out the phone.
I knew this would
She
happen.
heard the suited man warning her. She heard the woman say, "Some people
What did you
were too
know?
trusting." Then the clip
I would
froze
somehow
on Annie's
still
face
be made the
beside
fool
William's
in the
torn
story.
coat. The caption sat underneath like a slap. Kindness gone wrong? Annie pulled her hand away from Caroline and folded both arms over herself. "I knew it," she whispered. William's voice was low.
We will
Knew
ensure
what?
the record
That
is
somehow
corrected.
I'd still be the fool
There
in
is
the
no
story.
need for further
No,
alarm.
William said. But Annie was already staring at the screen, where strangers had begun to comment on a life they had not lived. Ruth picked up her pen again. "Then we correct the record." William's face
They
had
will
gone
correct
cold
the
in a way
record
Annie
now
had
and will
seen
not
before.
wait until
Yes,
noon,
he
ending
said.
the chapter on
But this
urgent
time,
determination.
We do not wait until noon. Ruth watched the video twice without changing expression. The second time, she paused on the caption and read it out loud. Baltimore
Look at her
station
pretending to
scam
be
or
poor for
kindness gone
attention.
wrong.
She doesn't
No one
belong
spoke.
here.
Annie kept her arms folded. The kitchen that had felt warm a few minutes ago now felt too open, too bright. Her face was on a stranger's phone. Her old coat, her dead battery.
Who posted the
moment
video?
She had tried to help a
The user
frightened man.
identity is masked, but
All
I'm
of it had been
triangulating
turned
the
into
source
a
now.
question for people
How
who had
long
not
until we
been
have a
there
positive
and
ID?
did not need the truth to
Charm
enjoy
City
an
Watch.
opinion.
It is a
Daniel
local
leaned
clips
over
page
Marcus's
that reposts
shoulder.
anything likely to
Who
attract
posted it?
comments, making the
Account
threat
name is
feel
Charm
larger
City
and
Watch,
uglier.
Marcus said.
The angle
Looks
matches
like
a
local
passenger near
clips
the east
page.
wall.
They repost anything that gets comments. How did they
Are
get it?
people saying things
Probably
about you?
from someone in the station. The angle
Say
matches
it,
a
Marcus. I
passenger
need to
near
know the
east wall.
truth.
They're calling
Caroline
it
looked at
karma.
Annie. Are people saying
Someone
things?
wrote, Play
Marcus
stupid
hesitated.
games, win stupid
Annie said,
prizes.
"Just say it."
Honestly,
He looked at William
the older
first.
man looked
Annie
completely
hated
out of
that.
line.
"It's my face.
She was just defending
I can hear it."
herself.
Marcus nodded once and scrolled.
Some people
comments are
claim the
defending
scene
you.
was staged,
Some
and
are saying
others
the man
accuse
looks like he
Annie
was in
of being
trouble.
part of a scam.
Others are saying it was staged.
Go
A
ahead,
few
son.
are
Read the
saying you were
specific
part of
comment.
it.
We shouldn't.
Annie
Look
closed
at
her
her.
eyes. William's voice was quiet.
She did it for the
Read one.
insurance money.
William, Caroline said.
It says here
No.
that you were
Annie
fully
said,
aware of
"I
the
want to hear
potential
one."
consequences
Marcus did not
and
like
proceeded
it, but he read from the
regardless.
screen. Girl knew exactly what she was doing.
Accusing Annie of
scams
knowing
always use
exactly what
somebody
she was
innocent
doing,
looking.
and saying
Another
scams
says,
always use someone
Why is she
innocent
even
looking.
giving a stranger her phone?
Why
Bet she
Annie
wanted
gave a
attention.
stranger her phone
Caroline's
and suggesting
mouth
she
tightened.
only wanted
Daniel pushed
attention.
away from the counter and walked to the window. Annie did not cry. She almost wished she could. Tears would have been easier than the numb heat moving through her chest. Ruth set down her pen. "Annie, listen to me. Internet strangers are loud.
Internet
not
strangers are
important.
loud, but
We will
not
not let them
important.
write the record.
They will not be
They
allowed to
already
write
are,"
the official
Annie
record.
said. "For now.
The internet
That changes.
strangers are already
William
writing
turned
the
to
record.
Marcus.
It will change.
Do we have station footage of the moments
We need to
before
manage
Annie
the
gave me
narrative
phone?
Immediately.
Yes, sir.
We need to verify
The
the
refusal
timeline.
sequence
Is there
is
any
on two
station footage
cameras.
of me before Annie approached?
Audio
One moment,
from the
pulling the
main
archive
hall.
manifests now.
But we
Yes,
have
it
video
appears you
of
were denied
asking
boarding
multiple
twice.
people.
We cross-referenced
And
the
the call?
timestamps. The
Partial
cameras on
visual.
Platform 2 clearly show Mr.
No
Hartley
audio.
attempting to engage at least
But
3
Daniel's
different
phone record
bystanders.
shows the
They all
incoming
refused
call from
assistance.
Annie's number
The phone records
and the
prove an
timestamp.
incoming call from
Daniel
Annie's
turned
number with
back.
the correct timestamp,
I can provide
creating
the
a chain
call
of
log.
evidence that validates her
It shows
story.
Dad's
The
call
call
came
log
through,
is accurate.
then dropped.
The call log proves
Ruth
the
nodded.
emergency call
Good.
came from
We
Annie's
do not
number.
release everything.
We will not
We
release
enough.
everything, only
Annie
enough
looked up.
evidence to correct the
Release?
lie.
Ruth's attention
Release.
returned to her. Only with your permission.
Nothing will be
We
made
can
public
contact the
without your
page and demand
permission.
removal. That may work.
We
But
can
removal
demand they
alone
take the
leaves
post
people
down,
thinking
or
there
we
was
put out
something
a
to hide.
statement with the
Or we
evidence
can issue
now.
a short
But
statement with
understand,
evidence.
Annie,
Mr.
silence
Hartley
implies
was
guilt
robbed.
here.
You allowed
William
him to
was
call his
robbed, and you
family.
allowed him to call
His
his
security
family.
arrived
Security
afterward,
arrived afterward, and the
claim
scam
that
claim
it was
is
a
false.
scam is
We can
false.
ask the platform to
Daniel
remove
added,
the misleading
we can
content.
also ask the platform
We will
to take
ask the
down the post
platform,
for misleading
not beg.
content. Ask, William said, not beg. Annie looked at the frozen video. Her face was half turned, her hand extended with the phone. She remembered how cold the man's fingers had been.
What
She
happens if
remembered the
people find my
screen going
name?
black. She remembered thinking she had no way home. What happens if people find my name? Marcus did not answer fast
Annie's
enough.
first name is
They already
audible in
have
the
it?
clip, and someone
Yeah.
has guessed it
Not
online.
widely.
But her full name is not
He said.
widely known.
The
But
cafe
your first
issue
name
could
is
expose
audible in the
more.
clip.
The cafe will
Someone
not
in the
mishandle
comments
your
guessed
name.
Annie. Nobody has your full name from
People
that video.
keep doing things
Ruth
anyway.
glanced at William. The cafe matter could expose more if they mishandle
It's important that we hear
William's
your
jaw
voice in
tightened.
this, Annie.
They will not. Annie gave a short, humorless
What do you
laugh.
want?
Everybody keeps saying what people won't do. People do things. That stopped them. Not because she was rude, because she was right. Caroline sat beside her
I need
again.
you all to understand that
What do you want?
I won't be
Annie?
used anymore.
Annie looked at her. The same question again, but different this time.
I do not want to
Not
be
what did
used
she
by the
need?
cafe,
Not what
by
could they
online
fix?
strangers,
What did
or
she
by
want?
anyone
I
turning
don't
me
wanna
into a
be
comforting
used,
story for
Annie said.
themselves.
Not by the
I don't want
cafe.
anyone calling me
Not by
stupid
the
for
people
helping.
online.
And please, no grand
Not by
speeches
anybody
about
trying
being
to make a
wonderful.
nice story
I
out
only
of
had
me so they can
3%,
feel good.
and I made a choice.
William nodded slowly.
Sometimes making
Fair.
a choice
I don't
with
want people
almost
calling
nothing
me
left
stupid for helping.
is what wonderful
Also fair,
means.
Ruth said. And I don't want a big speech about how wonderful I am. I'm not wonderful. I had 3% and made a choice. William looked at her for a long moment. Sometimes that is what wonderful
What exactly
is.
will the statement
Annie
say?
looked away.
It will state
Ruth
that
pulled a fresh
last
sheet
night
from
at
her
Baltimore
folder.
Penn Station,
Then
William
we
was
write
robbed.
something plain. No performance. No pity. No turning you into a symbol you did not agree to become. What would it say? Ruth began drafting by hand. Last night at Baltimore Penn Station, William Hartley was the victim of a robbery. After being denied assistance by several bystanders, he
Respect
was
for the
allowed to make an
privacy of the
emergency
young
call
woman.
from the phone of a young woman named Annie.
Please don't
The call
call me a
reached
young
his family
woman.
and led
My
to
name
his
is
safe
Annie.
recovery. Claims
No,
that the
we'll just put
incident was a
Annie.
scam are false. Mr. Hartley and
But
his family are grateful
Should we
for
mention
Annie's
the
kindness
3% battery?
and request respect
The
for her
3%
privacy.
should not be
Annie
mentioned
listened
unless she
carefully.
wants it known.
Don't say young woman. Ruth looked up. What would you prefer? Just Annie. Ruth crossed it out. Just Annie. Daniel said. Should we mention she had only 3% battery? Annie tensed. William answered before she could. Not unless she wants that known. Everyone looked at her. Annie thought about it. The 3% was the heart
We should
of the
specify
thing,
that William is safe
but
to
it was
reduce
also
speculation.
hers.
Yes, good idea.
It told people
I'll
how
add that
close
now.
to nothing she had been. It made her
Charm
kindness
City
bigger,
Watch has posted a follow-up
also made her
claiming the
poverty
mystery
visible.
man may be
I don't
connected
know,
to the
she
Hartley
said.
family.
Ruth nodded. Then we leave it out for now.
The page is
Caroline
sniffing
said.
money.
Can we add that
We
Mr.
must
Hartley is
act
safe?
immediately.
Yes, Ruth said. That helps reduce speculation. Marcus's
We
phone
hereby
buzzed.
affirm that the allegations
He
are
read the
entirely
message,
without merit.
then looked
A
at
full
William.
retraction and
Charm
apology
City
will be
Watch
issued by
just
the
posted
defendant's
a
office no
follow-up.
later than close of business
They
today.
say,
I recommend
sources
releasing the
claim
statement
mystery
from the
man may be
foundation
connected to
account,
Hartley family.
not the corporate account.
Comments are moving
It will
faster.
convey a much warmer
Daniel
tone.
muttered. They're sniffing money.
No spin.
William's face
Understood.
darkened.
We'll release
Then
a
we
simple
move.
statement
Ruth
focusing
typed
on the
the statement
facts.
on her laptop. Read it aloud once.
We are
and sent it to
contacting
Williams'
Charm City
communications
Watch to
director,
demand a retraction.
a woman named Elaine
Understand
Porter,
this.
who joined
Any
by
false
phone 2
claims
minutes
will
later.
bring Ruth.
Her voice was clipped and alert.
They need to
The voice of
understand the
someone already dressed
consequences
for a
of their
problem.
actions.
Mr. Hartley,
And Ruth,
I recommend we
you are
release
the
from
consequence
foundation
they
account,
should fear.
not
Statement
corporate.
is away.
Warmer
Confirmed
tone,
receipt in Sector 4.
less market
Back
attention.
channels are responding positively.
No spin, William said. Agreed. Statement
Yesterday, she would have been
We
alone
can
with a
also
viral
contact
lie.
Charm City Watch
But today,
privately with
the lie
facts
must
and
climb
ask
over
them to
people
update
who
or
know how to
remove.
block it.
Tell them if they keep suggesting Annie participated in a scam, they will hear from Ruth. Elaine paused. Understood. Ruth smiled faintly. I do enjoy being summarized.
I'm okay.
Annie sat very still while the statement
I'm
went
okay.
out. It was strange to watch people move around a lie with tools she had never had.
I know I'm on the internet.
Legal language,
And people are saying things.
public statements,
But you mustn't read the
contact
comments,
lists,
Annie. It's dangerous.
timestamps. Yesterday,
They're
if
accusing
someone
me of
posted
being
video
part of a
her,
scam.
she would have
They
been alone
weren't
with
there.
it. Today,
You
the lie
dismiss
had to
what they
climb
say
over
because
people
they
who knew
don't
how to
know the
block it.
truth.
Her phone buzzed.
A formal
Aunt Denise,
statement correcting
is
the
this you
record is
online?
being issued.
Annie's stomach dropped.
Be advised that
She
all
typed,
harassment and
"Yes,
identification
they're fixing
attempts
it."
will be
Denise
monitored.
called immediately.
Let me be
Annie
perfectly
answered,
clear.
"I'm okay.
If anyone
You were on
posts
the
my
internet.
niece's address,
I
I will
know.
personally
You were on
become
the
a legal
internet sitting
issue for
next to the
them.
man from last night. I know.
Denise,
People are saying things.
I understand your
I know.
concern.
Denise went quiet.
We
And
are
when she
taking
spoke
full
again, her
responsibility
voice
for
was
what
lower.
occurred.
Do not read the comments.
Yes, Denise, I understand. We're
already
keeping
heard
her
some.
close.
See
Then
that you
stop
do,
hearing
William.
them. Annie
Don't
swallowed.
let them turn
They
Annie
think I
into
was
a
part of
headline they
scam.
can chew on and
I don't
spit
care
out.
if they think you landed from
Just make
Mars.
sure she's not
They
in
were
front of the
there.
cameras.
I promise you,
Ruth leaned
Denise, we
slightly
would
toward the
never
phone.
ask without her consent.
Miss Brooks, this
We'll
is
use
Ruth.
my team.
A statement correcting the record is
You
going
mustn't
out now.
ask too politely.
We are also monitoring for identification
Annie
or
struggles to
harassment.
say no when
Good,
people are
Denise
kind.
said. And if somebody puts my niece's address
Annie did
online,
right by you,
I
William.
will
You
become
have
a
to do
legal
right by
issue
her
myself.
now.
I promise.
Ruth's mouth twitched. Let's try to avoid that, but I respect the instinct.
Don't forget to call me
Denise
later,
said.
okay?
Put Mr.
And make sure
Hartley
you eat
on.
some real
Annie
protein.
handed the phone to William.
Those
Yes,
rich
ma'am.
people eggs aren't
Denise
enough.
did not ease into it.
Her aunt talks
going
like
to say
that
this
to
once.
everybody.
Do not let
More
people
rooms
turn
would
Annie
improve
into a
if she
headline
did.
they can chew on and spit out. William's face sobered.
The statement is live.
You have people for this. Use them. I am. And don't make her stand in front of cameras. I would never ask that without
The statement
her
has
consent.
no swelling
Don't ask
language,
too pretty
no
either.
picture of
She has
Annie,
a hard
no
time
full
saying no
name,
when folks
and
are
no
polite.
request for
William
applause,
looked at Annie,
exactly as
and
promised.
something like regret crossed
I
his
do not
face.
want to see more.
Thank you for telling me. Denise softened only a little. She did right by you. Do right by her. I intend to. When he handed the phone back,
Decline the call.
Annie
Now.
did not know what to say. Denise saved her from trying.
Panic
Call
is
me
punctual.
later and eat something with protein. I had eggs. Eat more than rich people eggs. Caroline laughed. We can manage that.
Meredith Cole's
After the call,
nonprofit is asking
Annie
if
looked
you're
at William.
available for their
She
spring
talks
gala.
like that to everybody.
No.
She should, William said. More rooms would improve. Marcus turned the tablet
People
toward them.
often
Statement
understand
is live.
consequences
Ruth
before
read it once from
wrongdoing.
the foundation page. It was plain. Just as
Thank you for
promised.
calling back.
No swelling
To be
language.
clear, the narrative we are
No picture of
presenting is
Annie.
that the incident was
No full
entirely
name.
unexpected and
No
isolated.
request for applause.
Elaine called
Within
again,
minutes,
William.
The comments
And
under
Charm
the
City
repost
Watch has
began to
updated the
change.
post.
Wait, that was William Hartley? So she actually helped him? The guy
What
in
does the
suit looks
updated
real
caption
quiet
say?
now.
The foundation
Who is
confirms
Annie?
the man was
She
William
saved him.
Hartley, and
Annie
that local
pushed the
woman,
tablet away.
Annie, helped him make an
I don't wanna
emergency
see
call.
more. Marcus removed it at once. Daniel's phone buzzed next. He glanced
that
at
feel
it
a
and
little
frowned.
better now?
Preston Vale's office is calling me. William did not blink.
It is not
Declined.
fixed, but better
Daniel
to.
did. It rang
Truth
again.
often
Ruth
works
sipped her
slowly,
coffee.
first
Panic is
stopping the
punctual.
bleeding.
Marcus checked another message. Meredith Cole's nonprofit just sent an inquiry to the foundation asking whether Mr. Hartley is available for their spring gala. Caroline stared at him.
The world knows enough
After
for
last
now.
night, apparently,
The phone is not
William
full
gave a
or
dry
safe
laugh.
forever.
No,
but enough
Ruth
to make
looked
the
at
next
Annie.
call.
You see, people often
The
understand
cafe knows enough to be
consequences
nervous.
before they
Her aunt
understand
knows where she
wrongdoing.
is,
Annie
and she has
thought
done
of
hard
Meredith's
things
cream
before
coat,
breakfast.
Now
Preston's
she should
careful
eat more than
smile,
rich people
Caleb's
eggs.
voice on the phone.
The station sent another
Different
file
people.
from the east entrance camera
Same
that may show
instinct.
the robbery suspects.
Protect the self. Polish the story. Move
There,
the blame
just past the
somewhere
taxi.
weaker.
See the
Kitchen
reflection.
phone rang.
That's the coat she was wearing.
Nora answered,
Are you sure?
listened,
It's so
then
blurry.
looked at William.
The sedan
Elaine
is
Porter
definitely
again.
following him.
She says Charm City
We need
Watch
to identify
updated
the
post.
plates.
Marcus opened the page. They added the statement and changed the
Is
caption.
that where it happened?
What does it say
It was a
now?
block before the
Annie
station.
asked before fear could stop her.
He
Marcus
never
read,
told me they followed him
"Update.
that close.
Hartley Foundation confirms man in video is robbery victim William Hartley. Local woman Annie helped him make emergency call. Local woman. Not scammer. Not
Give me the
fool,
bag now.
not
No,
suspect.
let go of it.
Annie breathed out slowly.
You heard him,
William
old
watched
man.
her. Better? Not fixed, she said. No, but better. Ruth closed her laptop. That is how truth often works. Not all at once. First it stops
Give me the watch.
bleeding. Annie nodded. Outside,
Please don't hurt
the
me.
rain had softened
Hurry
against
up.
the windows. Inside, the kitchen smelled of coffee and toast, and the soup Nora had started boiling again without asking anyone. Annie's phone sat beside her plate, charging past 40%. She looked at the number and almost smiled. Not full, not safe forever. Not enough to solve everything, but enough to make the next call. William
Wait,
stood
stop the
carefully.
footage right there. Freezing it now.
The world knows enough
Freezing it
for
now.
The cafe knows enough to be nervous.
See the plate?
Your aunt knows where you
The
are.
blurred plate has been sent to
You
the
have done
police
hard
and
things
an
before
analyst.
breakfast.
The
Caroline
vehicle is an
touched
older
Annie's
black
shoulder.
sedan with tinted rear
Now you
windows
eat
and
more than
bumper
rich
damage.
people eggs.
The footage
This time
confirms
Annie
the
did
robbery
smile, and
timeline.
Marcus's phone
However,
buzzed again.
we must stay
His
out of the
expression
criminal
changed.
investigation
What
unless
now?
explicitly
Daniel asked.
asked.
Marcus
Were you
looked at
carrying
Ruth,
the merger
then at
documents?
William.
They were only
The station
copies.
sent another file, he said. It's from
Security
the East
protocols are
entrance
active
camera.
on all accounts.
10 minutes
All
before
cards
Mr.
and travel
Hartley came
credentials have been
inside.
frozen, Miss Caroline.
It may show
Frozen.
the
You
robbery
still call this a
suspects.
simple robbery,
William's
William?
hand tightened on
I'm
the
just
back
trying
of
to
the chair.
minimize the trauma,
Annie's
dear.
smile faded.
I called it
The
simple
story had
because I was
corrected
trying to
one
keep you
lie.
from worrying.
Now it was about to open another door. Marcus set the tablet on the kitchen table and turned it so William could see.
This is the data we
video was
recovered from the
grainier than
drive.
the cafe footage.
It confirms the
Darker,
transfer.
With rain streaking
Wait,
across
pause
the
it right
lens.
there.
The east entrance of
Enhance
Baltimore
that section
Penn
by the
Station
pillar.
appeared from
Enhance
above.
that section
the
by the
sidewalk
pillar.
shining under streetlights. Cars passed. People hurried in with collars raised. For several seconds, nothing happened. Then William entered the frame from the left. Not the William sitting in the kitchen with a bandage and a clean sweater. This was the man from the night before. Still in his good coat. Walking fast, but not afraid yet. He held his phone in one
Is
hand
this
and
where
a
it
leather
happened?
folio under his arm. A black sedan idled near the curb behind him, too far away to read the
It happened
plate.
a block before
Annie
the
leaned
station,
forward
and I
without
thought I
meaning
had
to.
lost them.
Is that where it happened? She asked. William nodded. A block before the station.
You knew they were following you,
I
and you
thought I had
said
lost
nothing.
them.
Look!
Caroline's hand moved to her throat.
I know, I was trying to
I
protect
never
the
said they
family.
followed you that close. I wasn't sure. On the screen, two figures appeared behind William. Hoods up, faces angled away. One moved to his right, the other to his left. The video had no sound, but the body language said enough. William turned. The taller figure shoved him back toward the wall. The smaller one grabbed for the folio. William held on for less than a second, then let it go. The taller figure struck him hard across the face. Caroline looked away. Daniel did not. His jaw clenched so tightly, Annie could see the muscle
God,
move.
William, look what they
William
did to
kept
you.
watching with a strange
How can you be so
The
calm?
kind that came after fear had already done its worst. The smaller figure took
No,
his phone.
come on.
The taller one pulled the watch from
Wait,
his
zoom in
wrist.
right there.
A
They're
car
heading
rolled
southeast
forward
toward the
at
alley.
curb, blocking part of the view. When it moved again, both attackers were running out of frame. William was on one knee, one hand against the wall. Then he pushed himself
We have to
up
play
and
it again.
stumbled
Just
toward
one
the
more
station
time.
doors.
Daniel, look at her.
The
We
video
can't keep
ended.
doing this.
No one
He's
spoke
right.
for a moment.
We need to see more.
Then Daniel said, "Play it again."
Hold
Caroline
it right
turned
there.
on him.
Zoom in on the taillight.
Daniel,
It's blurry,
I need to
Daniel.
see the car.
Wait,
William
I think I
said.
see it.
Again, Marcus replayed it. This time, Daniel
Look here.
stood behind him and
This
pointed
dent
when
on the
sedan
passenger
rolled
side
forward.
bumper, that's
There,
the key
pause.
identifier.
Marcus froze
And the dark
frame.
tint on the rear
plate
windows.
Was blurred by rain and angle,
The robbery
but part of
footage
it showed.
confirms the
Can you
timeline,
enhance it?
but they
William
must
asked.
stay out of the
Already
police
sent to the police
investigation
and our
unless
analyst,
asked.
Marcus said. We may get a partial.
Were you
Make and
carrying
model
merger
looks
documents?
like an older black Chrysler 300, tinted rear windows.
They were only
damage
copies,
near the
nothing
passenger
irreplaceable.
side bumper. Ruth pulled her legal pad
William's
closer.
stolen phone is locked,
This
and
matters
the wallet
because it
damage has been
confirms the robbery
contained.
timeline.
We have frozen the
But we
cards,
stay out of the
IDs,
criminal
and travel
investigation
credentials.
Unless asked.
How can you say it was
We don't
simple?
contaminate anything.
I just watched
Daniel
the
looked at
footage,
his
William.
father.
It was brutal.
You were carrying the merger
They could have
documents?
killed you.
No, William said.
I was just trying to keep
Copies.
you from worrying.
Nothing that cannot be replaced.
And how exactly
Your
did
phone?
that work out?
Locked. Wallet? Cancellations are done. Marcus
Is there
said.
any sign the
Cards,
attackers knew
IDs,
who William
travel
was?
credentials.
We are
We've
looking
frozen
into that
everything.
now.
Caroline stared at William. You told me
The
it was a
attackers
simple
moved as
robbery.
if they were waiting for
gave
William,
her a tired
the car
look.
already
At the
positioned
time,
before
I
he
was trying
appeared
to
in the
keep him from
frame.
worrying. How did that work out? Poorly.
It may have been
Annie would have
opportunity, but
smiled
then
if the
again,
room had not still been
maybe
holding
not.
the image of him
Well,
being hit.
was
Ruth
my
looked at
father
Marcus.
targeted?
Any sign they knew who he was?
They should not
Marcus
assume
hesitated.
William was
William
not
noticed.
targeted.
Say it. The attackers moved like they were waiting for you. They did not approach anyone else. The car was positioned before you entered frame. It may have been opportunity, but it may not. Daniel's anger sharpened. You think he was
Any
targeted?
suspicion of
I
targeting
think we
must
shouldn't
stay out
assume
of
he
public
wasn't,
statements.
Marcus said.
We need to protect
Annie
the
looked from face to
investigation and
face.
control this story before it
The words
spreads.
carried a different kind
As
of
agreed,
danger.
we will stick
One
strictly
that
to the
belonged
terms.
to people with wealth and enemies.
I truly apologize that
understood
you've been
being looked
exposed
down
to this,
on.
Annie.
She understood being blamed.
William lived through
But this
it.
was something else. A man so valuable that someone might plan around him. William turned toward Ruth. Keep that out of any public statement. Agreed, Ruth said. No mention of possible targeting. Caroline looked at Annie. I'm sorry. This is a lot to hear at
The
breakfast.
detective wants to see you this
Annie shook her
afternoon,
head.
William.
He lived it.
Malloy,
William's
specifically.
eyes found hers. That
The
small
police may have a
sentence
lead
changed
from a
the room
traffic
again.
camera. Very
Adults
well.
often talked
Set the
around
meeting.
pain to
I'm
make
coming
it
with you.
manageable. Annie had named it plainly. Marcus's phone
I
rang.
appreciate your
He
concern,
stepped
but my
into the
answer
hall,
is final. I am
listened,
staying
then
right
came
here.
back.
They attacked you, Dad.
Detective
Right here.
Malloy
How
wants
can
to
you
speak with
possibly
you
think
again
that's
this
safe?
afternoon.
We have to go.
They may have a lead
Being
from a
stubborn
traffic
is not
camera.
a security
William
plan,
nodded.
William.
He
Said
is
it.
absolutely
Daniel
right.
said, I'm coming. No, William said. Yes. No.
Annie, this is
Dad,
about your
you were
future.
attacked,
What do you need
and I
from
am
us
still
to
your
feel
father.
secure?
You
I
being
just want to make
stubborn is
sure
not a
William is
security
safe
plan.
too.
Caroline pointed at
This new
Daniel.
footage confirms the
He has you
robbery,
there.
which
William
ultimately
sighed.
protects you.
Fine.
But how does violence against
You
William
come.
help my case?
Quietly.
The footage proves
Daniel looked
William was
satisfied,
already a
though
robbery
not
victim
relieved.
before approaching
Ruth returned
Annie,
the conversation
weakening
to
any
Annie
claim that
with
the
skill of
station
someone
incident
who
was
knew when a
staged.
room was about to drift away from the person most likely
Do
to be
people need to
forgotten.
see William
Annie,
get
this new
robbed
footage
before they
also
believe I
helps
helped
protect you.
him?
How? It shows Mr. Hartley was already a robbery victim
People
before he
sometimes
approached
demand
you.
proof of another
It
person's
weakens any
humanity
claim that the
because
station
believing
incident
them
was
would
staged.
require
Annie
shame.
looked down at her phone. So
The
people
demand
need to
is
see
not
him get
right,
robbed before
only
they
why
believe
the
I
truth
helped him?
must be
Ruth
handled
did not rush
carefully.
to answer. William did. Sometimes people demand proof of another person's
We will not
humanity
release the
because
robbery
believing
video
them would
unless the
require
police
shame.
approve and it becomes
Annie looked at him.
necessary.
He
I just
continued,
don't want
"That
people
does not
watching
make the
William get
demand right.
hurt.
It only explains
I
why the
agree.
truth must be handled carefully.
We can't have people
Caroline
watching
sat back
William
down
get
beside
hurt.
Annie. We will not release that video unless police approve.
You can investigate
and unless
after
it
you've
becomes
eaten.
necessary.
Very well.
I don't want people watching him get hurt. Neither do I, Caroline said. Annie nodded. That
The
was
rain
enough.
seems to be letting
Nora
up a bit.
brought in a fresh plate of toast and
Oh,
eggs.
good. I was
then
hoping
gave
to get out
William a look
later.
that made him pick up
Annie,
a fork.
are you
can
all right?
investigate after you eat, sir. William obeyed, which told Annie more about Nora than about him. Her phone buzzed again. A message from an unknown number appeared. Is this the girl
What
from
is
the train
wrong?
station video? Annie froze. Another came in. Did you know that was Hartley or was it luck? Then another. You got
Is
paid
it all
yet?
right if I take a look at the
Caroline saw
phone
her
now,
face.
Annie?
What is it?
I
Annie
need to
turned
verify the
phone around.
messages and the call
Ruth
history.
Took it gently. Her face hardened.
The incoming call screen.
How did they get
Her
your
number is visible right here.
Annie's stomach went cold.
Let me see my phone.
I don't know.
We have to delete that image
Marcus
now.
moved closer. May I? Annie
The issue
handed
is
him
the
phone.
coordination list.
He checked the messages.
Annie's number was shared
and opened the
internally
original
across
call
several
log
teams.
from the
I
night
understand,
before.
but I promise
Her
you,
number
I
was
didn't
visible
post
in a
it.
screenshot someone
The
posted
station
from the
video may
incoming
have
call on
caught Annie
Daniel's
saying
phone.
something with
Daniel
her phone
pulled out
screen
his
visible.
phone.
I
I
promise
didn't
you,
post anything.
we will trace the source
No,
of this leak.
Marcus said.
We
But
can get you a
emergency
new number
coordination
today,
went through
Annie.
several
It'll make
people.
things easier. No,
The
wait.
number may have been
that
shared
number is
internally.
everything. I can't
Or
lose
the
it.
station video caught her saying something with
But
the
my
phone screen
job
visible.
and my aunt, everything
I'll
important
trace it.
has this number.
Annie,
Ruth
listen.
looked at Annie.
We can
get
forward
you
the
a new
calls.
number today.
Nothing will be
Annie's
lost.
first response voice was panic. I need this number. Jobs have it. My aunt has it. Everything has it. We can forward calls, Marcus said. Nothing gets lost. Another text arrived. Must be nice getting rich off a dead phone.
This isn't
Annie
about
stared
money,
at it.
it's about opportunism. We
words
see
were
right
ugly.
through you.
William,
But
please,
what
calm
hurt was
down.
how quickly
He's right,
strangers
Annie.
had turned
You
her
should have
act
just
into
taken
a
the
hustle.
ride.
She had not asked for money. She had not even
William,
wanted to get into the SUV.
Don't do anything rash.
Still, the world had found a way to accuse her of reaching.
I want a
William
second
stood.
statement released
Ruth
immediately.
looked up.
No name,
William.
no number, and no
No.
image exposed.
Caroline said
Understood.
his name
We're pulling
softly.
all details
He
from the
looked at
press
Annie's
release now.
phone.
Anyone harassing Annie or sharing her
releases
personal
a second
contact
statement.
information will be pursued
Now.
legally.
No name. No number.
The language is
No
approved.
image.
This draft is
Anyone
solid.
harassing
Please,
Annie
William,
Brooks
don't make it
will be
bigger. I'm
referred to
scared of the
counsel.
attention.
Any
We need
party
the
sharing her
protection,
personal
Annie.
contact information
The
will be
situation is
pursued.
already bigger,
Ruth
and the
nodded.
question is
That
whether we
language I
let it
approve.
become a
Annie
weapon.
looked at him. Don't make it bigger. It is already bigger, William said. The question is whether we let it become
Preston
a weapon.
Vale's assistant is
Daniel's
calling
phone
for the
rang
third
again.
time.
He checked it and gave a short laugh without humor.
Put the call through, Daniel.
Preston Vale's assistant.
Are we doing
Third
this before
time.
coffee or
William
after
sat
sanity?
slowly, as if forcing himself not to act only from anger.
This is Daniel
Put
Hartley.
him
We are
through.
all listening,
Ruth
Mr. Ellison.
lifted an eyebrow.
Daniel, thank you for returning the
Are
call.
we doing this
I believe
before
we have some
coffee
urgent matters
or after
regarding the
sanity?
acquisition to discuss.
Now, William said.
Preston
Daniel
Vale
answered and
wants
placed
to
the
express
call on
concern
speaker.
and clear up a misunderstanding.
Daniel Hartley. A polished male voice came through. Mr. Hartley,
There was no
Preston Vale has been
misunderstanding.
trying to reach you regarding last night. He wants to express concern.
William,
clear
look,
up
I
any
assure you it was a misunderstanding. We
Daniel
have
looked
everything
at
under
William.
control. The press
William
release was
leaned
just
toward the
Preston.
phone.
Your assurance
There
rings
was no
hollow. The
misunderstanding.
board is not pleased.
The voice faltered. Mr. Hartley?
I'm just relieved
Yes.
you're safe,
A
William.
faint
We were
rustle.
so
Then
worried.
Preston himself
You mean
came
you were
on,
worried about
too
your
eager.
investment?
Mr. Hartley,
Look, I honestly didn't
I'm
know it was
relieved you're
genuine.
safe. Truly.
I mean, caution
I had
is
no idea
necessary these
that I
days.
was
You have to
wealthy.
understand.
Silence.
One should be
Preston recovered
cautious,
poorly.
and he is cautious
No, sir.
about doing business with
I
men
mean,
who mistake cruelty
no
for
idea the
judgment,
situation
making
was genuine.
Preston's excuse turn against
These
him.
days,
I was
one
just
has
trying to
be
protect
cautious.
people.
One does.
No, you were
William
performing
said.
wisdom for an
instance,
audience.
I am cautious about doing business with men who mistake
You
cruelty
mocked a
for
robbery
judgment.
victim and
Sir,
actively discouraged
I was
others
trying to
from
protect
offering
people.
assistance.
You were trying
That is
to
not just
perform wisdom
callous,
for an
Preston. It
audience.
is criminal
Preston
negligence.
said nothing.
Preston
William
stood over
continued.
the young woman who helped
You
and
mocked a
told her
robbery
she had
victim,
been foolish, then
discouraged others
asks
from
whether
helping,
any of that is
and then
inaccurate.
stood over the young woman who did
I
help.
apologize for the tone I
to
took
tell her
earlier,
she had
William.
been foolish.
Keep the regret, Preston.
Is any of that
Effective
inaccurate?
immediately, all meetings with
Preston's
Hartley
voice
interests
lowered.
are cancelled
I regret the
indefinitely.
tone.
My
Keep the
firm
regret.
spent months
You may need
preparing
it.
that proposal,
All
William.
meetings between you
And
Hartley
Annie spent
interests are
3% of a dying
Mr.
phone
Hartley,
doing what
please.
you wouldn't do with a full
My
battery.
firm has spent months
Do
preparing.
not contact my
and
son
Annie
again,
spent 3%
Preston.
of a dying
This is
phone
over.
doing what you would not do with a full battery. The line went quiet. William said, "Do not
William
contact
did not
my
have
son
to do
again."
that.
Daniel
He
ended
did.
the call. Annie stared at William. "You didn't have to do that." "Yes," Daniel said before William
I've
could
received
answer.
the written
He did.
correction from
Ruth
corporate.
checked her email. Cafe Corporate sent the written correction. Annie's whole body tensed.
Well,
Ruth
what
read
does it say?
silently first.
Miss Brooks was
expression told
terminated
them
due
little.
to a misunderstanding
Well,
regarding
Caroline
misplayed
asked.
customer
It
funds.
says Miss Brooks was terminated due to a misunderstanding
We have corrected your
regarding
record.
misplaced customer
The items
funds.
were merely misplaced.
Her record
It
has
is
been
final,
corrected.
Annie.
Annie's
There will be
face
no
fell.
further discussion.
Misplaced? Ruth's eyes lifted.
What is wrong with the
Exactly.
statement?
William's voice went flat.
I don't understand why precision
No,
matters so
Ruth
much
was
right
already
now.
typing. I'm rejecting
The
it.
company is
Annie
trying
looked
to make it
between them.
sound like
What's
the
wrong
money
with it?
simply
Ruth
wandered
turned
off
the
by
laptop
itself.
So Annie could see. They are trying to make it sound like the money
The
wandered
email
off
does
by
not say
itself.
Annie was falsely accused,
It does not say you were
she did not
falsely
steal,
accused.
and does not admit
It does
management
not
failed
say
to
you did
review
not
evidence
steal.
before firing
It does
her.
not say management failed to
Misunderstanding,
review evidence before
misplaced,
terminating
corrected.
you. Annie read the sentence again. Misunderstanding. Misplaced. Corrected. It looked clean. That was the problem. It had scrubbed out the shame they put on her. I don't want that.
I do not
Annie
want
said.
that version.
Ruth's fingers
The
paused
statement
over
must say
keyboard.
clearly that I
Good.
did not
Annie
take the
sat
money.
straighter. I wanted to say I did not take the money. Ruth nodded once and began typing. William watched Annie, and this time he did not speak for her. Outside, the rain tapped against the kitchen windows. Inside, the phone on the table charged past 50%. The robbery footage waited in police hands. Preston Vale's calls stopped. And somewhere inside Harborline Cafe, Caleb Price was learning that a lie spoken quickly could still be answered slowly, line by line, until it had nowhere left to stand. Ruth rejected the first correction in 4 sentences. She did not raise her voice. She did not decorate the email. She read each line before sending it, and every word felt like it had been measured on a scale. This language is insufficient. Miss Brooks was not involved in a misunderstanding regarding misplaced funds. She was falsely accused of taking customer money, terminated without a review of available video evidence, and threatened with security removal. Any written correction must state clearly that Miss Brooks did not steal, did not mishandle customer property, and should not have been terminated. Please revise by 12 p.m. She pressed send. Annie stared at the screen after the email disappeared. Her hands were folded around her phone, now charged to 58%. But she still held it like something fragile. Daniel stood near the counter, silent for once. Caroline sat beside Annie with a second cup of coffee she had not touched. William looked out the kitchen window at the rain, one hand resting against the back of the chair.
Now they wait.
Ruth closed the laptop halfway. Now we wait. How long?
How long will it
Annie
take?
asked. People who know they are wrong
usually move quickly once the polite version
That
fails.
proved true. The reply came 17 minutes later. Ruth opened it, read it, then turned the laptop toward Annie. You should read this yourself. Annie leaned in.
This is for you.
Dear Miss Brooks,
I think you should read it yourself.
after reviewing available security footage and witness information, Harbor Line Cafe confirms that you did not take, steal, or mishandle any customer money during your shift at Baltimore Penn Station. Your termination on the evening in question was improper and should not have occurred. We apologize for the accusation made against you.
We formally
and for the
declare
manner
that
in
your
which you were
termination
treated.
was
Your
improper and
employment
should not have
record has been
occurred.
corrected to reflect
We
that you were not
apologize for the
terminated
accusation
theft or
and the way you were
misconduct.
treated.
We are contacting staff present during the incident and the customer involved to correct the false impression created. Annie read it once. Then again, the words did not fix the night. They did not erase Caleb's face or the way people at the cafe had gone quiet when he told her to leave. They did not put her apron back on her body or return the hours she had spent sitting alone in the station with 67 cents. But they did something she had not expected words on a screen to do. They stood up. For her, Caroline touched her arm. Is it enough? Annie did not answer right away. Ruth watched her. You do not have to decide quickly.
Is it
Annie
enough?
read the line again. You did not take, steal, or mishandle
You do not have
any
to decide
customer money.
quickly.
I want my aunt to see it.
She did not
Annie
take,
said.
steal,
Send it,
or
Ruth
mishandle
said.
any customer
Annie
money.
forwarded the email to Denise with fingers that trembled more than they had when she handed William the phone.
Are you seriously
Denise
challenging
called
the
in less
terms
than
of
a
the
minute.
settlement?
Annie put her on speaker. I read it, Denise said. Annie waited.
I received your apology.
Denise's voice was thick, but steady.
Now I need you to say the truth
Say
out
it
loud.
Aunt Denise, say it out loud, Annie.
I did
Annie
not
looked at the
take,
email. Her
steal,
throat
or
tightened.
mishandle customer
I
money.
did not take, steal, or mishandle any customer money.
I'm
Again,
asking you to repeat
Caroline
it again.
looked down
I
at
did
the
not
table.
steal.
Daniel turned away toward the window. William closed his eyes. Annie swallowed. I did not steal. Denise breathed out.
Honey, the truth is right.
That's
Don't you
right.
worry about a thing,
Annie pressed
okay?
her lips together, but the tears came anyway. Not loud, not dramatic.
Stop crying and
just
listen
enough
to my
blur the
voice.
screen. Denise
We knew
said,
this wouldn't be easy,
Now
but
you
you are
listen to me.
stronger than this.
That paper does not make
That
you
paper
honest.
doesn't make you honest,
You were
baby.
honest
You
before
were
they
honest
typed it.
long before they typed it
That
up.
paper only makes
This
them
here
late.
is the real
Annie
apology.
wiped her cheek and gave a broken
Girl,
little
stop
laugh.
all that crying
You
right now
always
and
say
listen to
things
me.
like you're mad at the whole world. I
See,
am. The
Auntie
world
May,
keeps
you
running
always
it.
sound so
Ruth
mad at the
smiled
world.
faintly.
The correction
Miss
will be
Brooks,
preserved
this is
and
Ruth.
confirmation requested
We
from
will
staff
preserve this
and the
correction
customer,
and request
turning family
confirmation that it
anger
has gone
into
to
legal
staff
action.
and the customer.
We expect consequences
Good,
for the
Denise
manager
said.
immediately.
And Caleb?
I
Ruth
understand,
glanced
but
at
the
William,
disciplinary
then back
details
to the
have not
phone.
yet been finalized or
They have not
released.
given disciplinary
Auntie,
details yet.
I wanted to respectfully
Of course
inform
not.
you about this
We
morning.
will ask.
The young woman
You do
conducted
that.
herself very
William leaned
appropriately.
toward the
Thank
phone.
you. We appreciate the
Miss
update.
Brooks.
The
Annie
young woman
handled
handled herself with remarkable strength.
Denise did not soften
But she should
completely.
never have had to be strong
She
in the
shouldn't have
first
had
place.
to. No.
I just
William
can't
said.
believe they put
She
you
should
through
not.
that.
That
You're
answer
right.
seemed to satisfy
You
her
shouldn't
more
have had
than
to endure
praise would
any
have.
of it.
After Denise
I
hung
am
up,
truly sorry.
Annie sat for a while
I'm
without
sorry.
speaking.
She is resting right now.
The kitchen moved
I will
around
have her call you
softly.
back when she is available.
Nora rinsed dishes. Marcus answered a call in the hall. Rain tapped the windows. Somewhere in the house, a clock chimed once, though Annie did not know what hour it meant anymore.
Do you still feel
William
you do
finally
not
sat
want your old
across
job
from her.
back?
With all due
You
respect,
said last night that
returning
you
would
did not
compromise
want
my
your old
dignity.
job back.
I'm afraid I
Do you
cannot.
still feel that way?
I still don't
Yes.
want the job back.
Good.
Good.
The answer surprised
A place
her.
believing
Good.
you only
A
after
place that
powerful
only believes
questions
you
is
after a
not where I would
billionaire
send you
asks
back.
questions is
I
not
know
a
my
place
feelings
I
are
would send you
hurt,
back
but I
to.
can't just stop
Annie looked at
working.
him. I still need work.
this.
I never suggested that you should.
I can't just not work because my feelings are
2
hurt.
weeks of pay
I
are
did not say
confirmed.
you should. Ruth closed her folder. The 2 weeks' pay is confirmed. Direct deposit or check.
You can choose to receive the settlement
choice.
either via direct deposit straight
They
into your
agreed?
account
They did.
or by a certified check.
I also
Which
requested
do you
payment
prefer?
for any
Unpaid hours and eligibility for
confirmation that you
rehire
remain
on
eligible
paper matter for
rehire
background
on
checks.
paper, even if
A
you
false
choose not to
accusation can
return.
follow you quietly into
That
the
matters
future.
for background checks. Annie had never thought about that.
Thank
A
you
lie
so
could follow
much.
a person
I
quietly,
really appreciate it.
long after the people who told it
Boss,
forgot.
we should thank
you,
her after the
she
check
said.
arrives.
Ruth nodded.
The speech is suddenly
Thank me
interrupted
after
by
they
the
send the
sharp,
check.
distinct
Daniel's
buzzing and
phone
vibration
buzzed.
of a
He
smartphone.
looked at it,
The suited
frowned,
bystander posted
then
this
turned
online.
the screen toward William.
Read it aloud, I
Preston
said.
Vale just posted.
They're saying
William
we
did not
manipulated
take
the
phone.
evidence.
Read it.
We are
Daniel's
relieved that the
jaw
recent
tightened.
incident at Baltimore
He
Penn
says,
Station
"Last
concluded
night
without
I
significant
witnessed a
harm.
confusing
We appreciate the
incident at
cooperation of
Baltimore
all
Penn.
parties involved during the brief
I'm
disruption.
relieved Mr.
We want
Hartley
to
is
acknowledge
safe
the
and
kindness
grateful the
shown
young
in a
woman
difficult
involved acted with
situation.
kindness.
We understand
In
that
uncertain
judgments were
public
made quickly,
situations,
and we
many
regret
of
the
us make
distress
quick
this has
judgments.
caused.
You are
I
a
regret any
coward!
misunderstanding. Ruth leaned
He
back.
never actually
Coward.
apologized.
Caroline said. He didn't apologize. No.
He apologized
Annie
to
said
the air,
quietly.
explaining that
He
people do
apologized
that
to
when
the
they
air.
want shame
Everyone
to
looked
land
at her.
somewhere else.
She shrugged a little. That's what people
you want
do
a
when they
response?
want the shame
No.
to land somewhere else. William studied her. Would you like a response? No. Ruth lifted an eyebrow.
If you name me, they'll
No?
search harder.
If he says my name,
But if you
people
can't
will look
even
for me
say you're
harder.
sorry
If he
properly,
doesn't,
you're the one who
he
has to live
live
with that.
knowing he couldn't even say
I
sorry.
really like her.
Daniel
She
smiled.
is wonderful.
I like her, Caroline said.
Madam,
So do I.
we have a
Annie
situation.
looked
We
down,
need to move now.
Embarrassed.
We have a
Marcus
match
entered
on the
from
partial
hall.
plate.
Mr. Hartley,
It's a black sedan
Detective
connected to the
Malloy
recent
confirmed the
robberies
vehicle.
and a possible suspect group.
Partial plate matched a black Chrysler reported
The police
near
want
two
your
other
statement at
robberies
2.
this month.
We will
They
go.
have a possible suspect group. They want your statement at 2. William nodded.
You
We'll
are not
go.
going anywhere
Caroline's
until the doctor
expression said
clears
the
you.
argument
It's just
would
a checkup.
continue
I'm
later.
fine.
You are not going without the
We
doctor
discussed
clearing
this.
you again.
Fine. All right.
I'll call him.
The first
You will let
harassing
me call
messages
him.
came from a
William
burner
gave
app,
up.
but the online clip's
Fine.
caption has been updated
Marcus then
after
looked
our
at Annie.
intervention.
Also, we traced the first
caption
messages
change
to
is
a number
approved.
connected to
Will
a
the
burner
messages
app.
stop now?
But
We
the
can't
person who
guarantee
posted
they'll
the
stop
clip
immediately,
has
but this
updated
is
the
the best
caption
course of
again
action.
After Elaine
The messages
contacted
may
her.
not stop immediately.
They removed
However, we can
speculation
change your
about a
number,
scam.
forward calls,
Good,
and filter
Ruth said.
unknown texts
Annie
to provide
asked,
practical
"Will
protection.
the messages stop? Maybe not
We have
all
to
at
handle
once,"
this now.
Marcus said honestly.
Robert,
But
we
can
need her
change your
permission
number and set
first.
forwarding.
It has to be
We can
her
also
choice.
filter unknown texts.
Forgive me.
Annie nodded.
May we have the
She
updated
hated the
contact
idea
number?
of changing
My aunt
anything
must
because
receive it
strangers
first.
had found her,
If she
but
agrees,
hated
then it
the
is
messages
fine.
more. William looked at Marcus.
Eat something small.
Handle
What
it
if I'm
today.
too tired to
With Annie's
chew?
permission, Caroline
You
said.
managed to talk, you
William
can manage
turned to
this.
Annie at once. Yes, with your permission. Annie appreciated the correction more than either of them knew. Okay, she said, but my aunt gets the new number first. Marcus smiled. Absolutely. Nora
After
set
the
a
police
plate of
statement, I
sliced
want to
apples
discuss
and
what you
peanut
told me
butter
in
on
the car.
table beside Annie.
I mean the bakery.
Eat something small. Annie looked
I was
at the
only
plate.
talking.
Do I look
People
that
often
bad?
tell the truth that way.
Nora did not blink.
But I have no
You
money.
look like a young woman who
What
had
if we look
soup
at this as an
midnight and
opportunity
eggs under legal
instead?
supervision.
I'm not
Daniel
asking
laughed
whether
into
you
his
have the
coffee.
money.
Annie took
I'm
an apple
asking what
slice.
you want to build.
The peanut butter stuck to the roof of her mouth. And for some reason, that ordinary
do not want
inconvenience
charity.
made the morning feel less impossible. William watched her for a moment, then said,
We will
"Annie,
not call it
after we
charity.
return from the police statement,
What would you call it?
I would like to talk to you about what you told me in the car. The bakery?
It's possibility
Yes."
if earned,
She froze a little.
partnership if
I was
built,
just talking.
and investment if the
I know.
numbers make sense.
People often tell the truth that way. I
This
don't have money
investment
for a
is
bakery.
contingent on her
I did not
maintaining a
ask
full
whether you
course
had money.
load.
I asked what
Education
you
must
wanted to
come
build.
first.
We're
Annie
fully
looked around
aligned
the
on that,
kitchen
yes.
At people who had spent
Am
the
I
morning
part of this
moving on
too?
her behalf as if her name mattered.
Ruining reckless
That still felt
generosity is her
dangerous.
natural
Hope
position.
was not soft when you had learned to live without it. It felt like
You've been
standing too
ruining
close to a
reckless
ledge.
generosity
I
for
don't want
years.
charity, she said. William
No
nodded.
decisions are
Then
required
we
today.
won't call it charity. What would you call it?
You have already had
Possibility,
enough decisions
if you
forced
earn it.
on you. But when ready,
Partnership,
you should think bigger
if you
than the
build
next
it.
shift someone may or may not
Investment.
give you.
You
If
think
the
this is
numbers make
acceptable
sense.
behavior?
Ruth pointed
Get
her
out of my
hand.
sight!
And education first, if anyone asks me. William smiled. And
A
education
small,
first.
warm place
Annie
with
looked
bread,
at Ruth.
and a counter where I
You
can
too?
start without
I
proving
am
I'm not a
lawyer,
thief.
Ruth said.
But what
My
happens if
natural
I
position
fail?
is ruining reckless generosity.
If she fails,
Caroline
she
laughed.
learns the
She's
part
done
that
it for
failed
years.
and does
William
not
looked at
become
Annie
it.
again. No decisions today. You have had enough decisions forced on you. But when you are ready, I want you to think bigger than the next shift someone may or may not give you. Annie thought of the cafe.
She's actually gonna frame the apology.
Jared's
You
hand
absolutely
in the video.
should.
The station bench. The phone dying. Then she
The
thought
framed
of a small place with
apology
warm
has
bread
already
and a
produced
counter where a
one
girl
piece
could
of art
start work
today.
without first proving she was not a thief. What if I failed?
I honestly
she
thought I was
asked.
going to jail.
William's answer came gently. Then you learn
Oh,
the part
honey,
that
it's
failed.
all right now.
You do not
We
become
gotcha.
it. The words settled deep. Annie's phone buzzed with a new message, this time from Denise. I printed the apology at Mrs. Patterson's house. Don't ask how. I'm framing it.
It's all in order.
Annie laughed for real. Caroline
Your name is
smiled.
officially
Good.
clear.
Thank
My aunt
goodness.
is framing the apology.
I can't believe
Ruth
it.
said, as she should. William stood slowly, steadying himself with one hand on the chair. Then today has already produced one piece of art. For the first time since the night began, Annie felt the room laugh with her, not around her. The sound did not erase what happened. It did not solve tomorrow, but it made space for something besides fear. At noon, Harbor Line sent the final correction with Annie's name clean, and Caleb Price's authority quietly suspended pending review. At 12:07, Denise texted 3 praying hands in one sentence. Now keep your head up. Annie read it while rain slid down the windows and William prepared to give his police statement. Her phone was at 72%. Still not full, but enough now to carry more than panic. By
The
1:30,
package is secure.
the house
I
had
repeat,
changed
it's
from
secure.
shelter to command
Send the
center.
coordinates to the
Marcus
secondary
stood in the
device
hall
now.
with 2 phones,
We're running out of
speaking
time.
in short sentences. Ruth had spread papers across the kitchen
Stop
table.
pacing right
each
now,
stack
Daniel. You
clipped
are
and labeled.
exhausting
Daniel
everyone
paced
in this
between the
room.
window and
I'm
the
just trying to
counter,
keep it together,
stopping only
Caroline.
when Caroline told him he was making everyone tired. William sat in a straight-back chair while Dr. Merrick checked his eyes with a small light and asked the same questions 3 different ways.
Do you know what day it
day
is today, William?
Wednesday. Who is the president?
And who is the current
William
president?
answered.
The
Any
one
dizziness?
elected last term?
No. Caroline folded her arms.
You lied.
He lied.
I only
William looked at
rounded
her.
down.
I rounded down.
only rounded
Dr.
down.
Merrick closed his bag. You may give your statement.
A statement is permissible, provided it is brief. However, let me be clear. Any strenuous activity or overexertion is strictly forbidden during your recovery.
And try not to pretend you are
He was
29.
probably stubborn at 29, too.
He
Worse,
was probably stubborn
Caroline
at
said.
29 too.
William stood,
Worse.
slower than he wanted anyone to notice. Annie, you do not need to come. Annie had been sitting at the far end of the table with her phone fully charged for the
This
first time in
changes things,
days.
I know.
A new temporary number had
But
been
whatever
set
you
up,
decide to do
and
next,
Marcus had shown her
we're
how
right here with
unknown
you.
texts would now filter into a separate folder. Her
This
old
is the
number would
temporary
forward
number.
calls from her
We've
aunt
set
and
it up
anyone
so
she
any
approved.
unknown
It made
texts
her feel
filter
protected
directly
and
into this
disturbed at the
folder
same
here.
time,
And no one
as
else
if
can see
someone
them.
had put a fence around a yard only
So
after
only
strangers
approved
had already
numbers,
walked through
like your
it.
aunt
I want
and the
to,
others we
she
listed,
said.
will go
William
through.
studied her.
Everything else goes
Why?
straight to
She
voicemail.
looked toward the window, where the rain had thinned into mist. Because last night you came into the station alone. If I'm part of the reason they found you, I should say
I want
what
to
I
go,
saw.
William. I have to
Ruth
leave.
spoke before William
Why,
could.
Annie?
Legally,
Why do you
she
want
is
to
right.
go?
Her statement may help confirm the timeline.
William
after
came
you
into
entered
the station alone last
Caroline
night.
looked at Annie.
And I should tell
Are
what
you
I
sure?
saw.
No, Annie said, but I'm still going. That answer seemed to satisfy Caroline
Annie's
more than a brave
statement
one
may
would
help
have.
confirm
They
the
left in 2
timeline
SUVs
after
instead of
William
3.
entered the station.
Annie rode with William, Caroline, and Ruth.
Are you sure?
Daniel followed with
No,
Marcus.
but I'm still going.
The drive to the precinct was quieter than the drive from the station had been. Annie watched the city
I
return
can't
in
promise it
reverse.
will be easy, but I have to
Broad
try.
roads,
Thank you for your honesty.
wet bridges,
We should get going.
brick buildings,
The car is waiting just
traffic lights
outside.
reflecting
It's
red
raining.
in puddles.
We need to
Her
move
phone
quickly.
sat in her lap,
William,
warm
Carolyn,
from use,
in the back.
no longer a dead weight.
Annie,
At the precinct,
you ride up front
Detective
with the
Malloy
driver.
met them near the entrance. He wore the same tired face from the night before, but now he had a folder in one hand and a cup of coffee in the other. Mr. Hartley, he said. Mrs. Hartley. Miss Brooks. Annie noticed he used her name. Not kid. Not young lady.
Mr. and Mrs. Hartley, Miss Brooks,
Her name.
please come in. We
They were
appreciate you
taken
coming
into a
down this
plain
evening.
conference room
If you'll
with
follow
beige
me.
walls, a long table, and a clock
Annie,
that ticked too
thank you for
loudly.
coming in today.
No one
If you'd
offered
follow me,
drama.
we can get started.
No one rushed in with handcuffs or television-style urgency. Real police work, Annie thought.
Before we
looked more
begin,
like
I need to
paperwork than
formally
thunder.
advise you of the
Malloy sat
procedures
across
we will
from
be
William.
following
We
today
recovered
regarding the
traffic footage
documents.
Of the vehicle.
Let's go over the
We have
inventory
a
sheets
partial
first.
plate and a possible
We need to
connection
account
two
for
similar
everything logged at
robberies
the
near
scene.
transit points.
Okay, I understand.
Men in coats. Older victims, phones and wallets.
We recovered
taken
this
fast.
partial plate,
This one
and it shows a
escalated because
possible
you resisted
connection
the
to
folio.
similar robberies near
William
the
frowned.
transit points.
I did not resist long. Long enough
We're seeing
for
a
hit.
pattern here with older
Malloy opened
victims.
the folder.
They took the phones and wallets fast.
He laid 2 printed
The robbery
images on the
escalated
table.
when the folio was
Blurry
resisted.
faces from different cameras.
I didn't
Hoods,
resist.
jawlines,
I was simply
one
trying to
visible
explain the
tattoo near
situation.
wrist.
Mr.
William
Hartley,
looked carefully.
you struggled long enough
Daniel
for him to
leaned in
make
from behind
contact.
him. I don't recognize them. Malloy turned to Annie. Miss Brooks, did you see either of these men inside the station after Mr. Hartley came in? Annie bent closer. Her heart started
Did you
moving
see
faster.
either suspect inside the
Not from
station after
recognition.
William came in?
But from the pressure of being asked. She did not want to help the wrong way. I don't think so, she said. Malloy nodded. That's an acceptable answer. I saw people watching.
Honestly,
the man in the suit.
I
the
don't
woman
think
in the
I saw
cream
them.
coat, a few others, but
All
not
right.
them. Good.
Thank you for your
Don't
honesty.
Force a memory. Ruth gave a small nod of
I remember
approval.
the woman in the red
Malloy
hat
took William's
and the man by the
statement first.
pillar. But
William
I can't.
described the street.
It's all right, Annie. Don't force the
first
memory.
shove.
Just take your time.
The demand for his phone.
At approximately
The folio,
10:15 p.m.,
the
we were
watch.
approached just
He did
outside
not
the vehicle.
embellish.
He was
He did
wearing
not
a
make
dark
himself
mask
sound
and gloves.
heroic. When
The
he
folio
described
was
falling
gone.
to one knee,
He took the
Caroline
watch,
looked
too.
down at her hands. Then
When he
Malloy
hit
asked,
me, I
"Why
fell
were you
straight to
walking
one
without
knee."
Security? Marcus, standing near the door, became very still.
Marcus,
William did not look
perhaps
at him.
you can
Because
explain
I
why
wanted
Mr.
10
Hartley
minutes
was
alone
walking
after
without
dinner.
his security
Daniel made a
detail.
noise under his breath.
I wanted
William
10 minutes
continued.
alone after
That was my
dinner,
decision,
and the choice
detective.
was not my security team's fault.
teams. Malloy wrote it
Why
down.
are you doing this?
Expensive 10 minutes. Yes.
That was an
William
expensive
said.
10 minutes.
Almost more expensive than I could
Almost
afford.
more expensive
His
than I
eyes
could
moved
afford.
briefly to Annie. Her turn came next. Malloy's questions
And
were
what
simple.
time did William
What
arrive at the
time did she
cafe?
see William
It was
enter?
just after
What
7.
did he say?
I remember
Who
because
did
the
he
clock
ask
was
for help?
ticking, just like
Did
that
anyone
one.
give him a phone
And then he
before
touched
her?
my shoulder.
Did anyone
What time
threaten
did you
him?
see William
Did anyone
enter?
attempt
What
to
did he
take her
say,
phone?
and who did he ask for
return
help?
it? Annie
He
answered
arrived just
slowly.
after 3.
He asked people to dial for
He
him.
asked for the
she said.
manager.
He offered not to
William
touch the
asked
phones.
people to
They
dial
still
for
said
him.
no.
Offered
Malloy
not
looked
to
up.
touch their phones.
You remember that?
And they still
Yes.
refused.
He said they could put it on speaker.
I
And you
remembered
believed
William
him?
suggesting
I believed he was
speakerphone,
scared.
and I admit
Malloy
I
wrote that
believed he
down,
was
too.
scared,
The statement
not
took
dangerous.
less time than Annie expected. When it was over, Malloy
So,
closed
let's
the
talk
folder
about the
and
video
leaned
we
back.
found online.
Miss Brooks, I saw the video online.
It's all right. Just
Annie
take a
stiffened.
breath. We just
Malloy
need to
lifted
understand
one
what
hand.
happened.
I'm not asking about comments.
I am not asking about
I'm telling you
comments.
something
Then
as a
I am
man who's
speaking
worn
from
this badge
32 years behind the badge.
People think caution and suspicion are the same thing.
People
They're not.
confuse caution with
asks
suspicion.
questions.
But
Suspicion
caution
writes the
asks
ending before
questions,
anybody speaks.
while suspicion
Annie looked at
decides
him.
too early.
He continued. You were cautious.
Suspicion writes
You
the
kept him
ending
in front
before
of you.
anyone
You helped him
speaks.
dial. You didn't hand him your purse and walk away. What you did was decent.
You showed
Don't
remarkable
let loud
caution,
people make
Annie.
Decency look foolish.
You kept William in front of
William's
you,
face
helped him
softened.
dial,
Caroline
and didn't
wiped the
blindly
corner of
hand
one
over
eye as if
everything.
annoyed by it. Annie nodded.
What you did was
Thank you.
decent.
Malloy stood. We'll keep
Don't
you
let
updated.
loud people make
Mr.
decency
Hartley,
look foolish.
We may need another statement if we make arrests. For now,
We may
go
need
home
another
and listen to
statement
your
if
doctor.
arrests are made.
Everyone keeps saying
For now,
that.
go
Then
home
everyone
and
is
listen to
right.
the doctor.
In the hallway, Daniel slowed beside Annie.
Don't try to leave town. We'll be in
You
touch.
handled that well. I just answered questions.
Annie, look at me. I just
That's
wanted
harder
to say
than
thank
people
you.
think.
I appreciate
She
that,
looked at him.
Daniel.
You really canceled Preston Vale?
You handled
Daniel's
the
expression
questioning
cooled.
remarkably well in there.
Yes.
I
Because of what he
appreciate
said to
that,
your
but
father and
I
what he
just
said
answered
to
the
you.
questions.
Annie did not know how to take
Did
that,
you really
so she
cancel
looked
the
at
arrogant
floor.
suited man?
Daniel stopped
Yes,
walking.
I confirm it.
Can I say something without making it weird? That usually means it's already weird. He smiled a little. Fair. Last night, when my father called, the line cut off right after he said your name, Annie Brooks. I kept repeating it because
When his
I was
father
afraid
called
it was
last
the only
night,
clue we had.
the
I don't
line
think
cut
you
off right
understand
after
what that
saying
call did
Annie's
for my
name.
family. Annie's throat tightened. He said Lily.
Is
Is
Lily
she
your daughter?
Daniel's face changed. Yes, she's 9. She has opinions about
She's
everything
9
and
now,
thinks my
and
father
full
is
of
the only
opinions.
adult who understands
Absolutely
pancakes.
convinced her
Despite
grandfather
herself,
understands
Annie
pancakes
smiled.
better
She
than
was waiting
anyone.
for him last night.
She
Daniel
was
said.
scared, but
Not in danger
she
like
wasn't
he
in
was.
any danger.
Just scared. He always calls
I think
her
she
when
was
he
just
travels.
waiting for her
If he had
grandfather's
vanished
voice.
and she didn't hear his voice.
Annie, I just
He
want to
stopped.
say,
One is statement
You
with you
helped more than
pining.
him.
You
Annie
helped
looked
more than
away.
just my father.
Praise was easier when it was vague.
I really
This was
appreciate
not
it.
vague. I'm glad he reached you.
I'm just
she
glad
said.
William was able to
Daniel
reach
nodded.
Daniel.
So am I. Back in the SUV, Caroline handed Annie a wrapped granola bar from her purse. Eat. Annie
Eat
looked
this.
at it. Do all
You need
mothers
your
carry
strength.
food? All competent ones. William, From the front passenger seat this time.
During a tense bank negotiation, your mother reached into her bag and produced a full pastrami sandwich.
she
The
said.
bankers didn't know
And
how
the
to
man was
react.
making poor decisions
Honestly,
because
the
he was
negotiation
hungry.
dragged on
Ruth,
for
checking her
hours.
messages,
The
added,
poor man was so
"Hunger has
hungry he
ruined
started
many
making
contracts."
terrible decisions.
The ride back
We realized
felt
he
less
just needed a
strange.
sandwich.
Annie did not relax completely.
Hunger has ruined
But she
many
no longer sat as
contracts.
if the seat might reject her. Her phone buzzed with a text from Denise. Did the police act right? Annie typed, yes. Detective Malloy was respectful. Denise replied, good. I'll keep my shoes off then. Annie laughed softly. William looked back. Your aunt? Yes. She was deciding whether to come down there. I believe she would have improved the precinct. She would have scared them. Both can be true. When they returned to the house,
My aunt was
Nora
deciding
had
whether
lunch
to come
ready.
down there.
Tomato soup,
She would have
grilled
improved the
cheese cut in
precinct.
halves, pickles on a plate, and iced tea. Annie stared at the meal. It was simple, but it hit something old in her. The kind of food people made when they wanted you to sit down and stop pretending you were fine. They ate in the kitchen again. This time, conversation moved easier. Daniel told a
did
story
you get a chance
about
to look at
Lily
the books
trying
I
to
left
teach
out?
William
I
how
did.
to use a video
The
filter.
photos are incredible.
And William accidentally
I didn't know
joining
your
a
mother
board
was a
call with
photographer.
Cartoon dog ears.
It wasn't nearly that
William denied
dramatic.
the worst
I maintained
details.
my dignity
Caroline
the entire
confirmed them.
time.
Annie laughed before
You
she could
slipped
stop
right
herself.
in front of the mayor,
Then Ruth's
William.
phone buzzed. She read the message and looked at Annie. Harbor Line confirmed Caleb Price has been placed
They've
on
officially
administrative
filed the
leave
injunction.
pending review.
It's moving
Jared Miller
forward.
is suspended
The
pending
cafe
investigation.
manager has been placed on
They also sent
administrative
proof the
leave,
correction went
and
to
the
staff
counter
and the
worker
customer.
suspended pending
Annie put down
investigation.
her spoon. The customer knows?
Proof of correction
Yes.
has gone to
The
both
email
staff
states you were wrongly
and the
accused
customer.
and that you did not take his money. Annie sat back. For most of her life, wrong had
The
been
email
something
confirms
people
it,
expected
Annie.
her to carry quietly.
You were wrongly accused.
Now,
You didn't take
for
the money.
once, wrong was being returned to sender. William watched her.
It's settled, Annie.
How does that feel?
The
Annie
responsibility
thought
is
about it.
theirs now, not
Strange.
yours.
That may be
You're
honest.
free.
It feels like somebody opened a window
How
in
it
a room
feels.
I thought I had to live in. No one spoke for a
It
second.
feels like
Ruth
someone
closed
opened
her
a
folder
window in a
gently.
room she thought
That's
she
better
had to
than
live
anything
in.
I wrote today. After lunch,
The doctor
William
specifically
asked
said
Annie to
no
join
long
him in the
meetings,
study.
William.
Caroline
It's
raised
not a
an
meeting,
eyebrow.
Care.
Not a meeting.
Just a
he
short
said.
conversation.
Good, she replied. Because the doctor said no long meetings. Then it will be a short conversation. The study had shelves of books, family photos, and a desk large enough to intimidate anyone who sat across from it. William did not sit behind it. He chose 2 chairs near the window and waited for Annie to sit first. On the small table between them, someone had
Don't
placed
worry,
a
it's not a
notebook and
contract.
pen.
We can
William
just
noticed
talk.
her looking. Not a contract. That's good. La question.
It
That
is a
sounds
question,
worse.
Annie.
He smiled. Maybe.
You spoke last
you
night
said
about
you wanted
wanting a bakery.
In the car, you said you wanted
Was your
a place
dream
where
of a
girls like
place
you
where girls could get a first job without being treated like thieves,
Was that
just
just
hunger talking?
Annie looked at the rain sliding down the glass.
No.
No. Then write it down.
Write it
She
down.
blinked. What? Not a business plan. Just the first
Forget the
sentence.
business plan for now.
What would this
All I
place
need
be?
is the first
Annie
sentence.
looked at the notebook as if it
Tell
might
me what
expose
this
her.
place will
William's
be.
voice softened. A dream kept only in the
A
mind.
dream kept
stays
only
easy
in
to
the
dismiss.
mind stays
Put
easy
one
to
sentence
dismiss.
on paper, and it starts taking up space.
A warm
Annie
place
picked up
near
the
the
pen.
station
For a
where
long
people
moment,
can get
she did
coffee,
not write.
bread,
Then she bent over
and
the
a
page
fair
and formed
first
the words
chance.
slowly. A warm place near the station where people can get coffee, bread, and a fair first chance. She
It is
slid the
not
notebook
small.
toward him. William read it, then looked at her. That, he said, is not small. Annie's fingers rested on the edge of the page. For the first time, she wondered if he might be right. William did not touch the notebook for a while. He left it on the small table between them, open to Annie's sentence, as if he wanted the words to get used to being in the room. A warm place near the station where people can get coffee, bread, and a fair first chance. Annie looked at the line until it began to feel too exposed. It's not a plan. No, William said. It is better than a plan at this stage. How is one sentence better than a plan? Because most bad plans begin with numbers and no reason. You have a reason. Numbers can come later. She sat back in
It's
the chair,
still raining.
still unsure
Did
what
you
to
want
do
some
with her
tea?
hands.
Oh,
The study
yes,
was
that
quiet
sounds
except
lovely,
for the
thank
rain
you.
and the low sound of voices from
I just
somewhere
put the
deeper
kettle
in
on.
the house. Annie could hear
People buy
Caroline
coffee
speaking
because
to
that
Daniel.
is what customers do.
Then Nora
And what do you
answering
do
from the
here?
kitchen.
I
It was strange, the way
I
this
suppose
house
I'm
held
still
people.
imagining that part.
Not loudly.
I just want to make sure the
Not
place is
tightly.
always clean.
Just enough
And that
no
nobody
one felt
ever gets
abandoned.
talked down to.
William leaned forward.
Everyone
Tell me about
deserves
the place.
respect.
I just did.
A
No,
girl on
you
her
gave me the
first
sign
day
over the
should know
door.
where to put her coat,
Tell me what happens inside.
where the bathroom is,
Annie looked at the notebook
and when
again.
she gets paid.
People buy coffee.
I would not
That
let
is
some
what
manager
customers do.
act like a
What do you
paycheck
do?
makes him
I don't
God.
know. I make sure it's clean.
Good.
I make sure nobody gets talked down to. I make sure a girl on
You
her
didn't
first
sound
day knows
angry
where
at
to put
all.
her coat and where the bathroom is
You
and when she
sounded
gets paid.
incredibly
I
well
don't let some
informed.
manager act like a paycheck makes him God. William nodded slowly.
We could have coffee
Good.
and tea,
She
of course.
That
Biscuits,
sounded
definitely
angry.
cinnamon
It
rolls,
sounded
and
informed.
maybe even sweet
Annie
potato
almost
pie
smiled.
around the holidays.
That's a nicer word.
Nothing should
It
be
is
too
also the
expensive
correct one.
because people around
He
the
reached for the
station do
pen,
not
but did
always
not
have
write.
time to sit.
What
Grounding
would
the
you
dream
sell?
in the rhythms
Coffee,
of transit and
tea,
working life.
Biscuits.
The commuters,
cinnamon
the
rolls,
workers, the
maybe sweet
security
potato
guards, and the
pie around the
cleaners.
holidays.
All those
Nothing
travelers
too
waiting for
expensive.
late trains.
People around the
The
station
bakery
don't
will
always
be a
have time to
shelter of
sit.
human dignity.
Commuters?
The place should be
Some.
somewhere warm,
Workers too.
where
Security
people are
guards,
not made to
cleaners,
feel they must
people
spend
waiting for late
$20
trains,
to
people who
deserve
need
a chair.
somewhere warm without being made to feel like they have to spend $20 to deserve a chair.
What
William wrote
exactly
two
are
words
you
under
two
her sentence.
building?
Commuters.
We're just laying the
workers.
groundwork
Then he
for her
added,
business dream.
dignity. Annie watched the word
Oh,
appear.
really, it's
You
nothing.
can sell that? No.
We're not building anything yet,
But
honestly.
you can build around it.
We're just talking
Caroline
through some
appeared in the
ideas.
doorway with 2 mugs. Am I
That's a good
interrupting a short
sentence.
conversation that
Everyone
is becoming
keeps
a long
saying
meeting?
that.
William looked guilty. No. Caroline handed Annie a mug of tea.
The old place
then
barely
gave William the
counted,
other.
William. I mean,
That
a
sounded
leaking
like a lie with
ceiling
good
and that
posture.
front door
Annie
always
lowered her face to
stuck when
hide
it
a smile.
rained.
Caroline stepped into the room
So you
and
actually
looked at
owned the
notebook.
store back then?
Oh, it was
What are we
hardly a
building?
store, just a
bakery near
small
the
freight
station,
office, really.
William said.
Had
Not
3
building,
desks and maybe
Annie
2
said quickly.
phones.
Just
It was
talking.
the ugliest
Caroline
coffee
read
pot
the
you ever
sentence.
saw, admitting the
Her
ugliness
expression
of his
softened.
beginning.
And he slept there
That's a good
twice a week
sentence.
while calling it
Everybody keeps
strategy.
saying that. Maybe
Sleeping in
everybody
the
is
office
right.
was
Annie
poverty
took
with a
careful sip of
tie
tea.
on.
It was hot and tasted faintly of lemon. Caroline sat on the arm of William's chair.
Most businesses
You know,
begin ugly,
The first
and
business
people
William
only
ever owned
photograph
was not
them
much
after
bigger
the
than a
paint
laundry
dries.
room. William gave her a look. It was bigger than that.
You saw the
Barely.
real me
It had a
that day.
leaking ceiling and a front door that stuck when it
Standing
rained.
there in that
Annie
torn
looked at him.
coat.
You owned a store?
Asking
A
strangers
freight
for
office,
help.
William said. 3 desks, 2 phones, and a coffee pot that should have been reported to the health department. He slept there twice a week, Caroline said, and told me it
What
was
happened to
strategy.
him was
It was
frightening.
cheaper than rent. That is not a
But
strategy.
what happened to
That is
her was
poverty with a tie
quieter
on.
and older.
Annie laughed before she could stop herself. William smiled, but his
Don't
eyes
make your
stayed on the
injury
notebook.
smaller just because mine was
point
easier
is,
to see.
Most businesses begin ugly. People only photograph them after the paint dries.
People often ask
Annie looked
girls
around
like
the study.
her to be grateful
Hard
the
to
harm
imagine
was
you
not
like that.
worse.
You met me in a torn coat asking strangers for a phone. You may
I
have the
keep
most
thinking
accurate
I should
picture of me
simply
in this
take the
house.
apology and
Caroline's
move on.
face changed at that. She touched his shoulder lightly. Annie looked down.
Move where?
Suddenly aware again of the robbery, the station, the 3%. The dream in the notebook felt almost disrespectful beside what had
I
happened
do not
to him.
know.
William seemed
Perhaps
to sense the
moving
shift.
on is not
Annie,
enough.
what
Perhaps
happened
she
to me
must
last
move
night was
forward.
frightening. But what happened to you before I reached that
We could
station
perhaps
was
restructure
quieter
the entire
and older.
organization, or
Do
per.
not make your
William,
injury
darling,
smaller because
shall we
mine
use
was
the
easier to
laptop
see.
before you
She did
reorganize
not
the
answer.
continent?
Caroline
You were
said,
about to spend that
"People
money
do that
without
to
any
girls like
structure
you."
whatsoever, William.
They
I
ask
wasn't,
you to
I
be
was being
grateful the harm
inspiring.
was not worse.
You were circling a
Annie held the
decision.
warm mug tighter. I keep
If you're
thinking I should
ready,
just take
I'd
the
like to
apology
take a
and
look
move
at the
on.
proposal
Move
you've
where?
prepared.
William asked. She looked at him. He waited. She understood the question.
The
Move
idea
on
is
sounded
clear,
strong until
practical,
someone asked
community-based, and emotionally
Back to
grounded.
Another counter? Another
But it
manager?
has terrible
Another
collateral.
place where she would be expected to
I have
smile
to be
first
honest
and
with
defend
you.
herself later?
The bank
I don't
simply
know,
won't approve
she
the
said.
loan in your name
Then
yet.
perhaps moving on is not enough, William said. Perhaps you move forward.
No business
The study
credit,
door opened
no
wider,
lease, no inventory
stepped in
plan,
with her laptop
no
under one
permits,
arm.
and no food
I heard
safety
the word
certification.
That usually means
You have
William
no
is
financial
about to spend
projections
money
and no
without
management
structure.
training
I was
beyond
inspiring,
surviving
William
bad
said.
management.
You were circling a decision. Ruth looked at Annie.
It does not mean
May
no,
I?
only
Annie
not
nodded.
yet
Ruth
and
sat
not
in the chair
alone.
across from them
She
and read the sentence
is
in
the
notebook.
reason you
Clear,
are here.
Practical, community-based,
Was right that William was
emotionally
turning a
grounded.
short
short conversation into a future,
Annie blinked.
adding warmth
What?
to Ruth's
It means a
structure.
bank would not lend to you yet. William sighed.
All right, Annie.
Ruth,
First things
she
first.
should know.
We'll get your
Dreams
phone
deserve
sorted,
honesty.
look at
Ruth set down the
transportation, and make
laptop.
sure you have
no
stable
business
housing and
credit,
income.
No lease, no inventory
I recommend
plan,
looking into
no
a
permits,
basic business
no food
certificate.
safety certification,
Your local
no
community
financial
college or a
projections,
small
and no
business
management
development
training
center would
beyond
be the best
surviving
place
bad
to
management.
start.
Annie's
The third
face
step.
warmed.
You should work
Right.
or
Ruth's
intern
voice
in a
softened.
bakery or
That does not
cafe
mean
not
no.
run by
It
a
means
man
not
like
yet,
the manager
and
who
not
harmed
alone.
you.
William pointed at
This
Ruth.
plan
That
gives
is why
us
she is
clear
here.
milestones.
I came because Caroline
The
said
next
you were
step
turning a
is
short
securing the
conversation
initial
into a future.
capital to get the
Caroline
project
lifted her
off the
mug.
ground.
And I was
This
correct.
plan sounds like a
Ruth
lot.
opened her laptop. Here is
But it
what I would
actually
advise
feels
if you
much
were my
better
niece.
than someone just
First,
handing me the money.
Finish whatever immediate
It sounds
personal
better
matters
because you
need
have
stability.
sense, Annie.
Phone, transportation,
And I would like
housing,
to offer to fund
income.
the education
Second,
part.
enroll in a basic business certificate program.
This funding is not
preferably
charity,
community
Annie.
college
It is
or
a
small
scholarship
business
provided
development
through the
center.
foundation,
Third,
assuming, of course,
work
that
or
you meet the
intern in a bakery or
qualifications.
cafe that
You'll
is
get
not
the
run
private
by a man like
education
Caleb
grant if you
Price.
stop making faces.
Fourth, build a
I'm
simple
only
plan.
anticipating the
Fifth,
paperwork.
discuss funding.
Why?
Annie listened carefully.
She had
That
almost
sounds like a
nothing
lot.
last night,
It is.
yet she
Then
still
why does
knew
it
what
sound
to
better
do.
than somebody just handing me
It
money?
speaks volumes
Ruth
about her
smiled.
character, not
Because
any
you have
debt.
sense.
If
William
Annie
leaned
is given
back.
tools,
I would
she
like
may
to fund
use
the
them well.
education part. Annie stiffened.
Nothing is automatic.
Mr. Hartley, not as charity, as a scholarship through
Completed
the foundation
classes,
if you qualify,
basic
or as a private
accounting,
education grant
food
if Ruth
safety
stops making
certification,
faces.
and
Ruth said,
mentorship
I am not
meetings.
making faces. I am
We
anticipating
need to stick
paperwork.
to the written
Annie
plan.
looked at Caroline,
And
then
please,
William.
do not sign that
Why?
lease just
William
because
did
the
not give
place
the easy
feels
answer.
cute.
He did not say because
Don't
you
buy
saved
that
me.
equipment just
He
because
looked at the
someone
notebook
online
instead,
says it
because
changed
last
their
night You had
life.
almost nothing and still knew what to do with it. That tells me if you are
I
given
have
tools,
seen many dreams
you may use them
murdered
well.
by
Ruth
enthusiasm.
added, may, not automatically. There will be requirements. What kind?
Ruth believes
Classes
Joy
completed.
should file quarterly
Basic
reports.
accounting, food safety certification,
Joy is more
mentorship
sustainable
meetings,
when solvent.
a written plan, no signing leases because a place feels cute, no buying equipment because someone on the internet says it changed their life. Annie stared at her. Ruth looked back. I have seen many dreams murdered by
Yes,
enthusiasm.
this is William.
Caroline
Put me
smiled
through
into
to
her
the
tea.
chairman
William
immediately.
said. Ruth
The
also
caller is
believes
Martin
Joy
Bell
should
from
file
Harbor
quarterly
Line.
Reports.
Yes,
Joy
hello,
is more
this is Martin
sustainable when
Bell.
solvent, Ruth replied. Annie laughed again, and this time it did not feel like an accident. Then the study phone rang. William answered, listened, and his expression changed. Put him through. Caroline
Caleb
straightened.
Price has been removed pending review,
covered the
and
receiver.
Jared Miller
Martin
admitted
Bell from
taking the
Harbor Line.
cash after
Ruth
seeing the
opened her
footage.
laptop again. Speaker.
The company is
William
issuing
pressed
a
the
formal
button.
apology
Martin
to
Bell's
Annie,
voice came
the
through tight
customer,
but
and the
controlled.
staff.
Mr. Hartley,
We need to
Miss
discuss the
Ellison,
terms of
I
the
wanted
settlement.
to inform you directly. Caleb
Removed
Price has been
pending
removed
review
from the
is not
Baltimore
the
Penn
same as
location
terminated.
pending final review. Jared Miller admitted to taking
I
the
expect
cash after being
termination by
shown
end
the
of
footage.
day.
We are issuing
Has the
a
correction
formal
been
apology
sent,
to
Annie?
Miss Brooks,
We are prepared
the
to offer
customer,
4
and
weeks
the staff.
severance and
Annie
full
stared at the
transportation
phone.
reimbursement.
Ruth said,
But that's...
removed pending review is not
I
the
just
same
feel
as
like I should
terminated.
take the chance,
no,
you know?
Martin said. But I expect
The
termination
offer needs
by end
to
of
be
day.
in writing, Annie.
William said, and Miss Brooks's correction? Sent.
Annie, are you
We are also offering 4 weeks' pay instead of 2.
I want to personally
plus
admit
reimbursement
that
for
what happened was
transportation home
wrong.
last night, if applicable. Annie almost spoke.
You should have been
but
treated
Ruth
fairly
lifted
from the
one finger.
beginning.
Put it in writing, Ruth said.
Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am. Annie
I
heard
am
papers
here.
shift on his end. Then Martin said,
We deeply
Miss
regret the
Brooks,
distress
if
we
you are there,
caused. We
I
hope
want
you
to
can
say
accept
personally
our
that
apology.
what happened was wrong.
Take your bag
Annie looked at
and
Ruth.
go.
Ruth nodded once. I'm here, Annie said. Martin's voice softened. I'm sorry. You should have been
Thank you.
treated with fairness from the beginning. Annie thought of Caleb saying, take your bag
Don't
and go.
fix it only
She
because
thought of
William
Jared
is
standing
listening.
silent. She thought of herself sitting in the station, hungry and
Other
ashamed.
girls and workers
Thank you,
cannot
she
call a
said.
lawyer
Then,
from a rich
after
man's
breath,
kitchen
But don't just fix
and
it because
asks
Mr.
them to
Hartley
fix
is
it for
listening.
them too.
The line went quiet. Annie continued.
Very well.
There are
We've
other
heard your
girls working
case,
there.
and we agree.
Other people who can't call
We
a
will
lawyer
proceed
from a rich
as you
man's
have
kitchen.
outlined.
Fix it for them, too.
We commit to reviewing
Caroline
the bias
closed her
training
eyes
and all
briefly.
procedures at the location.
William watched Annie
Understood.
with something like pride.
Send that commitment in writing
but he
by
did
end
not
of day.
interrupt. Martin said, You're right. We'll review training and procedures at the location. Ruth's pen moved. Send that commitment in writing as well. Yes, ma'am. When the call ended,
Your bakery is
Annie felt
already
tired in a
showing
new
up
way,
because you
not
asked that
defeated,
the next person
drained from
be
standing
treated
upright
better.
longer than she had known she could. William tapped the notebook lightly. That is your bakery already showing up. How? You asked that the next person be treated better. Annie looked at the sentence again. A warm place near the station where people can get coffee, bread, and a fair first chance. For the first time, it did not look like pretending. It looked like a beginning. By late afternoon, Annie had stopped trying to guess when the day would become ordinary again. Every hour had brought another call, another document, another sentence that changed the shape of her life. Harbor Line sent the revised apology with her name spelled correctly. Caleb Price was officially terminated before 4. Jared Miller was referred to the police only after the customer insisted on filing a report, though Ruth said the amount was small enough that the real punishment might come from having the truth follow him longer than any charge. Annie read every message once, then put the phone face down. William noticed. Too much? Yes, that is allowed. Caroline looked up from the couch in
Reading
the
too
sitting
much
room,
is allowed,
where she had finally made
but
William sit
painful.
with a blanket over his legs, because Dr.
The
Merrick
most
had called
important
twice
thing
to
now
threaten
is
a house visit.
absolute rest.
You don't have to keep reading
He
everything
needs to
the
stay
moment it
warm
arrives.
and
I'm
undisturbed
afraid
for
if
the
I
next
stop
few
watching,
hours.
it changes back. Ruth,
You do not
sitting
have to
near the
keep
window
reading
with her
everything
laptop,
the instant
closed
it
halfway.
arrives.
That
I
feeling
am
is common
afraid
after
if I
being
stop
falsely
watching, the
accused.
truth might
Annie
somehow
rubbed her
change
thumb
back.
along the edge of her phone case.
This fear you're experiencing is
doesn't make it feel
completely
less crazy.
common, Annie.
It is not crazy.
You were
Ruth
falsely
said.
accused,
It is your mind
and it's a
checking the door
difficult
after
thing
a
to
break-in.
process.
William looked at Annie
Common
then,
does not make
and
the
she knew he
feeling any
understood
less
that kind of
crazy.
checking. He had been doing
Perhaps
it all day.
not, but
Looking toward
understanding it
windows,
can make it easier to
pausing when
carry.
a car slowed outside.
You are
Touching
not
his bare wrist where
crazy.
the stolen watch used to be.
It's like
Daniel
your
came in
mind
from
is
the
checking
hall
the
with two
door
printed
after a
pages.
break-in.
Final correction from Harbor Line. Ruth,
Harbor
they
Line
accepted
sent
your
the
language
final
about
correction
reviewing
and
bias
accepted Ruth's
disciplinary
language
procedures.
about reviewing
Ruth held out
bias
her
in
hand.
disciplinary procedures.
Let me see. Daniel gave the second page to Annie. This one is yours. Annie took it. The letter was on company letterhead. It said Annie Brooks had not stolen, taken, hidden, mishandled, or removed any customer funds. It said her termination was improper. It said the company regretted the public manner in which she was accused. It said the staff at Baltimore Penn Station had been notified that the accusation was false. False.
The company
That word
regrets
did
the
more than
public manner
apology.
in which she was
It
accused,
cut the rope.
and that
Annie
staff
read
at
the last
Baltimore Penn
paragraph.
Station have been
Miss Brooks
notified on
remains
the
eligible for
accusation was
employment
false.
within Harbor Line Cafe Group, though we understand if she chooses not to return to this location. She gave a short breath through her nose. Caroline caught it. What?
It's
They still make it sound like
unbelievable.
coming back as a favor.
They're framing
Ruth
your
smiled
return
slightly.
as a favor
You're
to the
learning.
company.
William held out
They
his
clearly
hand for the
haven't
letter.
learned anything.
Annie gave it to him. He read it slowly, then folded it once, and returned it. Do you want your old job back? No. Do you want them to pay what they owe and leave you alone? Yes. Then the letter serves its purpose. Annie nodded, but something still pressed at her chest.
Do you want
What
your
about
old
the
job
people
back?
who were there?
No.
Jared, Tessa.
I want you to
Louise.
pay what you owe and
They
then
all
leave
saw
me alone.
leave. Daniel sat on the arm of a
The
chair.
letter serves its
The
purpose.
correction went to the staff.
Yes, but
That's
Mark
not the same as standing there.
and Sarah
No one answered too quickly.
and Mr.
which
Davis
she
all saw me
appreciated.
leave.
William said,
The correction
then
went to the
perhaps you should
staff.
go back once. Not for
Receiving
the
a
job.
correction is
For
not the
yourself.
same as standing
Caroline
there in
turned
front
to
of
him.
them.
William, he raised one hand. Only
You
if
might
she
go
wants.
back once.
Only with support.
Not for the
Only
job,
when she is ready.
but for yourself.
Annie's first answer was no. She could feel it in her stomach. No to the station. No to the cafe. No to the counter where Caleb had pointed at her. But underneath that first no was another feeling. Smaller and harder to name. She did not want that place to remain the last image of her. Leaving with her backpack. Leaving silent. Leaving under somebody else's
I do
accusation.
not know.
I don't know, she said.
Going
Ruth
back
leaned
can
forward.
help, but also hurt.
Going back can help.
Because courage should never
can
be
also
used
hurt.
as a hammer.
We don't use courage
If I
as a
return,
hammer.
there can be
Annie
no
looked at the letter
cameras. I
again.
will not be a spectacle.
If I go,
We understand, Annie.
I don't want cameras.
Your privacy will be
Agreed,
respected.
William said. I don't want a crowd.
I'd rather not
Agreed.
have a crowd there.
I don't want you buying the place or
Of course,
firing
we
everybody
completely
while I stand there.
understand.
Daniel muttered. There goes my plan.
You
Caroline
can't just
gave him a
buy
look.
this place and
Annie
fire
almost
everyone,
smiled.
William. I won't
William
allow
said,
it.
I will not turn your dignity
Well,
into
that
theater.
simplifies the
That decided
acquisition
more than the words
process.
themselves. She
I
believed
promise
him.
you, Annie.
An hour later, they drove back to Baltimore
We
Penn
will
Station.
not turn
This
your
time, there were no
dignity
3
into
SUVs
theater.
lined up like a parade. Just one vehicle, Marcus driving, Ruth in the front passenger seat, Annie and Caroline in the back, William at home under protest because Dr. Merrick had finally won one argument. Daniel stayed with him to make sure he obeyed. The station looked different in daylight, less dramatic, less cruel. People still hurried through it with coffee and bags. But Annie could see the chipped paint near the doors, the wet floor signs, the old brass details above the entrance. Last night, the building had felt like a witness that refused to speak. Today, it was just a place. That helped. Marcus walked a few steps behind them, not close enough to make a scene. Ruth carried a folder. Caroline stayed beside Annie without touching her. At the cafe entrance, Annie stopped. The sign glowed. The smell of burnt coffee and toasted bread rolled out just as it always had. A woman Annie did not know stood at the register. Tessa was wiping the counter. Luis came out of the kitchen with a tray and froze when he saw her. Tessa's face changed first. Annie. Annie's hands wanted something to hold. Caroline noticed and quietly handed her the folder with the printed apology inside.
It's all in here.
Annie took it. A man in a harbor-lined blazer stepped from behind the counter.
Thank you,
Caroline. He was
Caroline.
middle-aged, with tired eyes and a name tag that read Martin Bell.
I'm so
He looked
sorry,
exactly
Annie.
like a
I
man
didn't
who
mean
had
for
spent the
any
whole
of this
day
to
learning that
happen. You
problems
didn't take the
ignored at
money,
store
Tessa.
level
I
could
know
become
you
corporate
didn't.
fires by breakfast. Miss Brooks, he said.
I didn't say
"Thank you for
anything
coming.
because I was afraid
I'm not
Caleb
coming
would
back
cut
to
my
work.
shifts.
I understand. I just wanted to
Fear
stand
is
here,
not an
fired."
excuse, Tessa.
Martin absorbed that. To his credit,
Caleb
he did
had
not
no right
correct
to
the
talk to
wording
Annie that
or
way.
soften it.
He did.
You have every right to. Tessa put down the cloth. Her eyes were wet. Annie,
They need to
I'm
stop
sorry.
deciding
Annie
who
looked at
looks
her.
guilty.
You didn't take the money. No, but I didn't say anything either. That was true. It sat between them without needing decoration. I was scared Caleb would cut my shifts, Tessa said. That's not an excuse. No, Annie said. It's not. Tessa nodded, crying now. I know. Louis stepped forward next. I should have said something too. He had no
I am
right
not
talking
looking
to
for
you
an
like that.
apology.
Annie looked
I
at him.
just don't want this to happen to
But
the
he
next
did.
girl when we
Yeah,
have to protect
Louis said.
whoever comes
He
after
did.
me.
Martin cleared his throat. The customer has been notified. Staff has been notified. Caleb Price is no longer employed with Harborline. Jared is suspended pending the investigation. Annie nodded. Ruth gave Martin a look. And the training commitment? Written and signed. All managers at transit locations will receive retraining on evidence review, disciplinary action, and bias in loss prevention procedures. Caroline looked at Annie. Bias in loss prevention.
Do you want a minute alone,
That's
Annie?
a long way of saying they need to stop deciding who looks guilty. Martin's face colored. Yes, ma'am. Annie opened the folder and took out the apology letter. She did not read it to them. She did not need to. She held it in her hand and looked at the counter where her apron used to hang. I don't want this to happen to the next girl, she said. Martin nodded. We'll do better. Annie looked at him long enough that the phrase had to either stand or fall. You should, she said. Then she turned and walked out. She did not look back until she reached the middle of the station. The bench from last night was visible across the hall, near the east entrance. Empty now, cleaned of any evidence that a girl had sat there with a dead phone and no idea how her life would continue. Caroline followed her gaze. Do you want a minute? Annie nodded. She walked to the bench and sat.
I do
Ruth and
not think I
Caroline
want to
stayed a few
carry my
steps
name
away.
back into
Marcus
someone
watched
else's
the
place
doors.
anymore.
Annie took out her phone.
My future cannot be confined to the
She pressed
cafe.
the power button just to see the screen light up. It did. A text from William waited there. Did you get your name back? Annie looked toward the cafe, then at the bench, then at the letter in her hand. She typed, yes. Then, after a moment, she added, but I don't think I want to carry it back into someone else's place anymore. His reply came a minute later. Then we begin building yours. Annie stared at those words until the station noise softened around her. For the first time, Baltimore Penn Station did not feel like the place where she had lost everything. It felt like the place where she had left something behind. Not her phone battery, not her job, not even her shame. A smaller life, and she was ready to walk away from it. 1 year later, Annie Brooks opened the side window of 3% Bakery at 15 inches the morning, and the first thing she smelled was rain on the pavement. Baltimore Penn Station stood across the street, its windows glowing in the early gray. Trains came and went behind the walls. People hurried toward the entrance with collars up. Coffee needs written on their faces, phones in their hands, lives already running behind schedule. Annie knew that look. She had worn it long before she owned the little white and blue food truck parked near the curb with a striped awning and a painted sign that still made her pause some mornings. 3% bakery. Under it, in smaller letters, was the sentence William had insisted she keep simple. A little kindness can still be enough. At first, Annie had argued the name was too personal. William had said, good names usually are. Ruth had said, check the trademark first. Caroline had said, put cinnamon rolls on the menu and people will forgive any name. They had all
Good
been right in
names
their own
usually
way.
are personal.
The first month had nearly broken her. Annie had thought opening a small business meant baking, serving coffee, and smiling
Mind your
at
margins,
customers.
Annie.
It also
A dream
meant
doesn't
permits,
pay the bills.
insurance,
But the joy you put
health
into it,
inspections,
that's what truly counts.
supply invoices, payroll
I'm telling
forms,
you, these cinnamon rolls will
refrigerator
make
that
people
made a
forgive
noise like an
any
old bus.
name.
And one terrible morning when the card reader died during the commuter rush, and Annie almost cried into a tray of biscuits. She did not cry. She called her mentor, Marcia Green, the woman Ruth had introduced her to, a bakery owner from West Baltimore with silver braids and no patience for panic. Marcia had said, baby, business is not proof that you are ready. Business is how you become ready. Now write down the problem and solve one piece. So Annie did.
Is it broken?
One piece at a time.
Some of us have jobs
Now
to
the
get
truck
to.
opened 5
I am
days a
so
week.
sorry. It's just,
She sold
it won't
coffee,
connect.
tea, biscuits,
All right
apple
now,
pies,
focus.
sweet potato muffins,
Take
and
it one
cinnamon
step at a
rolls that
time.
sold out before 9.
You know how to
if
do
the weather
this.
was cold. She kept
Here's your
prices
latte and
fair enough
croissant.
that station workers came back. And
Have
she
a
kept
wonderful
one
morning.
small shelf near the window, marked, take what you need. No speeches, no questions. Sometimes it held a wrapped biscuit, sometimes a banana, sometimes a cup of coffee already paid for by
There you
a
go.
customer
See you later.
who remembered
Morning,
what it felt
the
like
usual?
to be
Yes,
short.
please.
Her first employee was a 19-year-old named Keisha, who had been rejected from 3 jobs because she had no experience. Annie hired her anyway, and taught her how to count the drawer twice, how to handle angry customers without shrinking, and how to take breaks before exhaustion turned into mistakes. Her second employee was Mateo, who cleaned office buildings at night and worked 3 morning shifts because he
Welcome
was saving for
aboard.
mechanic school. He called
We're
Annie
really
boss
excited to
for
have you on the
first
team.
week until
Thank
she
you
finally
so
said,
much.
My name
I
is
won't
Annie.
let you down.
Boss is what people say when they're
Always
scared.
count the cash drawer
Mateo
twice.
had grinned.
If a customer gets
You were
angry,
kind of scary.
handle it calmly.
Good, Annie
And don't
said.
forget to rest
Then
before
wipe
you
the
make
counter.
mistakes.
By 7:30, the line reached the edge of the sidewalk. Commuters ordered fast. Station cleaners came in pairs.
Morning,
A retired
boss.
mailman from
It's
the old
Alex,
cafe
remember?
found her on the 3rd
Go ahead
week,
and wipe down that
now
counter
came
before the
every
rush.
Tuesday,
You got it.
Still ordering black coffee and a biscuit. Still folding
Here you go,
$1
one
in half for
cappuccino and the
tip
apple
jar.
turnover.
You built
Thank you.
yourself a
Keep the
place, he
change.
told her
Have a
that
great day.
morning, looking up at the sign. Annie poured his coffee.
Here you
Trying
go,
to.
sir.
No,
You're regular.
he said.
Much appreciated. Thank
You
you.
did. Trying was last year. She carried that sentence all day. William came
You
at
didn't just open a
10:20,
baker.
wearing a plain navy coat
You built
and a
yourself
baseball
a
cap.
place right here in the
Caroline said
community.
did nothing to disguise him, except make him look like a man trying to disguise himself. He stood in line like everyone else. Annie saw him from the window but did not wave him forward. When he reached the counter,
All right,
he looked
convince
up
me.
at
What
the
should I
menu.
get today?
What do you
Oh, I
recommend?
think you know exactly
You
what
ask
you
that every
want,
time.
Silver Fox.
I value
The
expert
cinnamon roll
opinion.
is calling
You
your
want
name.
The cinnamon roll.
See?
I do.
20 this
And
time.
coffee.
I learned my
Yes.
lesson.
And you're going to pay with a
Very
$100
good,
bill,
Mr.
so I yell
Johnson.
at you
A+
again.
for effort.
William looked offended.
My granddaughter
20.
raved about the
Annie
muffins.
narrowed her eyes.
You really must come
He
to
pulled
dinner
out the
again
20.
soon.
Oh,
Growth,
stop.
she
Really?
said.
I would
He
love
smiled.
to.
Education works. She handed him the bag and coffee. How's Lily? She says your muffins are better than mine. You bake? No.
I still
That is
stop
why
here
the insult was
sometimes before we
unnecessary.
open.
Annie laughed.
He told
and
me he
leaned
still
slightly
checks
out
on
the
you.
window. Tell her
Make
I
sure
said
you're all
thank
right.
you. She also wants to know when you're
Do you
coming to
regret
dinner
the phone?
again. Caroline says you work too much.
No, I
Caroline
don't.
says everybody works too much.
It was the
except
right
Caroline.
thing to do.
Correct. William
It cost
stepped
me
aside
something
so
that
the next
night.
customer could order, then waited
That
near the
cost
side of
makes
the truck
kindness
until the rush
real.
thinned.
Not foolish.
Annie wiped her hands and came out through
No
the
more
back
apple
door.
pies, folks.
He
Sorry.
looked up at the sign. Still feels right.
All right, switch
It
to the
almost
cherry
didn't happen.
tarts. Keep it
Most
moving.
things worth doing almost don't. Annie
Look at
looked
the
toward
time.
station.
That board meeting won't wait. I
Sometimes
better
I
get
still
going.
sit on that
All
bench
right, but
before opening.
seriously, don't
I
you
know.
dare walk
She
alone
turned.
after dinner.
You know, Marcus drives by sometimes.
You built more than just
William,
a bakery here,
he
you
is
know?
discreet.
Much more.
That is not the point. William lifted one hand. Fair. I'll tell him to
This
stop.
is absolutely
She studied
ridiculous.
him. Will you?
40 minutes late
No.
again. I'm
Annie
going to miss
shook
my
her head,
connection because of
but
this.
She was smiling. He grew more serious. Do you regret it?
Don't worry
bakery,
about it. Throw
the
this
phone.
batch out and begin
Annie
again.
looked at the
We have
station
plenty of
doors.
time.
Okay, boss.
A
Thank
woman
you.
rushed in, pulling a child by the hand.
All right, that's it for
A man
tonight.
stopped
Get home
under
safe.
the awning to check his messages.
I'll take these
A
muffins to
cleaner
the
in a
shelter
yellow
drop
vest
box now.
leaned against the wall, drinking Annie's coffee from a paper cup. No, she said. But I don't pretend it was easy anymore. I think I used to make kindness sound simple because I wanted it to be. It cost me something that night. William nodded. Yes, and I'd still do it. That is the
I missed
part
the
people
last bus
miss,
to my
he said.
grandmother's. My
Cost
phone's
does not
dead.
make kindness
Please,
foolish.
do you have a charger?
It makes it real.
Yes, sweetie. Come
A horn
inside. Get
sounded
warm.
from down the block. Keisha called from inside the truck. Annie, we're out of apple pies. Annie called back. Pull the muffins forward and don't let Mr. Hartley distract you.
What kind of phone
Keisha
is
stuck
it?
her head out. He tips good. He tips
I have some
too
chargers
much.
in here.
William said,
It's a Galaxy.
I
It just
support
completely
small
died on
business.
me.
You support chaos. He checked his watch. A new one Caroline had bought him after the stolen one was never recovered. I have to go.
Are you sure?
Board
Yes.
meeting. Try not
Come
to walk
stand under
alone
the
after
awning,
dinner.
out of the
I have been
rain.
told. By everyone? Repeatedly. He started to leave,
Grandma,
then stopped.
I'm
Annie.
safe.
She looked
I
at
found
him.
a place to
You
stay
built
dry.
more than a bakery.
I just wanted to
the
call
words
you.
would have embarrassed her once.
Okay, I'll see you soon.
Now she let them stand. I had help. Yes, William said. But help is not the same as the work. After he left, the day moved in its ordinary rush. Coffee
Thanks so
spilled.
much.
The
How much
man
do I owe
complained
you?
that the train was late,
Don't worry about
as
it,
if
it's
Annie
fine.
controlled the tracks. Mateo burned the first tray of afternoon
Why did you help me
biscuits
for nothing?
and looked ready to confess to a felony until Annie told him, throw them out
Someone
and start
once
again.
said yes to me.
Mistakes are not character reports. He repeated that under his breath for the rest of the day. Near closing, rain began again, cold and thin. Annie sent Keisha home early and told Mateo to take the leftover muffins to the shelter drop box on his way out. By 6:30, the station lights reflected on the wet sidewalk the same way they had a year before. Annie was locking the side cabinet when she heard a voice near the curb. Miss? She turned. A boy stood by the station entrance, maybe 16, soaked through the shoulders of his hoodie. He held a phone in one hand and a backpack strap in the other. His face had the tight, embarrassed look of someone trying not to panic in public. Can I borrow a charger? He asked.
The memory resolves
My
into the
phone died.
truth that the tiny battery
the
was
last
enough
bus
to
that
make her
goes near
stop
my
begging the
grandma's
world
place.
for a place
I
and
just
start
need to call
building
her.
one.
For a second, the world folded. The wet pavement. The station doors. The cold. The dead phone. Williams shaking hands. People turning away. 3% glowing, like the last match, in a dark room. Annie looked at the boy's phone. What kind? He showed her. She opened the truck door and pulled a charger from the drawer beneath the register. Then she took out the small backup phone she kept there for emergencies. Already charged, already paid for. Ruth had called it a business safety measure. Denise had called it common sense. Annie called it memory with a battery. Here, she said, handing it to him. Use this. It's faster. He stared at the phone. You sure? Yes. I'll stand right here. I know. He looked at her, surprised by the trust. Annie nodded toward the awning. Get out of the rain while you call. The boy stepped under the
Please,
awning and
take
dialed.
this.
Annie turned away
Thank
to give
you,
him
child.
privacy. But
You
she
are
heard
too
enough.
kind.
Grandma, it's me. I'm okay. No, don't cry. I just missed the bus. A lady let me call. Annie looked through the station windows at the bench across the hall. Someone sat there now. An older woman with a suitcase, eating one of Annie's muffins from a paper bag. The boy finished the call and handed the phone back with both hands. Thank you, he said. How much do I owe you? Nothing. I can pay you Friday. I said nothing. He hesitated. Why? Annie wiped rain from the counter and looked at him. Because somebody said yes to me once, she said, and I need you to remember what that felt like. The boy nodded slowly.
I love
like he
him.
understood enough for now and would understand more later. After he left, Annie finished closing the truck. She counted the drawer, wiped the counter, and turned off the lights one by one. Before locking up, she opened the small drawer under the register. Inside was her old phone. The cracked screen never came back on after that night. The tape still held the bottom corner together. To anyone else, it was trash. To Annie, it was a receipt from the moment her life split open and made room for something larger. She picked it up and held it for a second. 3%. That was all it had been. Not enough to get her home, not enough to find a job.
Attention passengers. The Northeast Regional Train 188 is now arriving on Platform
But
2.
enough for one call. Enough to bring help through the snow. Enough to expose a room full of people who had mistaken caution for character. Enough to make a billionaire remember her name. Enough to make Annie Brooks stop begging the world for a place and start building one. Her phone buzzed in her coat pocket. The new one she had bought with her first 3 months of profit. A text from Denise filled the screen. "You close up yet?" Annie smiled and typed back. "Almost," Denise replied. "Don't be almost too long. And bring a cinnamon roll if you love me." Annie laughed in the quiet tone. Then she looked once more toward Baltimore Penn Station, where people still hurried through bad weather with full phones, tired faces, and private troubles no one else could see. She locked the drawer, turned off the last light, and stepped into the rain. The world still judged quickly. It still looked at coats, skin, shoes, and old phones before it looked at hearts. But Annie knew something now that no cruel person at a station, no manager behind a counter, no stranger online could take from her. A little kindness could still be enough. And when it passed through the right hands, it could become a place warm enough for others to begin again. The lesson of Annie's story is that kindness is most powerful when it
One
costs us
pastry for you. Appreciate
Annie
it.
did not help William
You all
because he
brighten
was
up this
rich,
station.
important, or able to repay her. She helped him because he was afraid, alone, and ignored by everyone else. The story reminds us not to judge people by their clothes, their age, their skin color, or what they seem to have lost. Sometimes the smallest act of compassion, even a phone with only 3% battery,
Yeah, it's me.
can save a life.
I'm sorry,
Reveal
I know
the
it's
truth,
late, but I'm
and
coming
open
home
the
now.
door to a future no one expected. This video is a work of fiction created with the assistance of artificial intelligence. All characters, events, and situations are not real and do not represent any actual people or true stories. The content is intended for storytelling and emotional illustration only.